Yeah. Come on in the building, man. Welcome to the Black Cat Panther podcast. We got a lot to talk about today, man. First and foremost, you know, be hospitable. Wipe your feet off on the mat. Uh, don't bring that dirt up in the house. Hit that like button. Show us that love on the way on in. Uh, we got a lot to talk about, man. Offense. You see the thumbnail. Y'all see what time it is. Can the Carolina Panthers come out this year and have a smooth sailing offense? And I say that because of a couple of factors. I know y'all wondering, what the hell is Q talking about? We got a lot of stuff to be precautionary about. I say that to say, in the first year, with a young rookie quarterback, we have a new running back in the building. We have a new tight end in the building. We have ourselves a couple of holes to fill on this offensive line. Yes, Austin Corbett will be missing the first couple of games. Cade Mays is looking to fill the position. But the biggest domino that's going to have to fall into the effect is how will the playbook look and affect what Bryce Young will be able to do on this field this year? Are we going to put trust into a man that's never called plays before in the NFL? Are we going to give Thomas Brown the leeway that he is asking for? Oh, this is a good one, man. Y'all come on up in the building, man. Show that love on the way in. I'm going to be real with you. Y'all might not be too concerned. But as far as for me in this house here, I will not fall a victim to being fucked twice. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm under the impression, man, these guys have already gotten me once. They've already gotten me once. I mean, let's be real. The Carolina Panthers have a young rookie in the backfield when it comes to calling plays for the Carolina Panthers. And everyone thinks that Frank Wright is going to oversee this and there's not going to be any issues or anything that's going to counterbalance anything that we can hope for negatively. Everything's going to be all smoke and roses. Everything's going to be all peaches and cream. Everything's going to be smooth because Thomas Brown is going to bring it in the building. We all got faith in Thomas Brown, the former running back, the former tight ends coach, the guy that has not called a goddamn play a day in the NFL, is putting together the offensive playbook for the Carolina Panthers. All I'm going to say is I'm a little bit nervous at his ability to, one, be able to call, be able to scheme some of these guys open, and be able to fluently have a thorough offense, because Frank Wright is a great offensive mind. Make no mistake about it. But I'm talking about the inexperience that Thomas Brown is going to be bringing to the table for the Panthers this year. Is that going to cost us some games? I mean, because yes, Frank is going to call some of the games, but when he's comfortable, he's going to turn it over to this guy. Can we trust this guy to take us to the promised land? I'm just under the impression, man. Alrighty then. What's up, Go?
Yo,
Look, man, I'm under the impression this guy has not called any plays. I'm a little iffy on his ability to be able to scheme a guy like Thielen open or get Mango involved into an offense. I'm a little leery about how many touches he's going to give Miles Sanders, because this guy being a former running back, is he going to rely too much on the running back position? we don't know what it's going to potentially look like. I'm under the impression that yes, Frank Wright is going to call plays, but in the same breath, this guy is going to be able to take it over at some point in time. I know good and well you got to have faith, my brother. Oh, that's what we got? That's what we doing now? We doing faith now? That's what we doing.
Well, Q, I think you need a little faith in this buzz that you're saying today. I don't understand this negativity.
Negativity, huh?
What what is this? What is this?
Negativity?
I don't know. I don't understand this, man.
Wiley. Wiley.
Yeah.
What what plays has Brown called in the NFL?
Well, none.
So you mean to tell me you're not worried that his ability or his inability to be able to gather up or scrape up some plays for these boys?
But see, here's your opening statement, right? You
Mm-hmm.
didn't say he was at the when he was at the Rams. Was he not the guy that was the head coach? The head coach. It was the head coach, and then what was the other guy? Assistant head coach. Was Brown assistant head coach of the Rams?
Yeah, he was assistant head coach. He didn't call no
Uh,
plays there.
okay. So you telling me a guy got promoted to be assistant head coach, and he has no ability to take over if the head coach is gone?
So Wiley, it's called "I Like You" campaign.
Oh
It's
God.
called "Scratch My Back, I Scratch Your Back." That's what
Oh,
it's called. They got an ass scratching campaign that went on. I just want to make sure that we not scratching ass over here in Carolina as well. That's all I'm trying to make sure.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
I
hey,
think
hey,
that's a.
hey,
Go ahead, go.
hey, Q, Q, are you finished or are you done?
No, no,
I
he ain't done.
am I am finished. Go ahead. Go.
We'll see. I wonder. This is the thing I wonder, Wiley. Where do you suppose to get experience, Wiley, in the NFL on the
Apparently
job,
not.
right? On the
Apparently not
job.
on the job. You don't
So
do that on the job.
so we
You
do
don't
trial by fire
you
now.
don't
That's
get
what we doing. That's what
experience
we
on the
doing.
job. Where is the training or the boot camp for the NFL? Huh? College, right? And I think he called in college. He was a coach in college. He was a coordinator in college, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
go
I know
if you go
goddamn
if
well
you
you
go
just
back.
ain't bring up
No,
college now.
but hold. You said he's
Golly.
inexperienced though, Q. You call the
Go.
man
You talking
inexperienced.
two different
And then
levels.
then hold.
Slow down, Q.
Then you call Frank Wright this like he's this play calling genius. If I'm not mistaken, why I'm gonna ask Wiley. I'm gonna ask
Mm-hmm.
Wiley
That's
Mm-hmm.
probably
because
then.
I think Doug Peterson held his hand, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Didn't
He
Doug
did.
wiped his
Peterson hold
ass.
his hand?
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
He wiped his ass.
Okay,
And
so then what qualified since Doug held his hand? What the fuck
Oh, you
qualified
digging
him
a
to be the
grave.
coach
You
in
digging a grave.
Indianapolis then? Huh?
hold
Huh,
on, sir.
Q?
Hold on. Hey,
What
hey,
you
Huh,
see,
just
Q?
did is dig a grave for your boy
hey,
because
hey,
Huh?
now you saying Frank Wright
uh-uh,
nor Thomas Brown know what the fuck they
No,
doing.
I'm just saying
That's
you.
what you
uh-uh.
That's how
saying.
you get. I'm saying that's how you get experience in the NFL. Don't nobody come in the NFL knowing what the fuck going on. Don't nobody come in the
Nope.
NFL and know what the
Nope.
fuck going on.
Mm-mm.
Nobody.
There you
So
go.
so
Not a
so
first
go.
time position coach, first time coordinator. Most of them come from college, or most of them come from
Mm-hmm.
being some type of
Assistant.
assistant or some type of intern
So so
program
so
or
so
Yep.
go.
Mm-hmm.
something. You
Go.
know what I'm saying?
Are we gonna be banking off the knowledge of Jim Caldwell? Because what you just told me, Frank Wright ain't shit, and you just
No,
told me Thomas
he didn't
Brown
say
ain't
that.
shit.
He didn't say that. What he said was
Paraphrase
this.
Wiley. Use your
Okay.
imagination.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see how
There
they
you go.
do,
I got.
Wiley?
I
You
got.
see how they
No,
do, Wiley? Go ahead,
I
get
got
him
you,
there,
go.
Wiley.
That's what the
Get
So,
him
fuck
there.
he
Get
said.
him. Get him.
hey,
Because he don't want to
Peterson.
listen to logic and
Hey,
reason.
No.
Peterson.
I'm hearing the
Hold on.
logic, but it's bullshit.
Slow down. Peterson that took the Eagles and won a Super Bowl was done the same way under the Chiefs. Andy Reid did him the same way. He ain't called no plays. He became a
Nothing.
head coach. Then he called plays. They won a Super Bowl. I'm trying to understand this. And you just said yesterday's show, oh, look what Peterson did with Trevor.
But it's a
Peterson's
new
such a
day,
good.
Wiley. I don't want to hear that
Peterson's so
shit.
good. Peterson's so good. This is some bullshit. This is what this is.
I don't give a damn if you call it horse shit. It's shit.
on, man.
Wiley, you got to understand if Frank Wright last we saw Frank Wright call the plays, his ass was at the unemployment office. The last plays he called. Now it was a wash.
You just said Q a few minutes ago. I'm sitting there listening to you. That Frank Wright gonna call.
He's the guru. He's the guru.
Frank Wright is the guru. Now you just said he just got fired. Now
I'm just saying, Frank Wright is the alleged guru, and I'm telling you guys right now, if your alleged guru, last time you saw him, he got fired from calling the same fucking plays, should we have a cause to pause? I done said this I don't know how many times. You got to understand this, GOAT. We are getting to the fucking point where we don't know what we have in this coaching staff, and everybody done deemed them the Justice League. I don't understand it. Scared, Wiley.
Stop being scared.
It's called being woke.
Woke? Oh my God! No, you didn't say that word.
It's called being woke. Your ass walk around here with your eyes closed, sleepwalking through this motherfucker. I refuse to be walking around here with my hands open, hands out like this right here. I ain't doing that shit.
It's going down like this.
There we go.
Frank
Look at this.
is not going to let Thomas Brown call them plays. Because what you just said, Frank just got fired, right? Frank just got tied to Bryce Young. Now, I done told y'all I don't think Bryce Young was Frank quarterback. I don't think Frank picked Bryce.
Not initially, no.
Bryce and Frank are tethered together. And now Brown is tethered to Frank. So Jim Caldwell, he called Jim Caldwell in to make sure he don't fuck up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got
this nigga got more insurance than Allstate is what the fuck I'm hearing. That's what this shit right here is what the fuck I'm hearing. I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm really getting sick of this shit.
Okay, I'm with you on that now. Now we find some common ground. You understand?
Bitch got more insurance than Allstate.
What? Now
ain't nothing wrong with insurance.
Ain't nothing wrong with no insurance. Ain't nothing wrong with no insurance. Tell him again, Wiley. Because I look at Frank. That's one thing that I say, okay, Frank, you did that. I look and say, you did that. You made sure to say, hey, I second guess this, I second guess that. I got some motherfuckers in the building that I can go ask. You know what I'm saying? You think this right? You think this right? Hey, and then he got a mixture. He got himself in the middle. He got the old man. He got the young bull. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, when I'm running too many old shits, I run against a new-minded defensive coordinator. I'm throwing this old shit at, and he counteracting that motherfucker. Let me look at my young dude and see what, hey, help me out, bro. He beating my ass over here. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to be all right. I
don't like it, GOAT. Anybody that got to put this much mascara on is very much so hiding the fucking a bunch of pimples on their damn face. I'm trying to tell you, I don't like it. I don't like it, man.
I like it for this reason. So if we look at Jim Caldwell, right? When Peyton Manning had his best years, right, as the coach, right?
There you go.
Caldwell was his offensive coordinator.
And Wiley, check this game, Wiley.
Watch it. Who was the quarterback coach?
Thank you.
That's wild shit.
That's right, Frank Wright. That was the quarterback coach.
And check this game, Wiley. Check this game, Wiley.
When you got a generational talent at quarterback, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yesterday, Wiley, we were looking, after we finished the live, we started looking at some. I told Pop to pull up some old Colts game.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? With Edwin James, Peyton Manning.
Hello.
And guess who was, like you said, Caldwell and Rich was a part of this offense. And it ran like a sewing machine.
Hello.
Come on, Q.
Ain't none of y'all boy worried. Ain't none of y'all worried about him possibly slipping up. You know how the old people say, if you I catch your foot, you slip up. Don't fuck up. I'm trying to tell you. I'm nervous because Frank Wright is going to, how do you say it? Like I said, last time we see this cat, he called plays, it got him unemployed. Then you look around, he don't want to relinquish the rights to the actual OC. To the OC, to the fucking OC that he just hired. He don't want to relinquish the play calling to his ass. That's a problem to me already.
Q, I'm gonna call out two of his QBs.
Matt Ryan
Carson Wentz.
and Carson Wentz.
Matt Ryan with a bum ass arm. Matt Ryan at the end of his career. Not the end of his career. Past the end
I
of his
don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. You know why? You want to know why? You want to know why I don't want to hear that shit right there?
Why?
2016, 17, the year of his career.
Okay. So
way past the end of his career. And Carson Wentz ain't looked like shit since he got hurt in Philly.
But hold on, Q.
Cut it on off. Cut it on off. Think back to what my good buddy Wolf says.
There we go.
Think back to what Wolf says. 15 to 20. Matt Ryan did 15 to 20, 3,500 plus yards. Hold the fuck up. 3,500 plus yards, and he went out there with the best goddamn back in the motherfucking NFL. I don't want to hear that shit.
That used to be Matt Ryan. That's why Jonathan Taylor was the best back, because the quarterback couldn't do shit. So they had to lean on the fucking running back.
No, sir.
Wiley,
no, sir.
Hey, Wiley.
Yep.
When did Chris McCaffrey get all his yards and shit like that? The year Cam went out, didn't he? When we didn't have a fucking quarterback. That's why, because you had to lean on the back.
That's cute, Gold. That's cute, Gold. But talk to me. 15 to 20. 15 to 20. You can win games in the NFL with a strong run game and a good defense. Those are things that they had.
Not in the new NFL.
Matt Ryan was not a cripple at that time.
In the new NFL. Hold on.
It was his last year in the league.
He was not a cripple though. He still get him 3,500 yards.
Wiley, he got benched, Wiley.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Wiley, I'm glad you said that, because you just told me all we need Bryce Young to do is come out and get how many yards you said?
About 3,800.
And that's what Matt Ryan gave them in his last year.
No, the fuck then he got benched. Q. He didn't give him no 3,800.
Okay.
He gave him 35. He gave him 35. Go.
Oh, no. See, go. You got to show this motherfucker better than you can tell him.
Go. I know the numbers. He had that.
He gave 35.
Y'all just say y'all wanted Bryce to do what? Say the numbers again, Wally.
But here's the difference.
Bryce needs 38.
But here's the difference, though, Q.
All right.
Here's the difference, Q.
If he gave 35,
it wasn't efficient 3,500 yards.
Oh, now it's efficiency now. Okay.
Yes.
Now we moving the goalposts a little far back. Because now, first you say you want Bryce Young to come out and give you 35 to 3,800 yards based on, you do that, we'll be in a good situation. Matt Ryan and Frank Wright's last year, Matt Ryan did them same motherfucking numbers with the best running back in the league and still couldn't accomplish shit. I'm nervous. I'm fucking nervous.
Now you're going to say, motherfucker, make an excuse. What the defense look like over there, though?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Let me get this out. Go. So 3,500 yards, I didn't say. I said 3,800 yards. Those 300 yards is a big difference. and Matt Ryan was not efficient at that time when he was the coach. And the coach didn't coach for 4 games, I think, 4 or 5 games. They fired him. So a lot of that was under Jeff Saturday, and it was not efficient. I'm saying, if you want to go and do that, then go look at the other quarterbacks that he had before Matt Ryan. And that was the guy that came from
Carson Wentz, and then
the other guy, the old guy, Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers.
And Brissett, Kobe Brissett. So Philip Rivers had 4,100 yards, but they were efficient 4,100 yards. And his average passing yards around 15 yards. Play was 15 yards. So
15 to 20.
Yeah, he wasn't throwing the ball far. He wasn't throwing the ball that far. But what I'm trying to say is this. Even when that guy, and they got the playoffs, even Brissett wasn't playing that good. I'm just saying, he had lemons. He made lemonade out of what he had. Now he has an actual quarterback to start his career with. And this is going to give him opportunity to do the things that he wanted to do because he has consistency at the quarterback position. I don't know, Q. I don't see what you're nervous about, but I'm in your shoes, man.
15 to 20, Wiley. If you have a guy that had the ability to give you 15 to 20, which will win you games in the NFL, my good buddy Wolf tell us this all the time. 15 to 20. And you had
I
the
said
number one
27.
running back. You had the number one running back in the league, and you had a top five defense at the time and could not get it done. That's all I'm saying. Y'all niggas should be nervous, if anything else. I'm looking at history. You the historian, right? You the oracle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's get it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Let, let's
That
talk.
should cause the pause.
I'm not pausing simply
So
because. Go ahead.
go ahead, Wiley. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm good. Go ahead, go.
So what Q is trying to tell me that he gonna go into war. If he's a head coach, if he's a head coach, with his QB being Jacoby Brissett, that you get ready to win something, Q, with Jacoby Brissett.
Frank Wright's coaching record as a whole was 40, 33, and 1. 40, 33, and 1. Now,
Eh,
uh, it's nothing that jumps off the screen.
but
It's
hold
nothing.
on.
Jump out the screen. Cause
He had 1 year.
what did I
Yeah.
tell y'all Frank Wright was? A yes man in the first place. That's what I told you he was in the first place.
Wow,
So therefore, I done done a show on this. So I don't know why you hopping on Frank. Frank was a yes man. Frank was a yes man to run David Tepper's team to get Tep where he wants to be, to go get Bryce Young, to sell these jerseys, to run these Bojangle boxes, cause the rent is getting ready, the lease is getting ready to come up on Bank of America. He wants a new stadium. You understand what I'm saying? All this shit plays together. Now, we all know if all this shit don't work, which it should work. Because if we look at this offense, it should be efficient. Efficient enough to get us through 2025 when we get a first round pick and we start putting this motherfucking puzzle together. Now, the biggest thing is for Bryce Young to stay healthy, like I keep trying to tell y'all, for them 5 years before we can win a chip. That's what it's gonna take.
So I'm looking at the history of Frank Wright and his coaching record from 2018 to 2021. With a good quarterback, he went 10-6. With those journeymen, 1 year he went 7-9, and then he went 11-5, and then 9-8.
Yeah.
So,
With an efficient quarterback,
but
he
what
can
I'm
make some
saying,
shit happen.
what I'm saying right here is he was middle of the pack with just 15 to damn 20, but and could not get in. So let me put this in layman terms for you. Go. Okay. Imagine, look at the New York Giants with Daniel Jones right now.
Okay.
What is Daniel Jones to you right now?
That damn 15 and 20 y'all talking about.
And what is that in the NFL?
Middle of the road, maybe 25,
20,
20,
25,
somewhere
yeah.
like 20, 25, yeah.
So you give this guy elite coaching, and you give this guy a defense and a run game with Saquon Barkley, and what does he look like?
Oh, he looked like, what were they record last year? Fucking 12, 13 game win, something like that?
No, they won around 9? I don't know.
They won 10 games, I think. I think they won 10 games. Giants record. Let me make
No,
sure.
I think they were better than 10. I think they.
Nah. That wasn't better than 10.
How
I'm
many?
looking
How
it
many?
up right now.
Look it up, Q. Look it up, Q. So we don't shit nobody. Now.
Yep. I think it's around 9 to 10, if I'm correct.
But you got to look. You got to look at the division they was in. Now, division
Yeah, the
wasn't no
division
slouch.
it was pretty tough. But see, here's the problem. Q keep saying that number. We ain't never said that. I said Baker Mayfield numbers were the bottom of the barrel, which was going to be 27 touchdowns and around 10 interceptions. See,
Jay said 9-7-1. 9-7-1.
See, there it is.
9-7-1 from last year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So go. You hear what I keep saying? 27 and 10 is the bottom of the barrel. What I want him to do: 27 touchdowns and approximately 10 interceptions. That was Baker Mayfield numbers. See, go. He keep talking about these other numbers. I ain't say that Wolf keep saying that bullshit. I don't want.
No. No.
See,
But
no.
what Wolf's saying is true though.
But
Yeah. What Wolf saying is true. What Wolf saying is true.
but
What
I don't
he's
want that.
saying is if he can get 15 to 20 with the running game, with the
Uh-huh.
defense, you see what I'm saying? And you get if Daniel Jones went 9-7-1
With
and the
that.
ball bounced right, you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir. That's a favorable win.
That's 11 games. 11 games get you what he's saying. 11 games get you the playoffs, and you could get hot.
So
Yeah.
I'm saying with that same philosophy, if Frank Wright gambled with that same philosophy out here getting a guy that can give you 15 to 20 when he went out and got Carson Wentz, when he went out and got Phillip Rivers, when he went out and got Matt Ryan, he gambled with those same numbers. The offensive guru that we all know as Frank Wright. So
It, hold
once
on.
again, this
This is
boy
this.
here got more insurance than Jake from State Farm. Why you
You
think
know
he
what?
got Caldwell? Why you think
This is
he
what.
got Brown?
This is not a good. This is disingenuous, because when he got
Disingenuous.
hired, yeah, when he got hired to coach that quarterback that retired on him, the one that won the 10 games. Remember Andrew Luck? He got hired to
You
coach
talking about the
Andrew
boy that was
Luck.
holding the shit bad because he wouldn't get an offensive line for
No, he did. He got hired. He
He
got
did that. That
hired.
wasn't him. That wasn't
That
him.
was him. That was his
That wasn't
first
him.
year.
him? His
That was his
first
That wasn't
first.
him.
year.
Yeah.
No. You misunderstanding me, Wiley. If you got a quarterback like my boy
Andrew
there,
Luck.
Andrew Luck, and you in your first year don't make sure you protect him, the bitch is gonna be on the stretcher, and that's what the fuck happened.
Well, hold on now. They
Dumbass is
actually,
what we should call him.
but hold
Let
on.
me ask
They
y'all a question. Let me
actually
ask y'all a
did
question.
draft. Hold on, go. I got you.
Who?
They did draft for offensive line. That was the
Hmm.
best offensive line that Andrew Luck had played behind. However, Andrew Luck said he was tired because he had been getting battered his whole career. See,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead.
Frank replaced the dude that had cancer, right?
What
Yeah,
the heck is?
The head
no,
coach had cancer.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then
yeah,
Frank come in after him.
yeah. Because remember, the quarter, the what's his name? The one that the coach that was at Tampa Bay that won the Super Bowl. Cool
Talking
guy with
about
the brim.
You
Tony
talking about
Dungy?
No, the white guy. The
The
white guy. The guy
Gruden.
was at Arizona. He was
You
at
can't
Arizona.
call
He
his
went.
name. I can't call his name either, Wally.
No, the guy. Oh man, I look
Talking
it
about
up
Bruce
again.
Arians is who you talking
Yeah,
about.
Bruce Arians. Cause see, the guy had cancer. Bruce Arians was the offensive coordinator. Came in, got the coach rolling. Coach was winning games, and they thought they were gonna give it to Arian. Arian ended up
You
taking the
no.
job.
That
I'm gonna say Chuck
Yeah,
Pagano.
but Arian,
Chuck Pagano.
but
Chuck
yeah,
Pagano had cancer. He come in out of Chuck Pagano.
yeah, Arian was taking over for him. Arian came in. They thought Arian was gonna get the job. Arian left for there, went to Arizona. Had a good run in Arizona. Then went to the Bucks. But I'm just saying is when Bruce was doing what Bruce was doing, nobody got Andrew Luck our offensive line. Whenever they came in, excuse me, when when our current coach came in, he actually drafted offensive linemen. That was the best offensive line he had his whole career. But he is not doing this. I don't find this. I find this disingenuous when we're doing here.
What you
He
mean?
actually, come on, man. He only
How? We
had
just telling the truth. I'm just
he
telling you.
had one year.
Ain't like we sitting here bullshitting, Wiley.
Well,
The
He
shit
had one
happened.
year.
Wiley, I believe what Wiley trying to say. I'm not putting words in Wiley's mouth, but what he trying to say is, okay, Frank comes in and then look retires.
Correct.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
Frank come in and Frank got left with scraps. You see what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Frank never had a chance to draft a
Yeah,
quarterback.
that's not what Wiley was saying though. But
So,
I like how you saving his ass. I like it.
Oh.
I'm not trying to put it because every time somebody say try to
You
give people
wiping his
reason for
ass.
shit, reason
Oh.
which is reasonable facts. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because any quarterback, I mean any head coach that comes in has at least got one or two chances to draft his own quarterback. And if he don't, because that's how the motherfucker in Nebraska fucked
Hello.
himself and fucked us up, he didn't go draft his quarterback. And everybody
Yep.
can tell you that right off the bat. He didn't go draft his quarterback. He dismantled this team, and then he
Yep.
never drafted his quarterback.
Yep.
But see, Frank came in to a mess, and a motherfucking he thought he was getting ready to get Andrew Luck and fix the team. But then
Yep.
Luck say, "Man, I'm tired of being hurt. I'm going to fuck home."
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You almost make me want to trust your boy. You almost make me want to give a fuck.
Oh.
But I know my eyes have seen the stress that he's put himself through. Because, like I said, he got himself fired doing that dumb shit.
Well,
I'm gonna recycle a quarterback.
Hey, then you
He
got to
didn't get a
blame.
choice in that.
You got to blame Jim Irsay over there, the owner,
Yep. The
because
owner
he
didn't
wanted
want.
results. He wanted results that same day. You
He
see what
wanted
I'm
to
saying?
win right then. He
And
didn't
that
want a
man
rookie.
can't get.
So
That man ain't-
Tepper don't want results right now.
Hey,
Oh, he
same,
want
he
results.
damn near stepped into the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I mean, I see where you're going at, Q. He
Yes,
damn
yes,
near
sir.
stepped. That's why I called him a yes man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
all them
bro.
shows back.
Wiley, I know it's disappointing to
Wiley,
hear,
but
but
you know,
goddamn it, you got to get your head out your ass, Wiley. You got to.
Whoa. Come on.
I mean, you got to read the tea leaves, Wiley. You got to read the
Come on now.
motherfucking tea leaves.
Come
But you know what I'm
on.
saying? I think he's in a better situation, but it's
Mm.
almost the same.
Mm-hmm. Same situation
Or
you just walked into that
he
you
didn't
just got
step up
fired
for
from.
himself. Yeah, he
Okay.
didn't step up for himself. If okay, let's just say this. Let's just say he did not want Bryce Young, and
Uh-huh.
Tepper twisted his arm for Bryce, right? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, you doing the same shit as when
Mm-hmm.
Wentz motherfucking left on you, and then Irsay said,
Not,
"Look here, I
not
don't
true.
want no rookie. Go and get Carson Wentz, or go
Not
and go
true.
get this other
That's
motherfucker."
So
that's not
what's
true.
the difference
So
in
that ain't the
picking
same
Bryce
shit,
Young
Wiley.
that was already pre-picked for him and already going out there and get one of them ready-made
Be-
guys that was jumping off a
because,
cliff already?
because of this. One, Bryce Young is at the beginning of his career. All those other guys, when he got them, they were all at the end of their career.
Wiley got care in his heart. Listen to
No,
this shit.
it wasn't no care. I said Bryce Young is at the beginning of his career. All those other guys besides, well, Luck was at the end of his career too because he retired. But all those other guys, they were just a band-aid.
Well,
And the
look,
owner
first
would
of
not
all,
allow him. Go ahead.
he went and got Wentz. That's what he knew. So he
Uh,
was just that's the same goddamn thing as Brady coming in here telling Rule, you know what I'm saying, go get Teddy. That's the
mhm.
same shit, Wiley.
Yes, sir. So Wiley, can you do me a favor? You can
What's
see
that?
you can see the screen right now.
I didn't ever say that. See, Jay's doing that bullshit. See, you said that. I didn't say that.
No. But in a nutshell, what you saying is
I don't want those numbers.
you okay with him having Daniel Jones numbers?
I didn't say that. You said that, and you keep trying to put me on that. I said Baker Mayfield, which was 27 and 10. See, you know what?
27 and 10.
27 10. Yes. 27 touchdowns.
Wiley,
Interceptions.
Wiley, for a man that think about it. If I'm in a situation and I know I just fucked up, I said, damn, I can't afford to fuck up again twice. So what I need to do, I need to make sure I got Goat, because Goat is good at finances. Damn, I need to make sure I have him over here to make sure I don't fuck up finances. Let me get Wiley, because Wiley good with the numbers. I gotta make sure Wiley hit the numbers on point, because if not, all three of us gonna get fired. So what I need to do, damn, I don't understand. I need to go get a senior mind. I need a mind bigger than Goat. I need to go out there and get David Tepper Jr. I need to go get one of them big motherfuckers that have as an insurance policy, the Jim Caldwell. You get what I'm saying? You look around, he go get Josh McCown, he go get Jim Caldwell, he go and get Thomas Brown, he go get four motherfuckers that does seen every offensive play, so that way he can say, I can't afford to get fired this time here. You understand, boss?
Now, I see.
Come
I
on,
think you
man.
got. I think you got this a little twisted. I think
Right?
the fact is he learned from his past. So
Oh, okay.
now he's going. I'm not going to take that to the future. So obviously, I couldn't do it all by myself. So let me bring in some people to give me other perspectives that I didn't take in the first time around. That's all.
So he get a quarterback that was pre-picked for him, and you think
Mm-hmm.
he ain't got no worries? Why
Well,
else
I'm
would
That
you go get
that hold up.
every
But see,
motherfucker?
everybody gonna turn that down back on him anyway because I hope I see a lot of these a lot you see what MDJ just put up there? Do you see what he just put up there? MDJ, I'm telling you, bro, this
but
guy
hold
is
on.
still a rookie. All that shit that
Hold
y'all
on.
talk about Bryce,
See,
he's
MDJ on
still a motherfucking rookie.
MDJ on that
He's still a
bullshit for this
rookie.
reason. Now, see,
Everybody on the
here's the
bullshit,
deal.
Wiley. Everybody on the
No, it ain't
bullshit.
that. No, it ain't that. So look at this. Is Trevor, any good? The guy at
Talking
Jacksonville,
about
the
Trevor
quarterback.
Lawrence.
Yeah, is
Trevor
he any
Lawrence.
good?
But
Is
yeah,
he any
hell
good?
yeah, he good. He's
He
great.
had
Guess
a
what?
fucked up situation.
But
He's great.
no excuses. No excuses, Q.
Okay,
No
well, fuck
excuses.
it. The first year he struggled. So we ain't gonna
Yeah.
blame
Yeah,
that on that punk ass Urban Meyer.
no, because he's the quarterback. He's supposed to be good. He's supposed to be
All
generational
right.
talent. I
Hey,
wouldn't
it
give a
is
shit
what it
about
is.
that.
It is what it is, and
So
he was
he
trash.
did. Well, he didn't get 27 touchdowns. Matter of fact, I
No,
only
he,
think he got 15.
and guess what? He was trash. And your
Hey,
point.
let's flip it. Watch this. Let's go backwards 1 year in Jacksonville when LaVisca got 5 touchdowns
Oh,
that
you
year.
like LaVisca. Boy, I don't
No, no.
understand
And then
one
this
Hey,
Debo
hey,
fucking
Matt.
Samuel.
point.
Now, poor
Man.
man Debo Samuels.
Mr. Mustache himself, Mr. Mustache
Lord.
himself, that little short dude, he had got 27 touchdowns on a messed up situation. That's why they ended up hiring Urban Meyer. And then
Hmm.
Travis, he couldn't get it. He couldn't do it. And I'm a Clemson fan.
Hmm.
So I know the guy's numbers. I'm just saying. And his last year at Clemson, what did Trevor get for number one? I think it was around 25 touchdowns. I'm just saying. In college.
Ooh, that's
But
so
Wiley,
impressive.
where I'm coming at like this right here though, Wiley. Think
Mm-hmm.
about if Trevor would have landed or wouldn't have been no Urban Meyer. Think if
Mm-hmm.
Doug was there from the gate. You
Oh yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think he'd have hit the ground running?
Yeah, they hit the ground running.
That's what we
All
just
I'm
saying.
all I'm
That's all I'm
saying.
saying like that. But he's still a rookie. He still had to go through the rookie lumps. Now going here in this third year, I think he gonna light it the fuck up.
Well, I don't know, man. I think he was a little pessimistic today. A little optimism he needs. He needed some little
Me?
optimism. Little
Pessimistic?
optimism. Yes.
Oh man, come on. Y'all done put a goddamn bow on this new Lamborghini and you driving it all up and down Bank of America Stadium. I don't believe
Up
in
and
this
down Mint
motherfucker yet.
up and
Exactly, up
down
and
Mint
down Mint
Street.
Street. Y'all got to pump the
Oh,
damn brakes because
we gonna go
Frank,
through some motherfucking trial and error around this
he
motherfucker.
ain't solidified like how y'all sitting back with y'all legs crossed, believing in this nigga
Mm-hmm.
already. I'm not doing that
Mm-hmm.
yet, man. He gonna have to show me. D-Boy gonna have to earn my respect this year. I done been through too much bullshit with these motherfuckers now. You gonna have to earn my respect back.
Hey man, we're popping at. We got to get the couch out because you need some counseling. We're popping at.
Ain't no goddamn
Popping at.
counselor. I'm a
We
Panther
need some
fan.
counseling. We need some
I'm used
counseling.
to this shit.
We're popping at. I'm not the counselor. I'm the number guy. Popping is the
They need
counselor.
they we gotta get them W's. Them W's is the healing. That's the
uh,
healing.
That's the
Them
healing. That's the only
W's is
counseling
gonna
I
be
need.
yeah, them W's is the healing. And see, a lot of motherfuckers don't want to admit they hurt though, Wiley. That's
mm,
the shit around here. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to admit they hurt. All this bullshit. All this draft capital we gave up. Can y'all let me talk for just 1 second? Let me have the
mm,
microphone. Do y'all realize, okay, I'm gonna ask both of y'all, so I won't get my numbers misconstrued.
mm,
Now, when we went into the 2023 draft in April, how many picks did we have before we did the moving and all that shit? Before we did all the moving and shaking, how many with the Christian McCaffrey trade and all the other bullshit or what the fuck ever? How
there we
many
go.
picks did we have at our disposal?
Damn, Pop.
Uh, there we go. See, I called up Papa. He can get some counseling for you.
Do y'all remember that? How many picks
Yeah,
do we have at our
I
disposal?
think it was seven.
Cause we had a number one. We had a number one with
Two
a
number
first round
twos.
pick, two number twos, two number threes.
Yeah, that's five.
That's five. We
A
had
fifth and a seventh or something like fifth and a sixth or something like this. It was
something
seven,
like I thought we had 7 or 8 picks. Well, seven, I think
seven,
it was.
seven. Yeah,
Seven.
seven.
Okay. We come out the draft with 5
Mm-hmm.
draftees. I'm gonna call them 5
Mm-hmm.
draftees. Okay. Out of them 5, let me break it down for you. You have a
Uh-oh.
190 pound, 5'9", 190 pound quarterback.
Terror.
Okay. Number 39 overall, you have right now on our depth chart is the 5th or 4th on the depth chart receiver.
Yep.
The 4th or 5th option, y'all.
Yep.
Then you have a so-called defensive end, a 25-year-old defensive end,
Oh,
who we don't know what the hell he is.
that's Q's face right there.
It don't matter. It don't matter. We don't know what the hell he is. He ain't been no impact player nowhere.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Then the next man up is Chandler Savala, who they saying now K. Mays is gonna take over for Corbett.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore K might shit. And then they saying, okay, if we need some swing, Cam Irvin and the other nigga. Um, what my boy?
McCray.
No, I don't think it was McCray. It was but it could have been McCray. But anyway, he's the 4th or the 5th right now on
Yeah.
the depth chart. Interior lineman. It's the
Mm-hmm.
other dude that can play center and guard. But a 5th round pick, Jamie Robinson,
Yep.
is the only man that's probably gonna get some run.
No. I don't think so.
I'm telling you, because see where we can say if we have injury, the defensive
Yeah,
backfield.
yeah, but we got a whole lot more people ahead of him.
But they ain't shit.
Mm-mm.
C.J. Henderson.
No.
Wait.
He's
No.
a
Wait.
safety. He's a safety.
I'm telling you, but he's played corner before. He's played some other shit, and he can play some nickel, and he can play some variations.
Okay. All right. We're gonna do this. All right.
Hold up, y'all. My damn headset. Hold up. I gotta go back out.
I have been summoned.
Yes, Papa. Get him, Papa. Get him a little. Hey,
Okay.
he
All right.
needs some counseling.
What exactly are we discussing? Are we talking about the head coach? Or are we talking about our franchise quarterback? Which one y'all want to start with?
You can start with the head coach. Go on, get on his
yeah, go
ass.
ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Frank Wright will be the best head coach in Carolina Panthers history.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Go ahead, Papa. He needs some counseling.
Yeah, I
He
said
needs some
that.
counseling.
I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? Everybody but hurt. So he got to come in here. He got to prove it. And I believe, like that excuse that was made, he went and got so-and-so to help him. And he went over here and got so-and-so to help him. He did that because he's smart. He ain't no dummy. Like the asshole from Nebraska. He ain't out here trying to do him by himself. He went and got some more wisdom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's many ways to slay a dragon. This time he brought him some soldiers. Some competent soldiers. So how are we going to be mad at that? This man is not going to war with his arms tied behind his back. Y'all got to get off that shit.
You got to get out that shit.
Whoever crying and complaining about Frank Wright
It's cute. You know it's cute.
His coaching staff and his upper
It's
station
cute.
that he pulled in here.
Don't
Y'all
worry
Ain't
gotta
about
nobody
that.
cut it
but
out.
you.
We
I
about to get
understand.
popping the fuck up out of here. That's what we about
You
to do.
gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta
we
do
about
what
to,
you
we about
gotta
to
do,
get you the
sir.
fuck up out of here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna be long. I got 30 minutes to do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna come back and tear y'all ass up again. Number two, y'all gonna leave my franchise quarterback alone. Because I'm gonna throw another
What?
person out here. Doug Flutie. He was 5'10
Uh-oh.
and 181 pounds. He played in the league for 20 years.
Ain't nobody brought up that little
Hold
motherfucker,
on,
man.
hold on. He was a beast. You telling me that we can't get this guy right here to come out here with a good offensive line and do some damage? We can't win? Y'all gotta be tripping. Y'all like this ain't been the first person that's ever weighed his weight and played in the NFL. He's
The
actually
goat,
bigger
hey,
than Doug Flutie.
hey, the goat himself, the actual goat, Montana, was 6'1", 185 pounds.
Y'all keep bringing up Montana. Montana was probably bigger than that.
No, he wasn't. No, he
Wiley.
Hey,
wasn't.
you Google it. That's
Montana was
what it
bigger than
says.
that.
Pull it,
Played
look it
bigger
up.
than that.
Pull it up, Q.
Montana
Pull
was
it up,
just
Q.
slim. He was just slim.
Pull it up, Q.
Montana played bigger than that.
He was, but that's how big he
And so,
How do
was.
y'all?
and
How
so,
do y'all
okay, so y'all telling me,
keep got to
Bryce,
compare
uh, 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 uh.
Bryce Young to other
But that's what y'all
motherfuckers?
doing. Y'all comparing. You telling me because you're saying that he's small in weight, but we telling y'all examples of people who played at
But see,
his weight.
I'm
I gave you an exact person that's basically the same size who balled out.
now you know Pop. You know what I say? I say his durability. I said his weight and height is a thing because of his durability.
Go,
All of us just watched that quarterbacks on Netflix, and you
go,
seen them licks. You seen them
go,
licks, Pop.
go.
Go.
When did Doug Flutie play?
Yep. When did Montana play? I think it was a little rougher
I'm
back
not even
then.
talking about Joe Montana. Because Joe Montana, it got him by 3 inches in height. When did Doug Flutie play? He's 5'10", 181 pounds. You think the
Same
boys
time
weren't
frame.
hitting when Doug Flutie was playing?
Same time frame.
This is before the Brady rule.
Yeah.
Them niggas knocking people's heads off. And so now we saying we got a high caliber quarterback who can win with a good offensive line and a good coaching staff. Now he ain't
But I'm
gonna be able to
scared.
withstand.
I'm
With
scared.
Doug Flutie more of a man than him.
Uh-oh.
Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta start believing and get behind it.
Uh-oh.
We gonna get behind you in a minute if you don't cut that
Hey,
shit out.
Paul. Hey, hey,
Push you right out the
Pause.
damn door.
Pause.
oh
Pause.
yeah, y'all
Pause.
please don't get behind me. Nah, I'm good.
Man,
Pause.
I'm all right. I'm
got
good.
to be
Pause.
a nigga over here.
So
Oh,
what y'all
man.
got to say about Doug Flutie comparison to Bryce Young?
What the fuck Doug Flutie did in the league? What the fuck Doug Flutie did?
See,
That's
see,
what I'm
Nobody
see,
saying.
stunting no damn
see,
Doug
Pop, hey,
Flutie.
Pop,
Nobody studying
Pop.
no damn Doug Flutie. Doug
See,
Flutie ain't bring no fear to no damn
Okay, y'all
body.
now
eh,
y'all find any excuse now to shut it down.
now,
Fuck
Poppin',
Doug Flutie.
the only thing I'm saying, Poppin', is this regarding Doug
Bullshit.
Flutie and him is that Doug didn't start enough games to have the durability issue they talking about. But what I'm saying is with Young being, forget the height, I'm talking about the weight. They're around the same weight. And Young, excuse me, not Young, Montana played, when he played, they actually was Theismann, that play they always show with Theismann got his leg broke, but
Lawrence Taylor. Yeah.
he was playing during that time. It was 10 quarterbacks up. And he played for, I think it was 11 seasons. He got injured like year 9 or year 10. And that's when it was on to Steve Young. But I'm just saying is, he played, he was durable, and he's a Hall of Famer. That's why I
Yeah,
chose him.
I'm just saying anything can happen. What I said was the durability. That's what I said earlier. I
But
said
there's
I hope
no,
the boy can make it through 5 years. By the time shit happen to us, so we can make that chip. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep
yeah,
telling y'all it's gonna take 3 years to get
yeah,
shit together around this month.
Hey, but it can. Hey, look, durability. It just depends on the person.
mm-hmm,
You can't use it because anybody can go out there and get cracked one time and it's over with. So I mean, it's
oh,
like it's just one of those answers that's just like, well, you can use it for anything. I don't know if
yep.
this
But
pencil
but
gonna work.
but
I
wouldn't
don't
it
know
be
if I
more
can buy
apt
this
though,
pencil.
Pop?
Hold on, go.
Wouldn't it be more apt
I
for
don't know if I can.
5'9", 190 pounds?
Now
But
you made him
it's
shorter.
been done
Now you
before
made him
though.
shorter.
It's been done. He's not even a look. If you for real, the Oracle. if you really go and do your research, he's not the shortest quarterback ever played in the NFL. Period.
No, he ain't.
He's not.
He ain't. I know.
But see, I don't want to come up here and do that. You know what I'm saying? That's for other people to go do their research. He's not the shortest quarterback.
No, he's not.
He's not. There's somebody that played at 5'8".
I'm just, you know what the issue is, Pop? All this concern about weight, there's no evidence to show this concern that they have. There's no evidence that you're this size, you got injured more at quarterback versus a guy that's 6'5", about 270. It doesn't correlate. And just because you get a number don't mean that's causation.
Man, Wiley, I've never seen you before in my life. What's your walk around weight, Wiley?
I'm 5'9", 100 and I'm about 200, 220 now. No, 220. Yeah, about 220 now. Shit, I need losing weight.
But still, okay, at 220.
Mm-hmm.
When 330 push against you, can you feel it?
Oh, you can feel it.
Is that different?
Oh, there's a difference, but when
6'5", 330 push against you, can you feel it? That's all I'm saying. Cause I thought like what's that equation? Mass equal this and that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. So
yeah, but there's no numbers.
When one piece of mass hit another piece of mass, but a bigger piece of mass hit that smaller piece of mass, that smaller piece of mass gonna feel it. I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, Pop, but I don't hear you.
But Goat, he's been hit before.
Yeah,
I understand that. But he's been hit by, it's a difference between, okay, y'all was hooping and hollering the other day when y'all thought y'all seen him. Look at him in that shirt. Y'all thought y'all seen him with some NFL muscle on him now. He's been in Alabama playing for 3 years and they couldn't get him to 190. Now y'all saying he been in the NFL for 2 motherfucking weeks and they don't put weight on him, right? But that's what they do in the NFL now. It's a difference from strength programming in Alabama and strength programming in the NFL.
Thank you.
When them boys hit you in the NFL, because we just said the other day, the best of the best of the best is in the NFL.
Right.
That's not the SEC. That's not the SEC. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers keep talking about. Oh, the SEC, this still the NFL. That's the best in each position that you can possibly get at each position.
But is it Alabama job to get him bigger, stronger, and faster, or for him to learn that playbook and go out there and execute because they're trying to win a championship?
Both.
There you go.
Both.
No, it ain't.
Both.
They don't give a damn about that shit. You do that shit on your own. They'll do a little bit with you. But now that you ain't got to study no books, you ain't got to be in no class no certain time. You come to the NFL, your only job is to focus on football. Breathe, smell, fart, and shit that motherfucker.
But they got strength and conditioning.
You gotta get him time.
They got strength and conditioning in Alabama, Pop. What I'm saying is what you just said, what Pop just said right there, he just said it's true. Now in the NFL, that's your job. They semi-pro at Alabama, but that's your job. Only job you got to do. If I'm a defensive line, offensive line, I come in at 6 something in the morning. I go eat. I lift. Then I go into the motherfucking the linebacker room or whatever position room I'm in, and I go watch film and shit. We have a team meeting. Then I go eat again. I go lift. Then we probably go out to the field and shit for about. They can only do 4 or 5 hours, so many reps or whatever. Then they probably lift again. Then they go home.
Yeah, I understand everything you said, Go, but you didn't hear what I just said. There's no information anywhere to say what you're saying is factual. It's just a concern that you have, which is fine. You have a concern. I'm just saying there's no evidence.
I'm just telling you this right here.
You feel a certain way.
NFL is grown man business when you step in them trenches. In them trenches, them ain't no boys no more.
I know that.
On that defensive line.
Oh, grown man.
You got grown men. He got grown man money too. So if he can handle that, he better be able to handle these hits.
No
or be
grown men.
prepared for it.
No
'Cause that's
grown
what he
men.
signed up for. But
Yeah.
look, we can't keep putting this negativity out here because guess what?
But
The ops are gonna run with it. They gonna run with it. Like even y'all scared about y'all quarterback.
yeah, but here's the deal, go. Watch this. And this is the piece I can understand where y'all keep having these shows about getting rid of Matt Corral. If you have all this concern, then wouldn't you want to have a good backup quarterback?
Man, fuck Matt Corral. I'm saying this
See,
right here.
see,
Man,
look
I
at
don't give
this.
a
See, Wally
shit
messed
damn
Look
about
at
up.
Matt.
this.
Wiley,
Look
Wally
at
do
messed
this.
you
up.
want to sit there,
I didn't
Wiley,
mess
and
up.
have Matt Corral for the motherfucking rest of the... that's just
You
as
gotta have
bad
a
as
good.
any damn thing we just said. You put Matt
You gotta have
Corral
a
up
good
there now.
backup. You gotta no. What I'm trying to
Man,
say
come
is
on.
you gotta
Hey,
have a
look,
good backup.
Wally. See, you just pour extra sugar on what they just said, cause you just
Extra
automatically.
sugar.
Hold on, Wally. You're without saying it. You're saying it. You're saying like, damn, if he don't cut it, you got a good backup. You don't want to think like
You
that.
don't even know.
I'm not.
You don't
No.
even know anything
Whoa.
about this
Whoa. No.
motherfucker.
No. 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 No.
That's what
No.
it
What I'm
sounds
saying.
like.
No. 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 Every good team need to have a good backup quarterback.
I
Only
don't
an
care about
idiot.
no backup right now.
Yeah, but only an idiot will go out there and not. Okay, then you don't need backups. You only need starters. Why have
I'm
an
saying,
extra? No, no.
Wally.
Why you
I'm
have extra backups or anywhere? You only
no,
need starters.
Wally. We are not in a position to really be talking about backups because we done moved up to go get this guy.
Okay.
We done spent
There's no
out now.
space. There's no space in this atmosphere to talk about backups. It's all about Bryce Young and Bryce Young only.
I know, but what I'm saying is that is just me. Just my perspective. My perspective is this: you don't go into a gunfight with one gun. You have backup.
Shut up.
Boy, that Cody Lack can hear Matt Corral, boy, when y'all said that
No,
shit.
he did.
Woo!
He love
We
Cody.
call
Somebody
He
say,
love
Hold
Matt
on,
now.
Cody.
we
soon as you
call
say,
Cody out of the
soon as you
blue.
say,
Golly,
motherfucker.
what?
Yeah, soon as you say Matt Corral, here he
Ears
come.
popped up.
Here he come.
God,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
here
somebody
he
say
come.
Corral? Did somebody say
Here he
Matt
come.
Corral?
Hold up, Cody.
golly.
Because I got to go in about 15
Damn,
minutes. I
Cody.
will be back, but
We ain't opening up. We ain't opening it up yet, Pop. We ain't opening it up yet.
Okay.
Oh, that Cody.
Well,
That
hey,
Cody
look,
is
hey,
something.
if you just want to let Cody on, that's cool with me.
Oh, that's pretty good, man. That was pretty good. That was. Oh man, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Boy,
see that
that
coming.
damn Cody boy. That's my boy. That's
He
my
can
boy.
smell Matt Corral from a
He can
mile away.
smell Matt Corral. Good God, man.
Golly.
Damn.
Oh man, that's messed up. I
Hey,
didn't mean to
look,
do that. Go ahead.
we got a couple more weeks. Couple more weeks. We gonna go down there and see them boys in action. We got a couple more weeks, and we gonna have
No, couple more days, Pop. Couple more days.
a couple more days. But
Next,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
we got a
next
couple
week
more.
this time we'll be sitting down there.
We got a couple more weeks when we actually see what they're gonna do. But we're gonna be able to tell y'all a lot from what we're seeing from this practice. We're gonna have eye contact on how big and how small he is. So I can't
Oh,
wait.
pause.
Pause.
I
Yeah.
don't.
So I can't wait to get down here to do my own analyst and inspection of what we are presenting this year. You know,
Yep.
so y'all just get ready. You know, snap your seatbelts in real tight because it's gonna be a crazy ride. It's gonna be a
Oh yeah.
crazy ride, and I hope we
Oh,
come back with less doubt. I really do because
me
we
too.
need it. This organization needed. The fans needed. The people needed. We need it. We need some type of encouragement.
Yeah.
Well,
Look
well,
at
well,
that.
Pop, I don't come to the realization. He here. I ain't nothing I can do about it. He here.
That's right.
I'm looking at the offensive scheme that we could run and this and that we supposed to be able to do with him. And I'm telling people, it's gonna be a matchup nightmare if these receivers get their game together. And we was right, Pop. We was looking at Indianapolis back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Caldwell, Frank, me and
How they
Wiley
look,
was talking
Pop?
about
How they
that.
look?
We were looking at that, Pop. We remember we were looking at Edwin James and all that. I told you that's the offense right there, Pop. Remember I told you that yesterday.
If that's the offense, that shit's crazy. If that's
A
the
lot of
Yeah.
a lot of
offense,
misdirection, a lot of
what's your
matchup
name going?
nightmares.
Sanders is gonna eat.
Yeah.
You
I'm
you
telling you right now.
presume you presume that he's gonna eat.
If that's the offense, He gonna eat.
There's always one in the room. Can't let us be happy. There's always one.
No, you motherfucking right, Wally. I wasn't happy last year. I don't give a
I
fuck
wouldn't
if you
either.
ain't happy. I ain't happy. I wasn't happy.
Hey man,
Nobody
it's
was
all
happy
good.
last year.
Nah, I
Yeah,
wasn't happy
nobody
Nobody.
happy.
last year. Man,
Shit,
so you
it
know
was a
what?
nightmare.
I ordered the first time in about what? It's been 4 years. Yeah, it's been 4 years. I actually ordered some Panther gear. Now think about that. It's been 4 years, and I finally ordered some Panthers gear.
I'm with
That
you.
is ridiculous.
I'm with you on the same way.
Come on, man. Let me have a little hope, man. Just a little
Huh?
bit.
Okay. Hope is for suckers. Just in case you didn't know it.
Here we
Okay,
go.
well,
I'm
Here
trying to
we
be
go.
nice, but hope
Here we
is for
go.
suckers.
Here we
So
go. Here we go.
I don't know what better way to tell you. I hope these motherfuckers get out here and win some games this year. I hope Thomas Brown be worth a fuck this year. I hope that Jim Caldwell can have his imprint and thumbprint on this offense. I hope McCown be worth a fuck as a quarterbacks coach.
hmm.
Yep.
I hope Bryce Young get his ass out there and pass that damn route like they say he won't. I hope that shit happens. I'm a
I
man
think.
out of luck, Wiley.
I think, and you know, when we
Damn,
when we go when we go
that's
on
a
a
lot of hoping.
when we go on a
Mm.
when we go on a tear talking shit to these other uh uh organizations, we bring out some great points. We talk about who we got in the office, why they're in the
hmm
office, their background, what they have accomplished in the NFL. That's what give me hope because
Yep.
it's like there's no way in hell you bring a staff like this put together and they can't put together a good project.
Well,
I
well,
just
but
I,
see, right now though, Pop, it ain't nobody but brothers on the phone on the line right now. Ain't no
Mhm.
third cousins. Ain't no third cousin Red Swarm. Ain't no this and that. So we talking family right now. We talking in
Yeah.
the family right now. We
right,
talking in the family. So we talking like you just said. I hope these motherfuckers get their shit together. Cause we talking family business right now. You know what I'm
right,
saying? We ain't holding no punches back right now. To say,
No,
because ain't nobody in the house but us right now.
right.
So
that's true.
we we talking that real shit right now.
Yeah, y'all
What these
better glad I
motherfuckers
ain't
better do.
drinking because I really
Because
say some wild shit.
Them
yeah,
boy done
because
took the optimism right up out of my ass, man. No lie.
yeah,
I
because
was
in it
the most optimistic son of a bitch, and y'all took the shit. So I'm reserving the right now.
now
Don't
come
give a fuck
next
how
week.
y'all feel about it.
Hey,
Come next week now. Come next week. Whether y'all ready or not, it's here.
Yeah,
there
It's
we
it
here.
go.
will be. It will be
Here we
soon.
go. There we go.
It's here. We getting
It
ready
will
to
be.
get all these other motherfuckers that they say, oh, they got this nigga here on waivers and this nigga here, and we dropped this nigga and we got this wide receiver and we gonna check out this guy. Okay, they 70 some motherfuckers supposed to be going to camp or something like that. They getting ready to whittle their ass off. Then it's gonna be down to 53. And then it's gonna be game time. So
I
all
thought they'd
this,
taken 90 to camp.
I don't know how many they're gonna take, but there ain't but 53 coming out. I know
hmm
that. I know that
hmm
damn much. So whatever the fuck they getting ready to do, it's getting ready to be game time to start doing it. So
It's time. It's
somebody
time.
better be ready. It's time
Oh,
now.
it's
All
time.
the draft is over with, free
Yep.
agency over with,
Yep.
all that other bullshit is over with.
Oh
It's
yeah.
about to be. It's time now. It's time.
It's time. Yep. Yep. Hey, it's like this, go. Hey, it's like when you're in the military, right? And we sit here, we make our plan, right? We all know our plan don't survive first contact. Anybody ever been in the military know that it don't survive first contact. But the point about a plan is you have courses of actions that can back up your original plan. So if this
Mhm.
don't work, you got other courses of actions you can go
Yeah,
to. That's the
yeah.
point of having a diverse staff with all that experience. So that way they can say, when this situation happened, this is the courses of actions I went through in the past. So that way it could predict future performance. So I'm just saying experience matter, coaches matter. We can do this. Just me. But Q, go ahead.
You said coaching matter?
Yeah, it matters.
You better bet your sweet ass he get out here and coach a goddamn game. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm so sick of these motherfucker named Frank Wright, and I'm so sick of Thomas Brown over here putting their dick on the table trying to decide who going to measure out long enough to be calling the damn plays. I don't got time for that bullshit.
And I ain't put no nigga. He done told you that he
I'm
calling
the
the
man.
motherfucker play. At least he
Yeah.
done told
That
him
what
that.
he say.
Got
That what he
that.
say.
He done said that.
Yeah.
Come on,
He
man.
cleared that up.
Come on,
He
man.
cleared
I don't
that
believe
up.
I don't believe shit to come out of his crooked ass mouth. After that Bryce Young shit.
He said
After that Bryce Young shit, where he went along with that boy. I don't believe
Oh, there
shit to
we
come
go.
out of Frank Wright mouth.
There we go.
I know he said that.
Yeah, look at that.
I
That's
know a
that AR.
fucking liar. I know a fucking liar when I see one.
That's that
You ain't got-
AR-15
He
bullshit.
said, I'm
You
calling
can
the
kiss
plays.
my AR ass, Wiley.
He said that. He didn't say shit else. He said he was calling the plays.
Wounded.
I'm tired of this shit. Tired of this shit.
Hey, it's all good, Doc. That's why we here for you. That's why we brought Papa in. Papa here to make sure he give you accounts. You act right for a good while with Papa talk. I should have stopped. I should have shut up because Papa had you under control. See? That's why we brought Papa in.
I mean, at the end of the day, they got a right to get their frustration off. But
That's true, Papa.
but at the end of the day, I mean, they know they can feel it. I can feel it. It's a fresher breath of air right now. They air. Everybody can feel this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that gas. That ain't nothing but gas. Stop that shit. Stop that shit, man.
That's gas.
Your ass
Yeah,
need to,
that's
you,
pretty
need, you
good.
over here got gas, man.
Gas
might
when I
be
had that
right.
ice cream.
You might be right. That
You
might
done
be
mistook
gas.
that shit for a breath of fresh air. Get out of here with that shit, Pop.
That might be gas. You might got it.
Oh man, come on. That's some more bullshit.
Shit might be smoking berries.
Uh,
I don't
It
believe
You
is.
might
that,
got
man.
a good damn point. That might just be gas.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
that shit. It'd be
It
some
might
fire.
be
It'd be
some.
some fired asses then.
It
Yep.
might be something
And then we
stinking
can
in
go
there.
back and complain some more.
yep, there we go.
Man, shout out to Panther Pickle Pickle. I have yet to get your prize out there for you. My bad, brother. I'm moving behind a little bit. I'm moving behind, brother. I'm moving behind. I'll get it out to you by the end of this week. But
Hey,
one thing I also want to dabble on was I saw who was it? Was it Jay Issue? Jay Issue put it in the comments earlier. Um, that he was a little bit worried about the potential of DJ Johnson. He was worried that does he? I think the question that he posed in the chat earlier: does DJ Johnson have Greg Hardy potential? And y'all know Greg Hardy was an all-pro sack getter. He was a run stopper. Took him 4 years to do it. He matured into it, but it took him 4 years to do it.
yeah, but he has
So,
that potential though. I ain't gonna say here front. I ain't saying front. So I like messing with you because that's your guy, but I ain't gonna say here in front like he don't have the potential to do. We just got to see it come to fruition. But the bottom line front, when he get in the game, he better stop the run. And if he can't do nothing this year, he can stop the run. He can stop the run. He can set the edge, and as long as he's a quick learner, he'll be fine.
J.S., you asked the question earlier in the chat how you wanted it to be posed. Now all of a sudden, that's what we're doing. Jeff R, have you not been? We put it in the community, brother. We're doing a meet and greet and a tailgate this year, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna want to miss it. I promise you that.
Carolina against them damn cowgirls.
Oh Lord.
I can't stand
the Carolina Panthers against the Cowboy Weekend. It's
Cowgirls. Cowgirls.
Wiley, make sure you put the girls in there.
I can't stand them.
Sound like a little hostility, Wiley.
I can't stand them. Hey, see, y'all guys don't remember that first game playoff game we played though, guys.
Wiley,
when
we know
Jerry
you
Jones,
stuck in 1922 or 1945.
Watch this. Jerry Jones came in. He said that I didn't know that the Carolinas had a football team. I didn't know the Carolinas had a state. Then he came in and got his ass tore up. with those Hall of Famers he had on that team. So I'm just saying, I don't take well to people disrespecting me. So I don't think it's good that everybody else will take that
Mm,
laying down. Just me.
mm, mm.
Maybe it's a South Carolina thing. I don't know.
I don't know. You got to tell me. I don't
And,
know.
and, and MTJ, I asked that question, and Q gave me that bullshit. Q said that DJ Johnson was going to be just as good as Greg Hardy. And I
Uh
did,
oh.
and I do not. But and right now, I don't believe him. I didn't believe him when he said it, and I don't believe him now because DJ Johnson will not be as good as the Kraken. It took the
Oh.
Kraken 4 years, and look at who he was going against in practice.
Mm.
DJ Johnson will not be the Kraken. Not
Uh oh.
today,
See.
not tomorrow, not
Uh
next
oh.
week, not
Uh
next
oh.
year.
Uh oh. I don't know about that, go. I think DJ
Won't
has
happen.
the ability. I think he has the ability, bro. Kraken only had what he had 2 good years. 2 good.
He had one good year.
Well, he had that one.
No,
Then he had.
no,
He
no,
had
Then he had
one year
one.
no.
with us, and then he
He had
had a
two
partial year with Dallas.
with
No,
Dallas.
didn't he
And
had
listen,
14,
if
but
the
I thought he
Kraken,
had like
if the Kraken,
8 or 9 in
if
one
the
year.
Kraken would have never, if the Kraken would have never threw that white girl on that motherfucking bed with them guns, you don't know what he could have been.
That's true. That's true.
That is funny.
That's true.
That is funny.
He should have let her go with Nelly. He should have let
You
Nelly have that girl.
damn right, damn right. You
Yo,
damn right.
did I hear that right? Did somebody just say that DJ Johnson gonna be the next Greg Hardy?
That's what
That's
they
what they
said.
said.
No,
Why?
no, no,
That's
no,
what they
no,
said.
no. Great.
There we go.
No, no. He gonna be. No, he's gonna be better. He's gonna
He
be
gonna
better
Oh,
than Greg
he
Hardy.
gonna be
Greg,
better than
Greg,
Greg Hardy?
Greg, Greg
Let
Shout
me
Hardy.
out
ask
to
you a question.
Pickle.
Pick,
I
Wait,
think
wait,
Pickle
wait,
Greg
wait.
head wide
Hardy.
open.
Shout out to
No,
Pickle.
Greg
Yo,
Hardy was
Pickle.
on the way, but he let
pickle,
that nookie get in his way.
Ah,
And
He did.
pickle,
he let that
But
nookie get in
but
his way.
hey,
pickle.
Pickle. Who
Did you
has
get
the
out
most
work and
sacks?
drink some of that
Who
Tennessee
got the
moonshine today? That's what you
there
wh-
you
did.
go.
Pickle? Who got
Yeah.
the most sacks in a single year in the NFL with Carolina Panthers?
Uh. Hell, I knew that before you asked me.
I tell you what, he's tied with Greg Hardy. Don't put DJ that big of shoes on DJ.
Whoa,
Don't
whoa,
put
whoa!
that big of shoes.
Now, wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. Do you know when Greg Hardy had his sacks?
Yeah, with Charles Johnson.
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching with you.
But was Greg Hardy his rookie year, or was it his second or third year?
It was his third
No,
year.
it was his
Exactly.
fourth year.
So Greg Hardy had to develop, right?
Okay,
Greg
so
Hardy
you
had to
saying
develop, right?
in
So
3 years?
and 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 so let's be patient. Let's not judge DJ Johnson before that season starts. You let that
I,
man learn a little bit. You got to
I
remember,
feel you, Pickle, but
you
15
know.
sacks is a lot for you to say this young man gonna get. Don't get me wrong. I
Well,
hope he does.
yeah, and
I
I
pray
understand
he
that,
does. But
but
man, Greg Hardy was a
yeah,
monster.
yeah. But let's remember though, Greg Hardy lined up at defensive end, and that's it. DJ Johnson going to play outside linebacker,
That's a good
No,
point.
no, no,
and
no.
and
They
and and
drafted him for a defensive end, pickle. They drafted him as defensive
Yeah,
end.
but he
That
gonna
man
play
is
out.
gonna
He
lead
Let-
gonna
the
play
NFL
outside
yeah,
in
linebacker though,
rushing
Bo.
yeah.
yards
But he's
and
going to
Look, he's
in
gonna be
this
outside
defense. He'll play
linebacker.
outside
I don't, I
linebacker.
don't, I don't, I don't think he's athletic enough to play outside linebacker. To be
Well,
honest
in a
with you,
He
Yeah,
three
got no
four,
choice,
in a
dog.
3-4, he
he's
is.
6'5", two
If
hundred
they
and 55 pounds. He is
if
athletic enough.
yeah,
Okay,
if he
all
was
right.
lined up, if he was lined up as like your traditional 4-3 outside linebacker, he may not be able to hand that way. But since we're playing in this 3-4, the outside linebackers is pretty much your defensive ends.
Facts. They got to be the same size,
Yep,
but faster.
yep.
So go. He has to play outside linebacker. Are you gonna put him on the line with John, your boy from Denver? You gonna put him with
now go
Williams?
back,
You gonna put him with
go
Williams and
back.
Dan Brown?
Now y'all keep hollering. Now y'all have to go back to listen to what Evero said. He said, and I will quote, not verbatim, but I will quote that the 3-4 is just our base. That we will not be in it a lot or all the time. That's just our base defense.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
Right.
Go. So let me
ultimate.
rebuttal that for you, Go. What he's saying is 60 to 70% of the time, our base formation is gonna be 3-4. So 60 to
I don't think
70%.
so, Mike.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so.
You think it'd be less than that?
I don't think so. I don't think
It
so.
better
I
not
think
be.
it's
I,
gonna be less.
It better not
I
be.
think
It's
we'll
gonna be
play
less
a
than that.
lot of
So
dime and nickel,
we got,
quite a
yeah,
bit of dime and nickel.
yeah. It's gonna be,
I think
yeah, it's gonna be big
when they go
time.
in the
And it's gonna be big time, and
yeah,
then with all this beef we got,
yeah,
you might see us in more
yeah,
4-3 than you
and
see 3-4.
when they go into the big nickel or the big dime or where they use that, that's when they're going to bring Chin in and play him at linebacker, and that's going to either, and I'm still not for certain how they're going to do that, because they're going to have to play either Louisville outside, or I mean you can't have three inside line. I guess you could if you truly wanted to, but you got three inside linebackers. You can't really put them up in the big nickel like that, so somebody got to line up on the other side. But anyway,
It's
But but
gonna, it's gonna be
the,
3-5-3. Single high safety. Watch. That's
yeah,
gonna be our bread
and
and
there you
butter.
go.
well,
There you go,
yeah,
Mike.
if the only safety they put back there is Bell, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Me
me
too.
too.
And that's
Me
what I think
too.
it's
But see,
gonna be.
he's
Yeah,
done that before because he's done
Yeah,
yeah,
it
you put
before.
him at single
yeah,
high.
he
You
sure
got
has.
Jay
Hmm.
Cone
Yep.
and Dante Jackson. You bring up Chin or Xavier Woods because Xavier Woods is really good at stopping the run too. So you bring
Well,
one of them boys
now,
up.
now y'all remember what Emerald said? He said and I may not have this quoted right, to get the ability to rush the passer, you have to be in your gap and stop the run. So
Hello.
Right.
if you can't stop that run, your ass ain't going in there and rush that passer.
And that's why I really feel it's going to be single high 3-5-3 because every gap is filled. You give Brian Burns and DJ Johnson the field to do whatever on the edges. You got Shaq Thompson, you got Frankie Louisville, and in the middle you got Xavier Woods and Jeremy Chin running
Yep.
spy. If you put up that defense lineup, I say welcome to the playoffs. I'm not putting too much pressure on Bryce. That form
So
of defense, healthy, is one of the most dangerous defense in the NFC.
so Mike, you basically saying we're gonna pull a card out of Phil's notebook and run a 3-3-5 again.
No, not 3-3-5. 3-5-3. As in, it's gonna be five linebackers, three in the
Five
backfield,
linebackers.
five linebackers, three on the defensive tackle, three defensive tackles, five
So
linebackers,
so
two
you gonna
corners, and
consider
one safety.
Chin you would consider
Oh,
the Chin like a linebacker instead of a safety.
Well,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be what you said, Mike, but I think it's gonna be more safety than linebacker.
I think we're gonna
Uh,
have extra safety,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, you're gonna have that to safety. Cause that's why you think we got those safeties.
Well,
We'll have. Go ahead.
they outright called Jeremy Chin their dime linebacker. That's what
yeah,
they quote.
that's what they
That's
said,
they called
and
him
I
their dime
understand that
linebacker.
too.
They didn't say
That's
a
what
dime safety. They said a dime linebacker.
I'm
Yeah, but
telling you.
even if they did that, say they moved Louisville to the outside, right? Moved
Yeah,
Louisville to the
yeah,
outside. You put
yeah,
Chin and Shaq in the middle. That's
yeah.
fine, but they're gonna have two safeties out there. But one of the safeties is gonna be coming up closer to the line, playing more of a nickel. I mean, yeah, he's
Don't
gonna be
edit
close
my
to the line.
shit.
Hmm?
Don't edit my shit, Riley. I gave you the women formula, and you want to confuse the public and change it up and switch it up.
Hey man, he
I'm
can't
Don't
telling.
help it.
change. Don't
He
change the
can't help.
formula because I'm hoping Carolina's listening right
When,
now and I'll be like,
There you
yo,
go.
that's a good ass fucking idea.
We ain't got that many good linebackers, no doubt. It's gonna be safeties. So go ahead.
when you old like me and Wally, changing things just comes natural, y'all.
There you go,
That's just how
Pickle.
that
Tell him,
should
tell him,
go.
Pickle. Tell him,
Okay,
We
but
Pickle.
just
let me
it's
tell you
natural
something.
come and change it.
All right, but let
Yeah.
me tell you something. With the
Uh,
defense formation I gave you, I promise you the only threat on our schedule offensively will only be the Miami Dolphins.
that's
They
what
will
I'm
be
saying.
the only one with the speed and the talent that can give
Uh-huh.
us a run for our money.
That's
Everybody
it.
else will have hell trying to deal with that lineup
You right.
because they
You
don't
right.
have enough talent.
Yep.
Like I'm not scared of Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins against that defensive lineup. I'm not
Me either.
scared of it. The only one I'm worried about, and I heard y'all say this earlier, y'all really hype for the Cowboy game. Stop it. I love my team. from the core of my heart, I love Carolina more than anybody probably can describe in words. But that game, we will lose. Don't get hyped for that game. Cowboys have nothing but a straight path to the Super Bowl in the NFC. And anybody that knows football and look at how it's built, Philly losing 6 starters, their coordinator, they're going to have growing pains. Who else in the NFC is going to take the Cowboys down?
Come on now.
Uh, Look,
Mike,
I understand how you feel, Wiley, but
Mike,
let
Mike. Here's the deal, Mike. So even today, right?
uh-huh.
Their best offensive lineman is holding out.
You don't think they're gonna pay that man? They
They
gonna pay
may
that man.
or they may do what they did in the past. Remember, past performance equals what? Future outcomes. They've done this in the past, and they
Okay.
held out that guy. And then what happened
Wiley,
to their season? What happened? Hold on. What happened to their seasons each time? And let's look at this. You're talking about the Cowboys. The Cowboys haven't won anything since the last time we put them out. No, they won 2 playoff games since we put them out in 96. 97, excuse me, 97. Because 96 they won the Super Bowl, but 97 that year, the Super Bowl year 97, that was the year we beat them in the playoffs.
hey yo, Wiley, did you know all cable channels have the History Channel?
I
All
know.
cable,
Yeah,
Spectrum, all of them got the History
This
Channel.
thing is
Now let me
but
give you an update. Now let me give you an update. All right, let's put this lineup out there. They're going to sign Martin because they invested too much in Dak. If they don't sign Martin, they're going to have to cut Dak Prescott at the end of the year, and they fucking know it. You don't give Zach his money, you got no chance at the Super Bowl.
You
So
must be a
when they
Cowboy
sign
fan.
Zach, once they sign Zach, all of a sudden you looking at the roster. You say, okay, Tony Pollard in the backfield. You got CeeDee Lamb on one side. You got Brandon Cooks on the other side.
Okay.
You got a good run. You got a good offensive line. Now switch to the defense. Tell me what the defense in Dallas is missing.
Mike, nothing, Mike. I
They're
don't
not
trust
missing
them.
anything. I
Mike, they've
I
had
get
better
it.
teams. They had better teams, Mike.
There's better teams in the NFC. Name one.
No, no. What I'm saying is Dallas I'm not worried about what they got on the field. I'm saying I don't trust them because their past performance has showed you that they don't know what to do with it, Mike.
I hear you, Wiley, but the only team that beat them last year was the team that went to the Super Bowl. So, and
Okay.
if that team steps backward and lose 6 starters, and I'm not talking about like just 6 regular fucking starters. I mean, your defensive player that tied for the most interceptions in the whole fucking NFL. I'm talking
Okay.
about your defensive end on the other side that
Okay.
got
All
11
right.
sacks. We're not. That's the people that
hey
Philly
man,
is missing. So how are
Okay.
we gonna put? If it
oh,
wasn't look, if Philly was 100% the same team as last year, I would not be making a single comment on this. I'd be like, Philly's gonna run it back. But I don't. You got more faith in Brock Purdy than you got in the Cowboys? Please tell
Yes.
me that. Really?
Yes. Yes.
How, well, you the history buff. Have you heard of the sophomore drought?
Yeah, I
It's
have. But
very
here's the
famous
deal.
in the
Hey,
NFL.
But
hey,
All quarterbacks go through it.
hold
go
y'all.
ahead. Go ahead.
wait a minute.
Breaking news. Y'all know they sold Washington for 6.5 billion dollars.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh, yo, and you know what? I'm not. You know what? You right, dog. Who's that? Blake the Snake. You are right. If Sam Howell shows up, Washington is a problem offensively. Where Eric
Well,
Bieniemy there,
they got that new owner now. They commanded the dude is head of the group. Josh Harris is speaking right now. They just bought this motherfucker for 6.5 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye,
boy,
Ron. You're gonna get
boy.
fired next year again.
Yeah, Ron gonna get fired.
Look, Eric Bieniemy about to get that job.
We're gonna
I'm gonna
find
tell you
out.
before it happens.
Well, we'll find out if Eric can run an offense without Andy Reid. That's
All right,
not
but
a
check
diss
this
on
out.
that's not a diss on Eric, but this is what we'll find out this year.
That's the truth.
Okay, but let me
That's
put it
just
this
fact
way.
of it. Yeah.
Most of Andy Reid's prospects, they do
Yes.
really, really good. They
Mm-hmm.
normally do. And Eric Bieniemy, technically, I'm gonna say this, and it might not be popular. They have one of the best wide receivers rooms in the NFL.
They do.
I do,
They do. They do.
Yeah.
and with that much talent, I can't see Eric Bieniemy being a sponge of Andy Reid all this years. and actually not be able to make that offense pop. Because when you got two number one receivers and a hell of a slot receiver, shout out to Curtis Samuel. I wish you was still around, but you're not. I feel it.
Uh,
And, you know what I mean?
that,
Like
that that dude got a little bit of Dante Jackson in him.
he do,
Every
he
other,
really
every,
do.
he does. Every other game he gets hurt.
And you know what? And that's the thing about our team. If our defense is healthy, I say deep playoff run, not just a playoff run. I say deep. If our defense is healthy, we can really make a threat. But that means I got to depend on Jace Horn
But
and
yeah,
Dante being
so
healthy.
yeah, I was getting ready to ask you. So what do you think about our corners? Because
Man,
neither one of them are going to stay healthy all year. I like Horn, but on a different group I'm on, they were discussing his Madden ratings earlier today, and I was like, dude, he's not going to get higher till he actually stays healthy a whole year. Because
fact.
he's going on his third year and he can't figure out how to stay healthy yet. And Dante
But
Jackson
they
ain't
were
staying.
they
And
were
the
freak
and
accidents though, Pickle. They were
well,
freak accidents.
I understand that, but accidents or not, he still was hurt. And the only backup, the top number one backup to them two boys is C.J. Henderson. Now, y'all imagine that. If Horn goes down week
Once
one,
again,
C.J.
whose
Henderson's our
fault is that?
starting quarterback.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? They didn't address the cornerback position.
That's the GM. The
Yeah, but
GM that gave a third. That's the
There
GM.
you go.
pickle.
Yeah.
I would go with Rowe before I go with CJ.
No, I would too. There's a lot of folks on there on that roster I would put in there before CJ.
All
That's the
right, so
truth for that.
so Mike, I'm gonna see you were slick earlier, so I'm gonna hit you with something. So I understand they got a history channel, but there's a difference. See, I was around. I was around when all this stuff happened, and I said to Q earlier, maybe not. You didn't hear it, but when the Cowboys came through, right, and Capers was the coach, that owner totally disrespected the states of the Carolinas, both North
Yes, he
Carolina and
sure
South
did.
Carolina. He disrespected Charlotte. Also, he disrespected the owner and the head coach.
He
So
damn sure did.
every
Hey,
time we
look,
play, hold on. Every time we play them, we got an extra little bit of mustard for them. I'm saying, new coach, right?
yeah,
Better defense,
fact.
and those guys, the Cowboys, are old and brittle on offense. The offensive line been around a long time, bro.
They have, they have. But
I'm just saying. Go ahead.
so this is what I was saying. All right, I'm not scared of their offense. Let me make that very, very plain and simple. I am not scared of Cowboys offense. I'm scared of that fucking defense. Let's let's add, okay. The top three teams in the league that led in sacks were as follows: Philly, Dallas, then San Fran. You notice how they all got to the playoffs deep? That defense is a monster. I don't care what nobody say. That defense is fucking scary. And if you for a young quarterback, it's gonna be hard. We're not about to
Yeah,
act like Bryce Young is gonna go in there and be Peyton Manning unless we see him being that good. That defense is complete. They ain't missing anything. So that's what I'm talking about. Because you know what they say: defense wins Super Bowls. They win championships.
But let me tell you what. Let me tell you about the Cowboys. It's hard, and being that I'm 55 years old, it's hard for me to respect the Cowboys. Period.
Oh, I don't like them.
I can't tell you that I think that they're going to be great. I just can't do that. Maybe that's the fan in me. I don't know. All I know is when I see the Cowboys, play, the first thing I see is failure. When I hear that somebody hype up the Cowboys, the
hello.
very first thing I think of is failure and overhyped. The Cowboys have been hyped probably every single offseason for the last 10 years about how 15 for how about great they're going to be behind Tony Romo, behind Dak Prescott, behind name any other quarterback. What's that? Quincy Carter was a quarterback that was going to come to Carolina and mop our floor because everybody knew he was better than any no-name butt wipe called Jake Delhomme. And when it was done, said, and over with,
Hello.
Quincy Carter is out of the NFL a year after that game.
See,
You're
and
right.
this, so
I
so that's
remember.
so
I
that what I'm
remember.
saying. So that's the problem when you say the Cowboys, they haven't been able to do anything really since 1996, bro.
And you know what? And I'm gonna say this: this is the weakest the NFC has ever been in decades.
Because you know what? I did a show on that, Mike. See, you ain't listening. You need to go back and watch the show.
No, just because I
Been gone
agreed with
for a
you don't
while.
mean I didn't listen.
What I'm saying is, you see the quarterback rotation. The AFC, it's a rotation, Mike. The
Hmm.
NFC was the powerhouse for a long time. We had the quarterbacks down here. Then up there, there
Hmm.
was no quarterback. If you go back to the draft, go back 10 years in the drafts and keep seeing who AFC teams was all in the top 10. Now we in the top
Absolutely.
10. I told y'all just the other day, they coming though. Them three young dogs that's coming out
Yeah,
next year,
I know you
they
saying
coming
that,
to the
go.
NFC. They coming to the NFC. They going to Tampa Bay. They going to who's another side? Hell, they might go to the Rams. They might
Look,
go. They going to these NFC teams. Then the
I
next year
agree
they
with
got
you.
they got
The,
who?
the,
They two good ones coming out in 2025, but it's
uh,
impossible it's two more. So it could be four coming out in 2025.
And
So
go. When you
you
said
gonna
it,
see a change of command.
go. When you said it, I listened and I 100% agree with it. I just didn't jump on the line. But what I'm saying now is that's in the future. Look at this fucking NFC today.
They better try. They better win it now. That's what I'm trying
That's
to tell you.
that's what I
That's why I
said.
keep
And I said,
saying
if
a
you
lot
go
of people
back to
don't catch
another
what I say.
video, go.
When I
I
keep saying,
said it another
when I
video.
keep saying, yeah, when I keep saying that
the,
5 year window right there, we better be good in three, and the shit's getting ready to start to close in
the,
4 to 5. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the,
because what I'm saying is the Cowboys have no choice but to win it now. If they don't win it now, they got to strip everything naked, 100%. They
but they'll
might
be
as
all
well
right.
even trade away Micah Pearsons because if they don't win it this year, they're not gonna get it for 10 years, if not later than that. That's facts. That's 100% facts. Problem is, I look at the NFC now and I see a damaged Philadelphia Eagles. Them boys ain't the same. I turn the page. I look at Aaron Rodgers. He's not even in Green Bay no more. So who the fuck's gonna run this division? Two choke artists and Jared Goff in Minnesota. Ugh, this could be difficult. Let's keep going. San Fran. They supposed to run that motherfucker, but I'm here to tell y'all, I don't think San Fran gonna get it. I think Seattle's gonna take over that division.
Well,
That's my
I don't
personal
think so, my
opinion.
friend. I think San Francisco's head coach is probably 5 times the head coach of the Cowboys got. I think, let me tell you what, the Cowboys head coach failed in Green Bay, and he'll fail in the Cowboys calling plays. He can't be head coach and play caller.
Well, he
It's
already
just
done
not in
showed. He
his.
done
It's just
showed it.
not in
He
his
done
system.
showed that, Pickle.
Okay,
He done
let's talk
showed
about
that.
Kyle
He
Shanahan
done showed that.
because
Yeah,
he is a
December 1,
genius.
he done
But you
showed
need a
that.
quarterback. He's a
yeah,
genius, but you need a quarterback.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they've got three of them. Well, let me no, let me back up.
Well,
In
that,
his
hey,
system, yeah, in his
so you know what I
system
mean.
made
You know what I mean, right?
his
You know what I
system
mean. If you
made
got three
Matt
quarterbacks, you
Ryan.
ain't got none.
Yeah, his system made Matt Ryan look like a superstar. His
It did.
system, his system is the one that carried Matt Ryan into the Super Bowl. That
It
made
did.
Matt Ryan look like a stud, and Matt Ryan wasn't. Okay, and so and in the little bit that Brock Purdy played, his system looked great. Now, I think Kyle Shanahan can pull this off. Now, I'm going to throw a name out. I want y'all to understand this. Uh, Kirk Cousins is on the last year of his deal,
Yeah.
and the Vikings have no interest in re-signing him.
Nobody
And
should.
yet, San
And
Francisco's
they
got three
should.
quarterbacks. San Francisco's got 3 quarterbacks, 3 young quarterbacks, and they can't keep them all. So in the future, I see Kirk Cousins going over the 49ers. But as far as this year, I think that's the catch-22. The 49ers have so much talent. They're one of the few teams I could look at and say, if they just get a half of production out of their quarterback, they can still do something because
Hey,
they got that much talent.
hey, Pickle. So, how many yards you think Purdy passed for on average last year?
Oh, I don't even know. I ain't even.
I'll tell you, 155 per game.
Somebody listen.
155, bro. All I'm saying is this: is there is but also you go back to your cowgirls.
First of all, do not disrespect me. I am a Panther fan.
Okay,
I bleed black, blue.
those cowgirls. Okay, my bad.
Okay.
Cowgirls. Going back to them. If you look at Prescott during the season, he usually plays pretty good. But look at the playoff. Look at his numbers. I'm saying past performance shows you the things that's going to happen for the future.
I think he picking and choosing, Wiley. Because one game he was bad, but the other game he lit it up.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't pick and choose. You know what I mean? Because when he went against Tampa Bay, I'm pretty sure he was lighting Tampa Bay up.
No. Okay.
If I'm wrong, let me know, sir. I want to know the stats.
I don't really watch the Cowboys that much because I'll always look at and I see that what happens with those guys, and I really can't stand them. I couldn't stand them when I was a Pittsburgh fan because they always gave them all this praise when they weren't better than Pittsburgh, and now everybody keeps saying this about them. You ain't saying nothing new. This is an every year thing.
Okay, Wiley, I want to let you know something. Every year until this year, I've been the one that say fuck the Cowgirls, and there's no way they're gonna win shit because Dak Prescott is not that guy. They don't have what they need. I'm big on Stephen A. when he do that black cat running around that whole video. I love that motherfucker, but I think I might be wrong. As bad as Dak Prescott plays, right now he's top 3 for his quarterbacks in the NFC. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it further. The boy's probably top 2. Why? Because it's that little of quarterback talent in the NFC right now. Now, through the end of the year, I don't know. Sam Howell might be that guy and find out there's another motherfucker average. Justin Fields might come up and be everything that he was supposed to be. But for right now, if you had to put money, where would you put Dak Prescott at the top quarterbacks in the NFC? If you said anything besides the top 3, I think you... So you got to be like, yo, this man is a problem compared to the rest of the QBs on the field. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm saying he should go because the number 1 quarterback lost 6 starters and got a new coordinator. So they shouldn't be as good. I don't give a fuck who you are. You lose 6 starters, you're not the same team.
I don't disagree. Go ahead.
Who's the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys?
The head coach.
Okay.
Mike McCarthy.
So when the chips get down,
hello,
and they need that super play to dig them out of the hole, Mike McCarthy going to play it. Now, let me ask you something.
They do not need a super player to the Super Bowl, is what I'm saying.
I understand that. I understand that, but when I look at the Cowboys, and traditionally speaking, and you can look on this team and see that, they're not a team. They're a bunch of me guys on the same. They're not necessarily a team. So they don't play as a joint team. They don't have that team camaraderie. So when the chips gets down, everybody's going to be like they always have. They're going to pull in 10 different directions, and I just don't have any faith the Cowboys are going to get. Well, the Cowboys make the playoffs, maybe. But to me, they're not getting no farther than that.
He said maybe.
I still don't think they're going to win the division. I don't
think they will. Maybe?
Maybe.
Because see, they
They'll
got
not.
rid of
If
Kellen
they
Moore.
make the wild card round,
No,
they'll not get
they
no
got
farther
rid
than
of
that.
They got rid of Kellen Moore, and they use
Yep.
him as a scapegoat. That's why
Yep, they
McCarthy
did.
is calling the plays now.
Yep. If they struggle,
If
they struggle at the beginning, watch Mike McCarthy get fired midseason.
Oh,
Watch him
and
get
that's
fired
no,
middle
no,
season.
no, no, no. Hey,
That was the whole
pause.
motherfucking
What
reason
you
for
just
him
said,
firing
Pickle.
Kellen Moore.
Packle, what you just
That's the
said,
whole
I'm here
reason.
to tell you, if they struggle at the very beginning of the season, I mean in the first 3-4 games, Mike
Yeah.
McCarthy will be fired. And you know what?
Yes.
That'll help my stand because Mike McCarthy ain't the only coach there. His name is Dan Quinn. Somebody put some respect on
Hell,
this motherfucker.
Dan Quinn failed in the Atlanta Falcons, and he's going to fail as a head coach anywhere else he goes.
Damn, y'all super negative today. All right, big dogs, I hear you,
No,
Dan Quinn.
no,
Did Dan
no.
Quinn
That's
go
just
to a
my
super?
opinion.
That's
That's
the
just my
defensive
opinion.
coordinator. Dan Quinn is the defensive
I know
coordinator.
exactly who he
He
is.
got rid of Kellen Moore,
Yeah.
which was the offensive
Yep,
coordinator.
that's the problem.
And something else, though.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
He blamed Kellen Moore. He used him as a scapegoat last year. That's what kept him his job anyway. Getting rid of him. So I mean, he's on his last leg. They not going nowhere. And then, like you said, the Eagles lost 6 players, but the Eagles got backups on top of backups. The Eagles are stacked, bruh.
Okay, pause. You got me fucked up, goat. You got me fucked up. I hear you saying a motherfucking stack, but when's the last time somebody loses that much defensive stardom? I'm not talking about regular fucking players. You can't just replace a motherfucker that leads the league in interceptions in a year. You can't replace motherfucking 12 sacks overnight. Get the fuck out of here. We watch football together, bro. Let's break it down. You gonna replace 11 sacks and 13 interceptions that easy?
Mike,
Come
look at
on.
the way they drafted in the last 3 years, Mike. Look at the way they drafted it. They let them boys go because they got young contracts, right? Rookie contracts right behind them guys. They didn't pay them. That's what it
No.
was.
They
That's
let
why
them
they let
go
them
because
go.
they had to pay Jalen Hurts $280 fucking million to get him to stay.
But they got rookie contracts in all those other positions. Going on second and third year. Look at the way they drafted in the last 3 years, though, Mike. Look at it.
I seen it. I saw it, go. But the problem is, everybody you talking about ain't been on the field and proved shit. So I'm not about to say CJ Garner going to another team. He's got somebody that's gonna fill that role when I never seen a nigga play. Another motherfucker on the defensive line. I'm not about to say, hey, he can get those 11 sacks that this nigga left behind because I never seen him on the field full time.
They had 70 total, though, Mike.
You right.
So that's
They had 11 on one side, 13 on the other. They had.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's gotta get to the super chat. Gotta get to the super chat.
That bullshit.
Shout out to Red Swarm. He said the number one rule is to win your division. Dallas can't get past Philly. You gotta win the NFC South before worrying about Dallas. And then we got another one from Red Swarm. Job number one is to win your division first. Everyone knows that rule.
Red, what I'm trying to say is Philly will not win the division. That's what I'm saying, Red. I'm saying they won't do it. And you know what? Let's make it friendly. By the beginning of the season, let's make a friendly bet. I bet whoever they want, $50, that the Philadelphia Eagles will not win their division.
Hey, you know what, Mike? This is hard.
Don't make it hard, sir. Mainly, these are my opinions. Y'all can be like, "Yo, you on drugs?" until I'm proven right. But go ahead.
I'm just because I really don't like that division, and I don't want to bet a Panther fan. I want to bet a Panther fan and take your money because that division is that bad.
Look, first of all, I'm gonna say this.
I'll take your money.
First of all, okay, we gonna lock in there. I'm gonna send you my put my email in the chat, Riley. But look, this is what I'm saying. Y'all saying that motherfucking that division, the only bad team in that division, if you was to ask me, is the Giants. Because they lost Saquon. You feel what I'm saying?
But the Giants was pretty good last year.
Without Saquon, they're not gonna be the same. Let me say this again. Without Saquon, they
we
won't
go.
be the
Here
same.
we go.
I don't know. They got a coach over there. I ain't gonna say that.
Let me tell you why. 70% of Daniel Jones' targets was Saquon Barkley. Who's he throwing it to now? Did they draft a receiver that I missed? Did they get Jackson and Nickba or or your boy that went to San
No,
Diego? Did they get Zay Flowers?
no,
Did
no.
they
What
get
they
one of
did?
these
No,
stud
no. Stop,
receivers?
stop. So you're casual. What they did is they got Waller, that was one of the best tight ends in the
I
league. Gave him
saw that. But when's the last time we seen Waller finish a season? Let's not act like Waller's been putting it in 3 years back to back
I tell you, they
without
throw it to.
anything. Waller is
I,
always hurt.
all right.
I tell you who they throw it to. All right, I tell you who
Who?
they throw it to. They throw it to Matt Britta, who's
I'm
done that
done.
shit before.
I'm done.
Besides that, they got Jalen. They got
I'm
Jalen
done.
Hyatt.
Here
They
we
got
go.
Jalen
I'm done.
Hyatt, and that's all they need, boy. They got a Tennessee
That's
boy. That's
all
all
they
they need.
need. Okay, look.
That's all they
You
need.
old school motherfuckers. Y'all be what y'all drink, man? Y'all be drinking scotch? What is it? Because I need to drink some of it.
Hey,
It's all good, young man. It's all good,
And
young
let
man.
me
We
get the scotch
appreciate
in my system so I can be on y'all level.
you. We
You
agree
feel
with
me?
you.
That's
Come
all
on.
right, man. You can handle it if you got it.
Tell him,
I
Oh
man.
my
don't know
God,
until I
man.
try. You
Put the
feel
mail
me?
on your chest.
You
Put the
gotta,
mail on your
you gotta
chest.
have some. You gotta have some miles on your ass to drink what we drink.
hold up.
Well,
Look,
let me get
sh-
some moonshine
Hold
then.
on.
shout out
Look
to
in
the
the chat.
chat real quick,
Look
man.
in the
Shout out to
chat. Y'all
Ferris
go ahead and
Lady,
pull
man.
up
How
if
you
y'all
doing?
want to.
And shout out to
Yeah.
Red Swan, man. Red Swan said he agreed with Wiley. I think the NFC representative in the Super Bowl next year will come from the NFC South or the NFC West.
Man.
Ooh.
So did he just say, hey yo, Rex One, did you just say in so many words the Carolina Panthers was going to the Super Bowl? Cause y'all bum ass ain't.
Well, damn. Tell us how you really feel, bruh.
Well, fuck them Falcons, man.
Nah,
Kill every last one of them
hey,
birds, dog, for real. Shots fired. I said it first.
Well, damn.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mike said it. Bang,
Fuck
bang.
every bird. Desmond Ritter can't throw.
Dang.
That defense is old. It's not going to be the same. Y'all put a bunch of people together. Hope it's going to perform. You need team chemistry to make a team work on defense.
Hey,
Y'all
but
not going to have it. And by the time you get it, you're going to be wondering, do we fuck up the rest of the season so we can draft a quarterback because this one ain't working? Or are you going to put a band-aid on a wound and be like, maybe free agency? What are you going to do, Atlanta? But y'all
hey,
not
Mike,
going anywhere.
I told him
Dang.
yesterday, Mike, they're gonna try to put a band-aid on the wound. They going to quarterback hell. We done
Fact.
been there. They're in purgatory now. They going to
they
hell.
behind us. They
They
Look,
behind
going
us.
and
to
look,
hell.
and look, with
I,
all that money they had in the
tried
offseason,
to tell them. I
the
tried to
worst,
tell them.
I'm going to tell you, 5 years from now, they're going to say the worst mistake in Atlanta Falcons history after that Super Bowl abomination is the fact they cut aside Lamar Jackson, but didn't.
There
Here we
you
go.
go. He pulling up on your ass right now.
Here we
Him and
go.
Fierce ATL lady is on your ass.
Here we go. There you
But
go.
excuse
I
God.
knew you want to
me,
come.
Third
What
cousin,
up,
what's
man?
happening?
What's up, family? What's up? Man, look here. I got to hurry up and wipe off. I got to hurry up and wipe off my feet, man. God damn.
Here's Red Squad. Red Squad,
Yes,
like this
sir.
is the hardest
Hey,
day
look,
today.
look, I had a rough work day, man. I was sitting back listening, just gonna show some love with the cash apps, man. And I said, Mike throwing that motherfucking fire today, boy.
Mike
Shit.
throwing it.
Yeah,
Mike throwing it now.
yeah.
hey, look, don't punish them for that. Still send that cash app. That's my words. I hold myself
Oh,
accountable.
you know I'm gonna do that on the regular, bro. I'm gonna do that
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
regular, man.
Hey, look,
But
man, it's anybody in the NFC South. It ain't nothing personal. I hate all y'all the same.
bro, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that, man. Y'all know Edgewise was on here yesterday, right? So
Yeah.
and I stopped by their chat last night with him and Twan and all them, man. I see. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm coming back to you, Mike. Don't get me twisted. But I'm gonna tell man, I was listening and man, Twan wife jumped in behind him, on the microphone. Boy, I said, boy, look at him, man. Them women run that ship over there, man. So he said his uncle there. She said this. Her uncle lived down in Atlanta, and his wife is a Saints fan.
I said, boy, y'all motherfuckers catching hell, boy, all the way around. They got them Saints
Mm,
women all up in their family, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Damn.
so
Yellow and
yeah,
gold.
hey, that's it. That's it. I said
Oh,
they can't win for losing. But Mike, man, listen, I hear what you're saying, bro, and you know, I have no greater respect for the ops than to chat it up with real fans of real teams. And listen, man, y'all know I'm always over here because I can't find this sort of hate nowhere else, man. I mean, you can't find no fucking Saints or Bucks to get into a good debate with, man. You
they
know what I'm
Yeah.
hiding,
saying?
bro.
So
They
they
hiding,
hiding,
bro.
bro. They really are, man. They really are. But Mike, I feel what you're saying. You know, with my comment about agreeing with Wiley that I I just don't see, and I am. I'm an NFC East hater. Let me just admit that straight up, man. I'm an
Folks,
NFC East hater because they're such large markets, and it probably comes from how the media placates to them. You feel what I'm saying? So, and they just slight us, man. They slight us so much, man.
they
Here in the
do.
hold
NFC
on,
South,
Red.
man.
Hold
So,
on, Red. We got to read the money.
oh,
Yes,
my bad. Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. That's a big time shout out. Carolina Panthers all day. Keep pounding. That's Panthers Germany. And I will be putting the link to the Panthers Germany page in the chat. So y'all show that love and follow Brother Wiley.
International.
Worldwide.
Y'all doing
Worldwide.
that thing international, man. Yeah,
Worldwide.
bro. Yeah, worldwide, man.
Yeah.
So,
But
but
go ahead,
yeah,
Red.
man. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, Goat, man. So, but yeah, so I look for, and the surprise to me, it's not surprise to me, but to the rest of the NFL, it's going to be how they continue to talk about how down and how weak the South is. And you know, we've talked about this a number of times. I think there's a lot of agreement among the at least I've heard it from the Panthers fans and from Falcons fans. Again, haven't heard anything from the Saints. But I think there's a sort of consensus and an agreement that Tampa really is not looking to do anything this year. You know what I'm saying? you know, we hate to accuse any NFL organization of tanking, so maybe I won't use the word tanking, but they damn sure trying to get one of the top picks next year. If you want to look at it
Yeah,
different, man.
they ain't necessarily tanking, but they ain't
Yeah.
going to try extra hard to win either.
Right.
They
Well,
really
look,
not
I'm
pickle.
gonna be
They
real
really
with
not.
you. The
Yeah.
moment that we fired Matt Rule, that was the only reason why I was upset. Because I was like, if Matt Rule stayed for the whole year, we definitely had the first pick of the draft.
You're right. You're
Okay.
right.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
But it still
Okay.
felt good to fire Matt Rule.
It did. I'd have fired him
Yeah.
afterwards. That's why I got the
Yeah.
first pick of the draft. Then I would have fired his ass.
And from a op, man, from a competitor, I would tell y'all that move by the owner put the league on notice. You know what I'm
Well, well,
saying?
well. Let
Yep.
me
Yeah,
tell
I'm
you
sorry. Go
something.
ahead, go.
Let me tell you something, Swan. Okay, let me ask you something, my man.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the NFC, who the strongest conference in the NFC right now? Or division?
In all honesty, in all honesty, based on the past and based on
Now you
probably
said in all honesty. Now you said in all honesty. Now come on now, come on, Red.
I told you I hate to get these motherfuckers credit, Goat, man. But I'm gonna tell you,
Come
Kendall,
on now. I
I'm
heard
gonna
you
say,
say what you said while ago, side. That's why I asked you this question. Go ahead and
yeah,
get it to me, though.
I'm gonna
Be
say
real.
the East. I'm gonna say the East because Philly, Dallas, and New York, man. You know, you talking about three powerful teams, three deep.
Now,
I don't have no respect
now,
for the
now,
Commanders yet.
who's the next?
Damn.
Who's the next?
Man,
Who's the next division?
Y'all,
Who's the
speak,
next division?
if I
Nigga,
may.
let him finish. Who's the
All right,
next
go ahead.
division?
All right, so
Who's
this will
the next
shock a lot of
division?
people. Go, this gonna shock a lot of people, but I'm going to say we are, and I'll explain to you why.
Go
Because
ahead.
I know
Give me that.
that's not going to be a popular opinion. Most people, I would think, would probably say the West, right? Because San Francisco is a powerhouse.
Okay,
But
there you okay. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
that convinced. I'm not as high on Seattle as a lot of people are. I don't. I'm not looking for Geno to do back to back what he did last year. I'm really not, man. I'm really not. And Geno Smith has always looked skittish to me. And I don't even and I didn't
Yep.
see a great deal of confidence come out of him even
Agreed.
when he was leading them to wins last year. It's just something about his eyes, man. It's something about his eyes. I don't know. I can't put my thumb on it, man. But
They
I
big
don't
as
believe
fuck.
in Geno Smith. Yeah, they are, Mike. They
So
really
so
are,
so
man.
and so pickle. Who
Yes,
is
sir.
1 and 2? Who is 1 and 2 in your eyes in the NFC?
Um. Well, I'll as of right now, I kind of agree. I don't think the NFC East is number one. A lot of fans do. The media hypes him up a lot more than they ever should. Um um
Come on now, pickle. Come on.
I'm going to say
Come
the one. I'm going to say the number one division, in my opinion, and I'm biased. In my opinion, is the NFC South because
God damn,
we're the
come on, pickle.
competitive. We're
Come
the
on,
most
pickle.
competitive division.
Damn sure is.
Come on, pickle. You gonna
All
say
right,
the South?
next.
I know. Come on, pickle. You put your
Mike say
fanboy.
next.
Mike, come on, Mike. Mike, get it to me, Mike. Get it to me, Mike.
Okay,
Don't put no
let's be
fanboy in like
real.
pickle.
None of that fan
Keep it
shit.
real.
The
Keep it
number
real.
one is the NFC East.
No
Because
doubt.
one, they had the only three. There was the only division in the NFC with three teams in the playoff last year. Until something
They just
changes
got
that,
lucky.
all right. Well, each one of them had 10 wins or more, so you can call it luck. Somebody calls it W's. All right, move on to the next one. The next one, I would love to say the NFC South, but I only see one good team there. I would love to see the NFC West, but honestly, I'd only see one quarterback that I feel can do shit, especially with that hell of a run game they're gonna have in Seattle. I think people overlooking Charbonnet being drafted from UCLA, going beside Kimball Walker. They're gonna have a run the ball down your throat. You can't stop it if you wanted to type of mentality. But the number two is actually the NFC North, with Detroit, with
What
Minnesota,
the hell?
and let me explain. Because if I looked at the record, I saw two teams that almost made it to the playoffs in the NFC from that record. And I saw a team that was started off at 1-7, turned their shit completely around, and was beating the shit out of Green Bay. No matter what Aaron Rodgers could throw them, they was beating the dog shit out of them. And they beat the Giants. And I think they went head to head with Philly and gave them hell. And they lost by a field goal to Buffalo. So I'm not sleeping on Detroit. I don't give a fuck what you
And I
say.
don't
You right,
disagree
Mike.
with you on
You right,
Detroit, Mike,
Mike.
but that's one
I,
You right.
team, though.
Oh no,
I
no,
don't
I said
disagree with you on
Minnesota.
Detroit.
No, he said it, Mike.
And the
He
reason why I
said it,
said
Mike.
Minnesota also is because they went what 14-3. Like we're not about to act like going 14-3 in the NFL is something small. I'm sorry,
Ain't no
and
doubt,
they
Fred.
and they
Ain't
didn't
no doubt.
allow and they didn't allow one sack all year. Go look at that for offensive
but
line.
but
Kirk
this
Cousins was
coming
not sacked one time all year. That's
but
special.
Okay,
but
That's a
but
hell of a
the
that's
line.
cute.
but the Minnesota Vikings won got where they got because they threw the ball to Dalvin Cook and they run the hell out of Dalvin Cook and they
And he
dumped
gone.
Dalvin Cook in the
Okay,
fucking dirt. And
now let me shoot
now
right back
That's
at you.
that's what
Yeah.
this year,
pickle.
the only power they've got is Kirk Cousins and Kirk Cousins
That's
alone.
what you
If
hey
you're
Okay,
pickle.
taking off
pause.
That's
the
what you do to a
Vikings,
Wait,
running back
then you
these
Okay,
can
days.
guarantee
That's
they're
all
what
right,
going to
you do
pass
to a running
20% more
back
than they
these
run.
days.
now
okay.
let
I
me
think
tell
they
you
Huh?
take
why
a
you
step back
That's
wrong.
too.
what
Let me
I
tell
think
you.
they
to
take
a
a
Let me
running
step
back.
back
rebuttal.
too.
Hold on.
Let me
Let me
rebuttal.
rebuttal. Let me.
Let me rebuttal. Because first of all, I'm gonna tell you why you are so wrong. One, they drafted a receiver. Two, they got T.J. Hawkinson. Three, do you play fantasy football? Because I bet you if Dalvin Cook is hurt, Alexander Madison is in your lineup because he
He is
does the
too.
same shit that Dalvin Cook does. Do not get this wrong. With that good of an offensive line, Alexander Madison is going to do whatever Dalvin did. And now you got TJ Hawkinson. You drafted a receiver. You still got the best receiver in the whole fucking league. So offensively, they did not get nothing but better.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because you can't
How,
just. Hold on. Hold on. I let you talk.
Now go ahead.
So Adam Thielen had 9 touchdowns last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You telling me a rookie gonna come in and get 9 touchdowns?
Don't act like you ain't never seen a rookie do it before. Why are you
Okay.
saying like that's
All right.
impossible?
Because you just said earlier all these losses that Philly had, but Minnesota had the same thing, bro.
They only
I see
lost one player. You
uh,
talking about having
No.
okay?
Hold
Who
on,
else they
hold on, hold on.
lose?
Hold on. They lost
J-
Thielen. They lost a
Uh-huh.
starting running back. Matter of fact, they're trying to get rid of their starting defensive end. He may be gone before the season start. I thought they also lost a linebacker, if I'm correct. I don't watch those guys that often, but I thought went across my feed that they lost a linebacker, and I believe that who was that? It was somebody else on offense. I'm trying to remember, but I'm saying they lost impact players. These wasn't guys that was these were actual players that affected the game last year.
Okay,
I'm
and
just
let me rebuttal.
go
That's
ahead.
what you doing. Because the way I look at it is, yeah, they lost Thielen. They did. So you draft a receiver that can go in the opposite end of Jefferson. You might miss a couple touchdowns or so, but you're not gonna miss that fucking much. Dalvin Cook, he is the dog when healthy. But every time he's not healthy, Alexander does the same numbers, if not better. So it's like, okay, you lost Thielen on your offense. That's gonna hurt, but they had already started replacing the nigga, giving him TJ Hawkinson in mid-season. So when
let,
Thielen went down and was hurt, TJ Hawkinson stepped up and started showing his ass, being that secure hand tight end that Kirk Cousins always needed when he was in Washington. All I'm saying is we can't see we could debate what's wrong with Kirk Cousins, but what we can't debate is those two teams outplayed everybody in the NFC South and most of everybody in the NFC West.
And
Q,
they
Q,
won
Q,
and they won last year. They won last year. Look at the.
Q.
I'm trying
Oh,
to.
sorry, Wiley.
Man, you kept. Now you
j-
good. The Minnesota experience that happened last year. They won by average of 1 to 2 points by every game. You tell them
yep,
that's
yep.
sustainable?
I'm not saying it's
So
sustainable, but it's
Come
still
on, man.
better.
All
let,
right.
It's
But
still
Q,
can I
it's
ask a
still
question?
better than everything else. Somebody said NFC South. They wanted to say NFC South is the number two team, and I'm saying when Kirk Cousins and them boys lighting it up like that, you had to put two NFC South two W's together to equal what the fuck Kirk Cousins and the Vikings did by their damn self. Let's
Q,
put that out there.
I gotta say something to
I've seen
Mike.
that shit
I,
before. Do you think Jordan Addison gets suspended for driving 140 miles an hour in a 55-mile zone?
I believe so.
He
I just
better
have.
he
I
better
thought
file Deshaun Watson attorney and get that shit dismissed.
hey, Q, I gotta say something, man.
What's up,
Um,
Doc?
and this is full transparency.
Mm.
I came on here, man, and I come on a lot of times when Mike is on. I'm always listening, so I hear Mike when he's on. And I ain't really got no love for Minnesota. But one thing about first, I want to say this about Mike, man. He talk about how he hate the other teams in the NFC South, and that's all good because we have our banter that goes back and forth. But man, Mike know his shit, man, and he
Yeah, you
make
do.
a convincing motherfucking argument, man. So as much as I want to hate Minnesota, you make a strong argument, Mike. I do feel the same way about Detroit. I think they're an up and comer, no question about it. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. You talk about how New Orleans, I think, is gonna stay stuck in mediocrity because they have shit for a head coach. Well,
Facts.
Detroit is gonna exceed expectations because them motherfucking boys will go out there injured for their head coach, man. They love him. They love him,
Whoa.
man. They
On some
believe in
real
him.
shit.
Yeah,
On some real shit they do.
yeah, and they believe in him. And when he put together a plan, they're gonna go out there and execute that motherfucker. But you just talked about Minnesota, man, and you made me think about something. The moment that you talked about Madison, I was surprised at the way the offensive line protected Kirk Cousins. But when you spoke about Madison, I thought about they have a similar situation to what the Cowboys had with Zeke and with Tony Pollard. It was just
Fact.
time to replace him. It was just because that boy Madison, he is productive, man. He's productive. He puts his numbers up, and I ain't just talking about fantasy numbers. I'm talking about real numbers, man. They I heard on Moving the Chains on Sirius XM way last year. They talked about how your boy wasn't as important to Cook wasn't as important to Minnesota's run game because that boy was biting on his heels, man. You know, he was begging for more time, for more handoffs, man. So I don't think I really don't see a drop off in the run game. And if Jordan Addison isn't suspended, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. He's still a first round talent playing opposite of that Jefferson boy. If he can't catch 9 touchdowns, something wrong with his hands, man. I mean, because he's gonna get the opportunities.
Hey, let me say something. MDJ 365. Go Google it, my guy. I don't say nothing. I don't know. Go Google it. Find out how many sacks did the Vikings allow last year. It'll blow you away too, because it shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's an amazing statistic, man. So I just, again, like I say, I don't like the North. I know you say you only see one team coming out of the South. I don't have to ask you who that is, but I've gone on record saying that I see 2 playoff teams out of the NFC South. Obviously, whoever wins our division, which is us, and I said the other team will secure a wild card, which was y'all. That's my prediction.
So
that's my prediction.
hey, so last year, the two how many? What was the record of the 2 wild card teams? Anybody know?
Good question, Goat. Good question.
So how many wins did it take?
That was 3. I think Dallas was 12.
It was good records. Yeah.
I think it was like 12-5 Dallas. I think the Giants got in with 10-7. And
we just said the Giants was 9-7.
Okay, Giants was
9-7-1. 9-7.
It can't be 9-7-1. Okay.
They all,
all right.
because I know everybody was arguing that they all had better records than Tampa did winning the fucking division.
Yeah, and the wild card. Who was the other wild card for the NFC? It was Dallas, it was Giants, and it was one other team. I can't think about it right now.
Who got it? Oh no, I'm thinking about AFC. I was thinking about Jacksonville. They did get a game. Yeah, I think it was. No.
Hang on, I tell you. Well, no, it won't either. It ain't up where it is supposed to be.
Everything is updated, Pickle. I run into the same stuff they put in the 2023
it's okay.
stuff.
It was Seattle for those votes for the commercial break.
Yeah, the let me see the hell, I still clicked on the wrong fucking year. Damn, Pickle, you're a moron sometimes. The Eagles, the 49ers, the Vikings, the Bucks, the Cowbitches, the Giants, and the Sea Chickens.
Yeah, like I said,
Seattle did get in. Yeah.
It was Seattle. And what was Seattle's record?
Seattle was 9-8.
9-8. So
Seattle was 9-8, but we beat them. So
you had a 9-7-1 team and a 9-8 team. You see what I'm saying? So we got
9 gonna get you in.
Yeah. 9-10 games gonna get you in.
And the Lions also didn't make it, but they were 9-8, and the Commanders were 8-8. So
yeah. I mean, the Lions was hella close, like Mike said. I mean, a fucking
like Mike said earlier. Yeah. Like Mike said earlier. See, because they'd have come down there and probably won one more game, or it came down to who they lost to.
It came to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield won that game, and that's what got Detroit put out. That's what happened when Baker won, and that's when Detroit couldn't go to the playoffs.
Hey, Mike.
Here's a stat I heard today from NFL Radio, XM Radio. No NFC championship hasn't won the conference in back-to-back years. In
wow.
Sounds like I'm right again.
Hey, no, Mike, you full of shit. Anyway,
Mike, am I right?
Mike. No, Mike. So, hey,
what?
Go ahead.
You said ever?
And the NFC East.
He said like 20 years.
Yeah, they haven't won back to back.
Facts. In the NFC East, nobody's won back to back ever in the NFC East in the last 20 years. So,
in the whole NFC conference.
That's true. That's
not
true.
just the East and the whole NFC
Oh.
conference.
That's not
Oh, that
true.
really makes sure I'm right.
That's not true. That's not true. We did it. We won it 3 years in a row.
The
We won
conference.
the
No,
South
he's
three.
talking about the whole. He's talking about the
No,
conference.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
the
the whole
conference.
NFC.
No,
Oh, the
The whole
conference.
NFC.
yeah,
Oh,
no team
oh,
ever
the
went to
conference,
the
not
Super Bowl
division. Got
back to
it.
back.
Conference, not division.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So, Mike, your sacks you talked about with Minnesota, right? So
Yeah.
So I went and looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota allowed 47 sacks last year. Minnesota. Let me see here. Where we at? Oh, we allowed 36.
Where you
Remember
at
now,
with that, Wiley? How many? How many?
right now I'm on statmuse.com.
Okay.
And Denver allowed the most sacks, 63. I'm just saying, sometimes, and remember now, I told you, it was 1 to 2 points they won by every game last year. That's not sustainable. You got lucky. You know what I'm saying? Luck is not a way to build sustainable winning.
Also, that head coach that Minnesota's got, he loves to run that system that McVay was running. So eventually, it's just going to catch up with you, I think. But
Yeah. And remember now, their receiver had 1,800 yards last year. We think he'll get 1,800 yards every year.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Okay. All right. Now look. So firstly, what we're not going to do is we're not going to doubt Justin Jefferson and his greatness and what the fuck he can do, especially when we didn't see multiple receivers. That he might not get 1,800, 1,900, but we can't say this motherfucker won't get 1,500,
I
10
didn't say
touches a
that.
game. You know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
say that.
So
See,
I mean,
didn't say that.
he might not blow damn near get $2,000. You know what I mean? But to say that he won't get 16, 1,700, that's
I didn't
logical.
say that, Mike. You see, that's that young boy. You got all that
Yeah,
young.
that
I didn't say
boy
that.
totally different though. I
I
agree
didn't
with
say,
you on that.
but hold
Now.
on, but I didn't say that. But the point, what I'm trying to say is this: when he put out those 1,800 yards, Dalvin Cook ran for 1,100, about 1,150 yards. The old boy got 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. The other receivers, they were having. Matter of fact, Curzon, I think it was like 4,700 yards he did last year, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, even with all of that, they were average winning 1 to 2 points a game.
Because they don't have a defense. We all know that. Them motherfuckers can't stop nobody. They can't stop a nosebleed. But
Hold
that
up,
don't
Mike.
mean that
Hold up,
their
Mike.
division is
Hold
worse
up,
than
Mike.
ours.
Hold up, Mike. Hold up, Mike. We got MDJ just popped in. What's going on, MD?
Yo,
Get
what's
him, Doc.
good, man? What's
Get
good?
him,
What's
Doc.
good?
What it do, fam? What it
MDJ.
do?
Oh yeah, Wiley already was working on him, but he capping about them Vikings. He capping big time,
See?
I was
man. He
capping.
capping big
I
time.
was
But Wiley was
capping.
working on him. Wiley
Yeah,
was
but
working on him.
listen. All right, but let me be real though. Let me be real. Let me stop bullshitting because I knew better when I said this shit. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying you got a team. You got a team that gets 14 wins, right? And then you got everybody else that didn't make to the playoffs got 8, 7, 5, going low. Like I can't put another division above the two that actually had all that playoff potential. You know what I mean? Like I want to say NFC West, but unlike everybody else in the world, I don't have faith in Brock Purdy. I don't. I've got zero faith in him, to be 100% honest. And it's not because of I don't trust Kyle Shanahan. I just seen rookies come out, shut shit down, and then the very next year, when they got tape on their ass, they're not the same quarterback.
But
And
Mike,
sometimes they never get back to that.
Mike, I got to tell you something though, man, about that. And a lot of people, I don't know. I think I hear opinions split on this because I hear a lot of people say, yeah. They agree with it, and then others like, man, I don't fuck that. I don't agree with that shit. And there's something about Kyle Shanahan that's different, man.
He is.
That motherfucker take. And you know what? I'm with you on the Purdy kid, man. Mr. Irrelevant. Now, it can happen. Lightning struck with Brady. Nobody thought Brady when he was drafted was gonna be the GOAT. Nobody thought it. If you did, it's the same motherfucker in California that hit that $1 billion lottery yesterday. He knows
Damn
something
right.
the rest of us don't know.
Damn
But what I'm telling you is something that the Shanahan, and I saw him up close and personal, man. What he did with Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, Matt
Yeah.
Ryan, Julio, number when that motherfucker get an offense, man, he make that shit go, man.
You
So,
do?
don't he have Sam Darnold out there?
Oh hell no.
They still got Trey Lance. They ain't traded him
Yeah,
yet.
they got Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
And
Trey Lance a Panther.
I'm
see,
gonna tell
y'all
you
set
something
me
on
up
that,
right now, but I'm
Storm.
gonna tell
I'm
y'all
gonna tell you
something.
something
Don't
on
be
that, Storm.
surprised. Don't be
No such
surprised.
buddy. Hell no. Hey, I don't
You
give a
knew
damn if it's
Wiley
Johnny
laughing because he knew I
It
was
could
going
be,
there. He knew I was trying
it
to
could
set
be
that shit up.
God. God can't make that boy good. God can't make that boy good. I'm telling you.
Wiley know
Hey,
I was
Sam
trying to set that
hey,
shit up, boy.
Darnold is a bum. Bum juice.
hey, go. Remember I said earlier, I think it missed y'all guys. Purdy passed for an average of 155 yards. Everybody would call him the greatest thing since cottage cheese. He
I'm
passed for
saying.
155 yards a game.
I'm
So
saying.
I think
Wow.
Sam
Wow.
can pass for more than that.
Wiley right
How
though.
many-
Wiley
how-
right. You
how
just ain't got to
how
turn
many
the ball
games-
over there.
How
So
many-
what you
how-
got?
I
how-
agree
how
with you.
many
I
games-
agree with you,
How many
MDJ.
games did Brock Purdy? How many games did Brock Purdy play?
6 or 7.
Okay,
That was more
that's
than
just
that.
like when.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Make sure.
Was it Taylor Heineke won 5 games for us, right?
Facts.
No.
No. It was Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen won 5 in a row for us. When they don't
Yeah.
have no tape on your ass, you understand what I'm saying? Soon
I'm
as these
saying.
Okay.
start getting the motherfucking tape on you, you done. You understand what I'm saying? You can put
You
the average Joe out there. Once these motherfuckers get some tape on your ass, you done.
yo, let me talk. Let me talk to your manhood. Let me talk to your manhood. Let me find out a nigga moved to your neighborhood. Motherfucker sneak you and whoop that ass. You ain't gonna think about that nigga every day you walk down that street till you finally get his ass.
Oh yeah,
You ain't gonna
find
be
a
able
way.
to sleep. You gonna be like, I can't believe that little motherfucker got me.
Man, Mike. You
That's
gonna let a nigga sneak
everybody.
you?
That's everybody in the NFL. Did this nigga get the last pick of the draft and did he just fuck us up? Everybody's watching film. Nigga, you watching it before you go to bed. You watching house party.
Q, check this shit out.
If you ain't a
What's up?
divisional opponent, though, Mike, you ain't gonna get another shot at him, though, Mike. If you ain't a
Mike
divisional
pulled
opponent,
out a hell of an analogy on that motherfucker,
or something like that.
Yeah, he gonna get him every day till he get him.
We gotta
day.
go, dog.
Mike ain't gonna take an ass whooping laying down.
Hell no, dog. You gotta get me.
Mike sound like he done left a motherfucker stinking somewhere. I don't know about that shit right now.
We talking to the public. We not gonna put that out there.
Say stop that shit, Red Swan.
It's a damn shame.
Hey, look, but that's how everybody's looking at this young motherfucker. Everybody in their division. You got Seattle drooling. You got everybody drooling like this nigga really did whoop us last year. Like we won't shit. I bet you Tom Brady.
Carolina Logic.
I bet you Tom Brady almost wanted to come back because of the ass whooping he gave him. I promise you.
Yeah,
Say,
right.
Mike done been through some shit, boy.
Hey, Brock Purdy started 5 games, guys.
Y'all sip on that Brock Purdy Kool-Aid if y'all want to. Y'all sip on that shit if you want to.
Drink it by yourself.
So,
everybody look good in San Fran, man.
I believe in Brock Purdy. I believe in Brock Purdy, man.
Here's another question. Here's a question about San Fran. Do you have the same faith in him if Christian McCaffrey got hurt? If he did what he did to us and went out for the season, how do you feel about it?
They got
Debo and the mother boys, man. Yeah,
they got a stable running back, but
okay.
he passed for 153 yards a game. Now,
dang shit.
Yeah, and how many times did he pass to George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey? The both injured prone.
Yeah, but he was 5-0. He was 5-0.
Yeah, because let's be real, Debo won't get in them catches.
And we talking about their
Christian
defense
McCaffrey.
too. Now we can't ignore their motherfucking defense too, man.
His completion percentage was 67%. So
yeah, y'all know Debo wanted Jimmy Garoppolo to be the quarterback though. For real, he was on the stable of wanting Jimmy to be back there.
He damn sure did.
Yeah, he thought they could do it with Jimmy. He said, with this team, we can win the Super Bowl with Jimmy. That's what he said.
Y'all just said that y'all don't believe in Geno, and it took Geno 10 years to actually get it.
Yeah, let me
If y'all
tell
don't
you what.
believe in Geno, then y'all talking about this motherfucker that won 5 fucking games. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to light up the world next year.
Talk that shit, go.
But go.
All right,
If you go to work every day to say you work at the milk factory and you stand on the assembly line, in 10 years, is it gonna take you 10 years to learn how to pull a jug of milk out the way? Is it gonna take you? If so, you got to be the slowest son of a bitch I ever met. I'm just saying. I'm just
Look,
saying,
that boy messed Geno up when he with him in the locker room, man.
You got to be the slowest son of a bitch I ever walked, boy. Come on now.
But see what they had in his 10 years, guess what? They said, hey, Geno, take your ass outside and move the cow. Hey, Geno, ho, come back in. Take your ass outside and do the jug. Hey, Geno, come here. Take your ass over there and do it. They put him somewhere everywhere. You see what I'm saying? He had a lot of trials.
But go. In the way that you put it, you would say he cross-trained. All I'm saying is if anything, they put the motherfucker and then they didn't give him any instructions. They just say, stand that nigga and pull.
Hey, look, one of them dumbass coaches he had though over there was almost like that. If y'all think not Les, I call that motherfucker Les now, but the motherfucker from the Jaguars, they got rid of, what's his name? They just
Urban Meyer.
If y'all thought Urban Meyer was bad, the motherfucker Geno had at the Jets. Now, shit, that was a shit show altogether.
That really was.
Some of that
really was.
Y'all know what, man?
I'm gonna say this. Geno got some of the most weapons in the NFL. I don't know if y'all know this, but I will say this again. That running game is going to be disgusting. Now you add DK Metcalf, Jack Sonic Nickma, Tyler Lockett. What's the tight end? Noah Fant.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Kimball Walker jumping that from UCLA. A good offensive line. Okay, sleep on that nigga again if you want to.
Yeah.
If Jackson or Nick would be what he's supposed to be, you see what I'm saying? He could
next to DK on the opposite side of DK. God damn.
And you got Tyler Lockett in the middle. Like, this is not a joke. They got everything they need to win something. Like, if Geno can't do it, they'll literally be a quarterback away from a Super Bowl offense. You give any good quarterback what Geno has right now, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Y'all know something, man. Y'all know something. Sitting here listening to this shit, I think sometimes I get just lost in the NFC South, man. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This shit just gets me even that much motherfucking more excited, man. To look at these other teams, and we ain't even talking about the AFC. Man, it's hard. It's hard to play football in the NFL, man.
Look, it's hard as hell to play in the AFC. I swear to God, they got niggas.
You can't
yes, sir.
You're right. Go. You said the NFC ain't ready yet.
I told you they ain't ready for them AFC. These the pups down here. This the pups down here.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the AFC is ran by one motherfucker and a bunch of other niggas that's up under him, and that's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They are running. They running the fucking West.
Q, I'm about to say this, and it's about to be so disappointing to you. First of all, Patrick Mahomes
like that, Q.
I love Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow don't got the Legion of Boom around him like how Patrick Mahomes do. Andy Reid is the ultimate cheat code to any goddamn offense, bro. No doubt. And as long as he has that, he will flourish in the NFL.
Look, I done seen that man with his offensive coordinator whoop that nigga 3 times. I don't know if I can jump in this track with you.
But look at this. Look at this, Mike. Andy Reid has had Donovan McNabb and went to a Super Bowl. This fucker here has had Alex Smith and had them boys competent. You know watered down vanilla ass Alex Smith.
You right, Q. And I seen Joe Burrow come off the bench, punch Patrick Mahomes in the mouth and Andy Reid 3 games in a row and almost made it 4 if it wasn't for a dumbass player on his team. Joe Burrow is that dude.
Yeah, he is that dude. But if he ever gets some help, so Mike, understand what it is with Joe Burrow is he going up against 4 niggas right now in a fight. And if he ever get competent help to come up with him to do a street fight, it's over. But
That's what
right
I'm saying,
now,
Q.
he one
Q, this is
nigga
what I'm
boxing
saying.
4 niggas right now.
Q, you don't understand what I'm
Is something
saying.
different
I
though. Joe
seen
Brown
Joe
something
Burrow.
different
He
though.
went out in the street with them same 4 niggas,
Yeah.
and he whooped that ass. He do
Hey,
not care. There was
hold
nothing
up,
in
Mike.
this man's
But
veins.
but Mike, but Mike, they came back up on him. They rolled back up on his ass. So like I said,
See,
hmm,
you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it.
I get it.
You
Joe
did not
Joe is a
look at
bad
what
motherfucker,
happened.
man.
You did not look at what happened in that Tennessee playoff game. That boy got put on his ass 10
10
motherfucking times.
times.
Yeah, he
And
And
did.
guess
still
what?
came back
Back
for the
to flow.
kill.
That
Yes,
boy
sir.
is something different. For the
He
kill. For the
he is
You
motherfucking
right.
different.
kill.
He is.
You right,
I promise you
Kendall.
right
You're
now,
right.
if we had Joe Shiesty
Yes,
in
Joe
Carolina,
Cool, man. Joe
I would
Cool.
stick my fucking nuts on the table every week and say, fuck the NFL.
goddamn
I
right.
knew
Damn
that
right.
my quarterback could go out there and
Yeah.
outduel anybody. But the
Yo, and
problem
I
you
know
know
what's
what,
wrong with that,
is,
Mike,
Q?
boy. I'm trying to
Q,
tell you now. What's
on
going
everything
on
I
with
love, Q, I'm right beside you. Like now what, niggas?
but guess
Now
what,
what,
Mike?
niggas?
Guess what,
trying
Mike? Though,
to tell you.
but listen to me when I'm saying this. For every Patrick Ewing, there's a Michael Jordan in his motherfucking way, and that's the problem. This
But guess
nigga,
what?
he
Look, and
good.
you know what, Q? I'm about to push back. I'm here to tell you, if I had to put money on the table, because I have, if Joe Burrow's going to beat that man, I'm telling you, 3 times in a row I got paid. I only took 1 loss. I'm not about to put nothing above Joe Cool. I think Joe Cool can kill Patrick, and if he don't get some more help soon, I bet you Trevor Lawrence is going to shoot that man too. I said it
Yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
But
you
Mike,
wanna,
yeah,
you
Hey,
wanna.
Mike. Hey,
that leads me, y'all, exactly to what Kendall been saying. And I'm gonna
Mm,
tell you something, man. Kendall had Kendall done drilled this shit in on the Falcons fan. I gotta disclose something to y'all, man. I ain't got no choice but to roll with my quarterback. You feel me? But Kendall makes this statement often. He says the quarterback play in the NFC ain't nowhere near what it is in the AFC. Kendall
Absolutely
said
not.
Kendall says over the next 3 years, you gonna see the NFC load up on quarterbacks beginning next year. There's some dogs that's coming over here, and that's gonna elevate the play over here. Kendall been preaching that shit. I've been listening to him, listening to him, listening to him. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Tell y'all something. Now I have
This
been
shit they can't
clear.
get no worse.
I have been clear and I have been open, revealing myself when I told y'all my preference is to draft a quarterback high. And we got rid of in the 3rd round. Now, do I believe he's better than the 3rd round talent? I do. I like what he did at Cincinnati. But I'm telling y'all, man, I don't give a damn what Ritter does against Baker. I don't give a fuck what he does against Derek Carr. I don't give a damn what he does against whoever the fuck anybody else roll out there. I'm watching him. I'm telling y'all right now, head to head against
Yo,
Bryce Young. What up, Twan? And the reason
what's
why
up?
I
What's
say
up?
that is because Bryce is the future, man. Bryce is
there
already
you go.
what
There you go.
Kendall said these teams are
yeah.
gonna
There you
have to
go.
get to be able to have sustained success in this motherfucking NFL, man. And mediocrity ain't gonna get it. Now, that's why I said
No, it ain't.
our team, our coaches already said it and made it clear. It ain't no competition. He don't want. He don't want. That's why I told y'all that Trey Lance shit is bullshit. Tyler Heineke is as good as it's gonna get behind Desmond Ritter because they not gonna put him in that situation to see what he can do. Now you're right. If the motherfucker go out there 0-6, then Arthur Smith got to think about his job. He got to make a move then. But I'm telling y'all, man, I got a season to get that boy and see what he do. If he go out there and prove to be boy wonder, then I'll be the first one that he has convinced. Fuck the rest of the world. I'll be the first
Uh,
one. But if he
uh,
Look,
anything short of that,
ho-
I don't want to waste no
And,
time next year
all
with
right.
no pick, man.
and
hold,
hold on,
hold,
hold
hold,
on, Mike,
Mike,
hold on, Mike, hold on, Mike, hold
hold,
on, Mike.
Swan,
I'm
hold, Mike, hold, Mike.
I'm address the chat. Jeff R. just said, y'all read what Jeff R. statement. I just said that earlier. I said that 2
That
lives
was
ago,
garbage.
Jeff.
Yep.
I said
Yep.
that another. They have
Yep.
last 10 years. That's why it's called a cycle. That's why you have the draft. The bottom pushes the top, and then the top get the fuck out of the way, go to the bottom. That's when you win the Super Bowl, you start at 32 in the draft. The next team behind that is the loser, 31. Boom, 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 boom. So on and so on. So therefore, they going to get it. The AFC was shit. Now they got all the quarterbacks. The Wolves are up there, y'all. Get your ass up there. Let's see what the fuck you get ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Twan, what you got for me?
Go ahead,
Nah, man, I'm just listening to y'all, bro. I mean, y'all got a good conversation going on. I'm just listening to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
PK.
in the future, I promise you, I said it earlier. Every Atlanta fan, I want y'all to pay attention. Y'all dumbass had a Super Bowl if y'all signed Lamar Jackson. I don't know what y'all was thinking. Y'all that hands down had the best quarterback in the NFC by far. For some reason, y'all wanted to sign a bunch of old motherfuckers, overpay some motherfuckers, and decided this is how we gonna build our team. So when the shit hits the fan, and that Bijan Robinson, he gets you too far to get the first pick of the draft. Desmond Ritter gets you too far to get the early pick of the draft, but you don't get. When you in them ugly ass team numbers and you can't get a number one quarterback, and you like, damn, we fucked for the next 10, 12 years. Remember, I said that Lamar Jackson going to Atlanta should have been a Super Bowl. It was the dumbest thing when I heard Arthur Smith.
That sounds like the same shit we used to do.
Check this out quickly. I'm gonna be quick.
Did you say a
these
Super
other
Bowl?
brothers can get their comments in. I'm gonna be real
I
quick
said
with that.
I'll get at you in a minute, Corn.
So they were in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. And I'll be real quick with this, Mike. Let me tell you why. All that energy they put into Deshaun Watson the year before, right?
Yeah.
If they would have swung, they would have jumped out there in the open and swung at Lamar and missed. You can't just keep looking like the motherfucker chasing after this bitch who dealing with another nigga all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch.
Okay,
it's a different bitch.
But
This bitch don't want to be home. She showed you on ESPN, FS1, online, everything. That bitch didn't want to go home. That nigga didn't love her, didn't consider her, was fucking her best friend. She didn't want to go home. She was looking somewhere to go.
But Mike,
and y'all ass dropped the ball.
My point is still the same. So maybe you sniff around Lamar, but either way. So they went with the other concept, which was to build your team through the draft and through free agency. Now that's the combination that you have to have. You can't do just one and not the other. If they would have blew that load, all that money on Lamar, it wouldn't have been shit else. It wouldn't have been no Jesse Bates. It wouldn't have been no Calais Campbell. It wouldn't have been none of these other motherfuckers. It wouldn't have been re-signing. It wouldn't have been re-signing Chris Lindstrom. It wouldn't have been none of that.
So let me tell you what you just said. You just said in so many words, if they would have signed Lamar, they wouldn't overpay for the two players that they did sign. That's what you said.
We ain't gonna talk about overpayment because of what y'all did with Miles Sanders. I don't see Jesse Bates as being an overpayment. But I want to let Twan and Leo and everybody else get off, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. Now we didn't overpay for Jesse Bates. Period.
Leo, what's going on, brother?
What's up, gentlemen? I appreciate the opportunity. I just want to say one thing, and I'll be gone. In response to what you guys talked about, the AFC and their quarterbacks and how skilled they are, the Carolina Panthers made a large mistake, in my opinion, by not drafting Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson has the physical abilities to be a Patrick Mahomes-like player, transcendent skill set. The NFL will see next year the ability that this guy has, and the Panthers made a large mistake by not drafting him because, in my opinion, to beat Joe Justin, the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, and Patrick Mahomes, you need a transcendent player. You don't need a player that's slightly above average that you're hoping will become and duplicate what he did in college. I believe he made a large mistake. Anthony Richardson is the future of the NFL. I'm not to say the future, probably the future shit. Anthony Richardson has the ability to be just as good as the top quarterbacks in the NFL. That's my opinion.
I believe that though. And me and Goat was going over that. Like I said, we were leading the charge behind it because after we took our time and broke that guy down, that kid is incredible, man. And I pray that he gets. You say what?
He can damn sure be what that. He can damn sure be what that quarterback in Buffalo is. Ain't no doubt about that.
But not even because the thing about, like I say, he can be an individual, but the thing about he could take it to another level because the quarterback from Buffalo, he's an athletic individual, but it stops at a certain point. Anthony Richardson's level of athleticism is another level. He's like a creative player level, and he also has the ability to throw the ball. So,
but it's not accurate.
Hold tight because you haven't seen him play in the NFL yet. I understand I understand everybody's position on the matter, but I believe this guy has the ability to compete with the Josh Allens and the quarterbacks in the AFC as opposed to what we have in the NFC South or the NFC. I don't see Bryce being a transcendent
I think
player.
Anthony Richardson is still a project. I think Indianapolis is going to have to work with this dude for a couple of years because he still won blowout award in college. Now y'all already explained why he wasn't blowout award in college, and I thought y'all made some great points. His coaching staff wasn't great, man. He ain't had the greatest of talent around him. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. We seen him do some flashy stuff, and it was impressive, man. But he's still a project. He's still not complete yet, man. And it's gonna take some years. I can't say he's gonna be bad, but I can't really sit here and say he's gonna be good. Man, like
I beg to differ.
I don't get it. Wait, I don't get it. Let me say this real quick.
I don't see.
I beg to differ, though.
I think his upside is incredible, but
it's
I
not
still
gonna
think
take
he's a
years,
project.
though. Is what I'm saying because he's so athletically talented that he can lean on his athleticism until his arm and his smarts get to where you need him to be.
See what Jalen Hurts does for the Philadelphia. See what Jalen Hurts does. Jalen Hurts
Exactly.
That's
Leo on point.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Leo on point though. He on point with that now.
No, he ain't, because he shoots Cam Newton down too much to be an Anthony Richardson fan, bro.
But Twan,
They're too different. They're too different.
With Steichen, is he in the right hands? Oh, my bad.
Y'all keep saying like this man is not y'all hold Bryce to the standard talking about Bryce is so smart. They've already told y'all that Anthony Richardson was blowing people away on the whiteboard. That he
and they also said Bryce was another level. Let's not do that. Y'all get on my nerves.
Are y'all seriously in here trying to put Anthony Richardson over the quarterback that's on your squad already? Man, we got the Oracle on our team.
Don't do
that. Listen, what y'all call Wally? Hey, Mike, what they call Wally? We got the fucking Oracle and quarterback on our team.
Talent is talent.
There's no quarterback in this draft better than one on our team, bro.
Well, let me get this right.
They keep saying that he can't do this.
Anthony Richardson ain't walking through our door, man. We got Bryce Young.
This guy they told, but see, you ain't listening. Have you listened to the critics? Have you listened to the people saying?
I'm not cheering, I'm not cheering for Anthony Richardson. I can give a fuck what he do with Indiana.
What you saying right now? You have not listened to the reports about how that guy.
I don't want to listen to no more reports about Anthony Richardson.
Okay, listen.
That's why right there. That's why
that guy is not on Bryce Young's level.
I need to understand this, Q. I need to understand this.
He ain't on Bryce Young's level.
Hold on. Go ahead, Mike.
I need y'all to help me out. How did a man, because he's that athletic, that big, and that strong, have such an average ass season? I don't give a damn what y'all say he didn't have. How does he go above the man that's been succeeding since he was 2? Like, help me out.
Okay. Stop right there, Mike. Stop right there, Mike. Mike, stop right there.
teams though, Mike. On the best team.
You going to Alabama and you going to Ohio State, and this guy right here went to Florida. It's a difference.
All right. That is a horrible fucking excuse. Because you mean to tell me that you haven't seen the man do it, so you don't have faith that he's going to do it. But you seen this man light up the board with mediocre talent, but y'all don't have the same faith?
Hey,
Mike, on September the 10th, you're going to see, Mike, the world will see.
Mike, who did Cam Newton have? Who did Cam Newton have in his year at Auburn? What was the superstars on his team?
We're not talking about
a different guy, bro. Hold on.
Who were the superstars on his team? None.
And he won
Cam no superstars with Auburn.
We're living in the past. We're not talking about Cam Newton. We're not talking about Cam Newton.
Okay, let's get some control over this right here. All right. We are not going to bring up Cam Newton. He has nothing to do with Anthony Richardson. So if you guys can't stay on the topic, we are not going to do this shit. Not today.
Cam Newton.
He is on topic. We comparing the dude that got the same style.
Right, why we even talk? Let's get you the fuck up out of here.
Come on.
Hey, I have a question. Why are we talking about Anthony Richardson? Why we talking about Anthony Richardson when he's not on our team?
Why are we talking about Anthony Richardson digging up to this dude?
Because you guys mentioned
How's Anthony Richardson on topic?
Do we not play Indianapolis? Do we not play Indianapolis?
Man, that's a win.
We'll do that. All right, okay.
We're talking about division opponents. We're talking about
Riley, that's a win.
Okay.
Kendall, don't worry about it, Kendall. But you know what? On September the 10th, the world will see.
That's a win.
You guys, it's all right. But I'm not going to bring it up no more. September the 10th, you guys are going to see the star in the making. We made a mistake, in my opinion.
You can always go cheer for them, right? You know they want you over there.
Hey, Leo. On real though,
you know you can always go cheer for them.
I don't know if he's gonna come out the box like that. I mean,
ain't no way in hell, Wally.
But I believe the guy has talent. I'm just saying I don't know if we're saying this year we're gonna be all surprised. And maybe it may take a couple years, but if he does this year, okay. I'm just saying the guy got talent, but.
Okay, Wally, because if he does it this year, I'm going to say, motherfucker, I told all y'all bitches so.
Okay, all right. So here, but what? Okay, all right,
You gonna sound crazy saying the dude.
So here's the deal, though.
Man, I ain't paying your ass no attention, man. I say what the fuck I want to say.
That shit gonna sound
crazy.
I don't give a damn what it sound like. It can sound like kiss my ass. I don't give a damn.
Hey, then go rock with the fucking coach, then.
Nigga, you go rock.
Hey, look, y'all missing something though. It's something y'all missing.
Q. I just want to say something to Q.
What's up?
Q. That gentleman is an antagonist. Q. Don't fall for it. Don't give no energy. He's an antagonist. So just let him say what he's gonna say, Q, and just let him have it. Because all he does is go back and forth. You a passionate dude. He's an antagonist. So don't fall. You see how I do him, Q? Just do it like I do him. That's all. Let him say what he's going to say and treat him like a little kid and let him get it off.
Wow.
Look,
Carolina Logic.
Shit.
Y'all missing something.
I do want to tell you this about Florida, though, man. They have essentially, and this guy comes from Georgia high school football royalty. His dad and his brother have like 50-year history of winning state championships in Georgia. I think that dude who's Florida's head coach right now is a glorified high school football coach. I don't think he's ready for the SEC, man. I think he in over his head, man. Yeah, I said that Red Swarm and motherfucker jump on my ass when I said that Red Swarm because they just didn't want to hear it. So I done got to the point now. I don't tell nobody what they need to hear about Anthony Richardson. I just sit back and when the motherfucker come out and he start balling, I'm not gonna say a damn thing. I'm gonna just sit back and smile.
Okay, Q, watch this. When we play him this year, right? Okay, when we play him this year.
When you say Thurman? Hold on. When you say Thurman?
Huh? No, I said.
When you say Thurman?
No,
he Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Oh, here we go with this wild shit.
Yeah. Hey, so when we play him this year, right, and we beat them, right, and he doesn't look the way he's looking. I hope y'all keep the same energy, cause that next show when we have it, I'm gonna give y'all all y'all motherfuckers here, cause y'all motherfuckers act like some Y'all act like somebody stole y'all wife, fucked her in front of you, and I mean,
Right.
what
God
is this
damn,
bullshit? I mean, y'all need to leave this shit
So
alone.
so let me get this straight. Since you want to be that anal, we ain't sit around here and put a thumb in our ass for Preston Williams, motherfucker. What you mean? You around here cheering on the fucking fifth string. I don't get. See, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself, goddammit.
So horny for Anthony Richardson, though.
Yeah, they like Jilly love
This
him.
my thing though.
Jilly
How do
love
y'all
her.
figure he gonna shine in the
so horny for that
AFC
dude?
compared to
Hold
Bryson?
on. Hey,
I'm interjecting one more second. Hold
hey,
on.
I agree
MDJ
with
wanted
that,
to say
MDJ.
something.
I agree with that.
We were talking about Cowboys. We've been talking because we played them. We talked about
Respectfully, Logic.
because we played them. We talked about Detroit because we played them. You have to talk about the op. This is a Carolina Panther podcast, but we're gonna talk about our fucking schedule.
Yeah, and we teach here. We don't just get on lives and do the rah shit. We teach.
Talk about
Let me say something, Kendall.
So motherfuckers need to learn.
Hold up.
Kendall,
Facts, Logic.
let me say something.
Facts,
Man,
Logic.
hold on a damn minute. You ain't talking nothing right now. Hold
Y'all
on.
trying to spin the argument. Y'all trying to spin the
Nobody's
argument.
spinning no damn argument. You ain't talking nothing.
Nobody talking about that we got to
Go ahead, go.
Y'all are horny for this dude.
Man, here we go with this shit here.
We will talk about this schedule all year long. We will talk about the ops all year long around here. We will do that because we play them. We are going to educate all year long because we play them.
You don't want to hear this shit, you ain't got to come. It's simple as that.
No, but hold on now.
Everybody knows that you
No.
Not going to talk about Bryce Young all day. We're not going to talk about Bryce Young all day.
I understand that completely. I understand that completely. But here's the deal, go. Y'all act. You know, y'all didn't listen to the show back. Y'all act like when y'all talk about Anthony, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, because they do.
Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it?
Here we go with this shit right here. Nobody can have their own favorite or their own opinion of a motherfucker.
No, you got a favorite.
Listen to fanboy number 3 now.
Q, you can have a favorite, but old boy compared to Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on now.
Like that. Hey, I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that though.
Old boy said Patrick Mahomes in college. Like Patrick Mahomes in college was crazy. He was on a shitty team.
Exactly. Like, he was on a shitty team. He put up 5K in college. Come on, man. I know.
Anthony Richardson didn't do it. I mean, I think he'd be good, but the same Anthony Richardson.
Richardson played for fucking Florida in the SEC.
Yeah.
There ain't no such thing as a suck-ass team in the SEC. Except Vanderbilt.
Shout out to Thurman, man.
You right about that.
He's going against straight dogs.
Maybe that's it.
I just thought that was crazy when he said Patrick Mahomes.
Missouri.
I was like, come on.
I like
but Thurman, you gotta understand what we talking about. We talking about how everybody take a blind eye and say this boy 4-5 years down the line. You missing the whole. You putting the cart in front of the goddamn horse. This cat athleticism is so out of this world right now. He can lean on this shit for the first 2 years of his career without throwing much. But he can throw the fucking ball.
I think he'd be good, but
he got the right coach too.
But Thurman, you see how I say? You see how I say? When I say that, motherfuckers took that and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? They're not listening. They're not listening.
They
Toot it up.
Look at what you comparing him to, though.
Yeah,
look at what you comparing him to.
All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, y'all. Since y'all know so damn much. Wait. So when he come out and be successful, I just want to hear y'all turn around and say
Richardson and Mahomes in the same sentence ever.
No, Twan.
I did not do that.
I think anybody who does that right now is insulting Patrick Mahomes. But I do think it's a fair comparison. I think it's a fair comparison to look at him.
No, Leo did say Patrick.
I'm gonna do an episode called "Dumbass Niggas Who Can't Fucking Listen." That's what the fuck I'm gonna call the next episode. Dumb bitches who can't fucking listen. Now clean the motherfucking wax out your goddamn ear. So all you punk motherfuckers who can't listen, it'll sure be aimed for your ass.
Kendall, I want to ask a question.
Can't hear shit.
I want to ask a question, Kendall. I think it's
Yo,
an insult. It's an insult. We all see what the fuck Patrick Mahomes does on the field. That's an insult. Let's don't do that. But I
we
think
can
it's
compare it to
fair.
Mahomes.
No,
Who compared to Mahomes?
okay. So hold on, Kendall.
Leo
It was
did.
some shit
Leo
that Leo.
compared him.
Okay, I didn't want to say it,
Yeah,
but I
he
That's
done what I
did.
Leo.
did.
That
When
was
Leo
Leo.
been on the show, ain't none of y'all boys stop him and say, "Hold on." Y'all boys
I'll
sit
say
there and wait
yeah.
till he go, and now
No,
y'all
no,
want to
they
say
did.
we
No, no,
said
no,
the shit.
But
no, no. They did,
I'll
but
say
y'all was
no.
trying to talk about other
I
stuff.
say in the chat they did. I say,
Yeah.
but I do say it's fair. I do say it's fair to look at him in comparison to Jalen Hurts, if for no other reason because Steichen is now his head coach, and he had Jalen Hurts in Philly last year. So you
But
gonna
you can't.
see
You
a
can't.
lot of the same shit you saw in Jalen Hurts. You gonna see that in Anthony
Man, Jalen
Richardson.
Hurts was a
Swamp,
winner
you
everywhere he
can't.
went in college.
Swamp. His first
Yeah,
year, you can't even compare him. I'm not. Come on, Swamp. You know I know more football than that. You can't even compare him to Hurts because he's a rookie, right? He ain't did shit right now yet. We just talking
facts.
about what the boy could be, and
Yeah,
y'all and I made the point. I'm telling y'all, this is a fact. The boy can process. The boy can process. The boy
Who
ain't
can
no dumb.
process?
They done. Santa Claus, Quan. Who the fuck
Santa
y'all
Claus,
talking about?
the fucking Martian man, the goddamn man on the moon.
Who
That's
can?
what the fuck we talk about.
Okay, now
But
that
this
y'all
is the
done being
thing though.
comedians, now y'all
The
If he
done
fuck
being
could
you
have, he
mean?
comedians.
would have though.
Damn.
Who
Why
you
he didn't
talking
do that
about?
at
I know
Florida?
you ain't
Why
talking
he
about
didn't do it
Anthony
at Florida?
Richardson. I know you ain't talking about Anthony
Oh
Richardson.
Lord, have mercy.
I know you ain't
Boy,
saying he
man,
can
Anyway,
process.
we got a quarterback named Bryce Young. I'm not gonna sit there all y'all goddamn night over this shit,
That's
man.
gonna
Not
cook
me.
the
Me
league.
neither. Not me neither. Not me neither. Not me neither.
You dealing with niggas who don't listen, Goat. So I'm done. I can't. I'm not
But
about to
you
do
all
it.
over there talking about motherfucking Bryce
Motherfucker don't
Young ain't his
listen.
quarterback.
hey, old
but
boy
Q,
dropped that
Q, I
bomb on
tried
the
to give him
ass.
some. I tried to give him
Yeah,
some
he
You know,
smoke
we
did.
by
already
throwing
know.
my quarterback under the
Talking
bus.
about Bryce
Leo
Young ain't
funny.
his quarterback. That's some dumb shit.
Obviously, he didn't see nothing
He's
during
not
the
my
draft
quarterback.
process. Obviously, he did not see anything during the draft process. Obviously, he didn't.
Man, look at here.
Look,
Shout
man,
out to
there was
Pantherology in the chat, brother. Hey man, we appreciate you, fam, for pulling up.
yeah. Shout out to Pantherology, man.
Yeah, I tried to throw some red meat in the conversation by
No,
throwing my
man, Kendall
quarterback
holding out
halfway
his
under the
hopes and
rug,
dreams that
man.
Anthony
So
Richardson
Nah,
gonna walk into Charlotte
and,
somehow.
and, and we good. We good, man. It's just I
I'm
don't
good
know,
with
man.
Bryce.
Hey,
Nigga,
maybe
y'all want Dak Prescott? Anybody want Dak Prescott? Anybody? Nobody?
Are you trying to give his ass away for a box of cookies? Nobody want his ass.
y'all,
Nobody
man.
wants that.
Nobody know.
I'm proud of Dak for overcoming that injury. That's all I can say for Dak,
Hey,
man.
Swan,
So,
Bryce Young
yo,
get ready to cook the league. Cook him. He
hey
about to
Twan,
cook
let
all
me
of
tell you
them.
something. Let me tell you
Rookie
something
of the
that this
year.
conversation, Twan. Let me tell you something this conversation got me thinking about, and I'm gonna say it right here in the midst of y'all Panthers fans, like it or not. Yeah, I got a hot take for you. I got to thinking when we was just talking about AR, looking at where these dudes fail. That's why I'm telling you something. I don't expect to see too much out of CJ Stroud because I couldn't even tell you who the fucking offensive coordinator in Houston is. But I do know this: Anthony Richardson fell in a great situation.
He did.
What the comment I wanted to make to y'all, and y'all think on this before y'all light my ass up. If Bryce had to fail to Kyle Shanahan or Pete Carroll, man, now I might agree with you about him lighting up the NFL.
He got too
I
much
don't
to
think
learn, bro.
any of them quarterbacks went
He
to a
got
good
too much to
situation in the
learn.
AFC. It's too much. It's too much to do with in the AFC for him to shine. That boy
His
not
Period.
gonna
I agree
shine
with
and
you.
stand
his
out over
upside is
Justin Herbert and all them
crazy.
guys.
His upside
Yeah.
is crazy, but his downside is bad. It's bad, man. He gonna throw a lot of interceptions, bro. He was doing it in college.
If Bryce Young be average in the NFC, he gonna
His
look like one of the
athleticism
top
is
quarterbacks.
nuts, though.
Twan, you
If he take
played
off and
DT and
run,
tackle. You played
yeah.
DT and tackle. That boy had maybe 2.5 seconds to make a decision at Florida behind that fucking line, man.
No, man.
Yeah, that was bad.
I don't want to hear that. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for no SEC teams. Don't do that. Don't
See
do that.
that? They don't want to hear it. They don't want to
He
hear it
looked
right there.
terrible at Florida,
No,
man.
that's
Full of shit,
Florida,
ain't it?
bro.
We boy here
That's
full of
Florida.
shit,
That's
ain't
the
it?
Florida
Twan, you
Gators.
saw
I
that
tell
shit. You
you,
saw
boy.
them
Florida
games,
was
Twan. You
decent,
saw
though.
that shit.
You could
Florida
tell
was
them bitch the
That's the
sky blue
Florida
and they still
Gators,
gonna go out
bro.
and look. I'm trying to tell you. These some
Y'all,
crazy
guess
fuckers,
what?
man.
And
He can
Anthony
play with North
Richardson was
Carolina
out there
A&T. He
shooting
played
air
with the
balls,
Florida
boy.
Gators.
Alex Smith threw 20 interceptions in his rookie year, though. I'll be damned. 20 interceptions.
Damn.
Alex Smith was a pretty good starter, though.
Alex Smith was a damn good quarterback. Period, man. He had a good. He
Yeah.
had a, that
Damn
injury
right.
was a motherfucker, but he had a good
There you
career,
go.
man.
There you go, Swarm. So he fucked his
Hey, man.
leg up in Washington.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
Peyton Manning
Yeah.
have a whole bunch of interceptions his rookie year?
See, look, man, that's
Peyton
semantics.
Manning did it too.
Peyton Manning threw like 19.
Whenever we take a player and then find another player to fit our argument, that's just semantics. That don't mean that's how that shit gonna work out. You can go find
right,
anybody and go, this person did such and such in this year, and then say that it's possible. But when we talking about
Your
that
black ass
nitty-gritty,
just
come
said,
on, man.
and said something about what Cam did. You the first one that came on here and said something about what Cam did. Come on, don't come with that
know we all
bullshit,
do
man.
it. He
Because
know
Don't
we
come
all
with
That
that
way you
bullshit.
do. That way you
Come
do.
on now, man.
One foot in, 1 foot out ass nigga. Never seen no
You wrong,
hopscotch ass
Reggie.
nigga jumping all over the place ass boy.
You and Kendall just don't know what the
That's
fuck y'all talking about.
semantics. That's
Yeah.
semantics.
Y'all
Yeah,
motherfuckers, I don't give a
A
fuck
hip,
if the
a
team
hop, a
suck or
hippity
ours
hop
not.
hop,
I don't give a
hippity
fuck.
hoppity hop.
Hey, but listen,
You know?
y'all. I'm gonna say this. I'm
Old
gonna say
ass
this, and
niggas.
I'm glad. I'm glad, Twan.
Motherfucking
I'm
Floyd,
glad,
dead ass motherfuckers.
Twan. I'm glad you came on the show today, man. Because let me say this, as the only op in this chat, man. I'm gonna say this on Black Cat Panther podcast, not just on 704. Man, I got mad respect for Twan. I'm gonna keep my big respects and big ups to him because not only do he come in here and state his opinion and stand on his own 2 feet, man, he catch it at home, man.
I got to deal with 2 feet.
That nigga catch it at home, boy.
Oh my god.
He
People
dealing
say
with
I
them
got to deal
Saints
with
in
a
the
house
crib.
of 50 motherfuckers that's all Saints or fucking Falcons fans. So I don't give a fuck.
I got a whole
By
new
my damn
respect for
self.
Twan, y'all. I got a whole new respect for Twan, y'all. Hell yeah, man.
And I still tell them to their face they garbage.
Well, I tell you like this, man. You know, Thurman, we got y'all this year, man. How y'all looking against us?
I have no idea. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't ready.
You ain't got no faith in your boys?
Hey, look, the Cowboys found a way to fuck it up. That's what they go.
Who does Thurman
They
cheer
found
for?
a way to fuck it up.
Thurman, first of all, Thurman is our NCAA guy for our channel right here. So make sure y'all sub up to there. And he's a Cowboy fan.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's it called? What
the hell?
Station 88. Station 88. NCAA. I'm gonna put it in the chat for everybody.
Okay, thanks, man. Thanks.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
We
Yeah,
will
I'm
be
gonna
doing
get
it
over
on
We got
Saturdays.
a
You are listening to the voice of Carolina, Duke, and North Carolina State right here. You are listening.
Them some nice schools. I know one that's better.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not going there.
There go the
I ain't going
fanboy.
I ain't going
Here we
there.
go.
Talking about them dogs,
go.
Twan.
Nah, bro. I'm talking
I
about the
already,
alma
I'm
mater.
just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, Twan.
I'm talking about the alma mater.
I heard what Claire said last night. I'm
It's
just
all
fucking
good.
with you.
Minor. We go some sizing at the rings right now. It's minor.
Yes, sir. I just put the link in the chat. Make sure y'all go over there, show that love. Follow him, sub on up. We will be getting that up off the ground right now.
I'm on it. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Q, you see that? You see this? Even a Dallas fan knows the truth. Saw that? He ain't say nothing. We're gonna whoop their ass when they come.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Wiley. I ain't.
Hey, Wiley.
At the tailgate, I'm gonna be 5 shots in. So.
Hey, we'll be right beside each other.
Wiley coming down from Germany.
Y'all gotta play Indianapolis too, right?
Who, the Cowboys or Panthers? I don't know.
Falcons.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
we
I'm
gonna
doing
beat the
just like you,
motherfucking brakes
Twan. I'm
off them
counting that a
motherfuckers.
dub. I'm counting that a W just like you are. But like I say, man, you know, yeah, I'm counting that as a win, man. I think both our clubs are, man. Ain't no doubt about that.
Boys on your ass, Thurman. Damn,
No,
Thurman.
I'm talking about we talking about Indianapolis.
No, he's talking
I'm
about the
talking about
Cowboys.
Logic. Logic on Cowboys ass look like.
Okay.
What quarterback is Logic talking about? What quarterback you talking about?
That's Dakota Prescott. He done got all the stats, percentages, and
Yeah,
all on his
Dakota
ass.
Prescott. On Dakota Prescott. Damn right. Dakota.
Yeah. Dak threw hell a
Dak
lot
went
of
to a good
interceptions
team, man.
last year, man.
Yeah, I
Dak
don't
wasn't
know that
even.
man no
Dak
more.
wasn't. Y'all remember when Dak wasn't even all that at Mississippi State, man. He got drafted in the 4th round to the right team, and that's how some quarterbacks wind up getting big names because they go late to the right situation. But now
Yeah,
he
the
ain't got
offensive
all that
line.
talent around him.
Actually, Twan, Dak Prescott owed the Carolina Panthers his life. We put Tony Romo out.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
And he got his,
you said,
man, he was
inherited
behind a
money.
good offensive line, good running
in the
backs,
Tony
good
Romo career.
That was
receiver
Thanksgiving
weapons.
Day, wasn't
Y'all started Romo's career and ended his career.
We broke his bacchiotomy.
Hey, that bitch full up like a lawn chair. Got his ass. Oh
Shit,
my
Tony
God.
Romo
We beat him in the
Tony
Kelly
Romo
Candy
making
uniform.
more money
Welcome,
now
Dak.
broadcasting than he did in the
You're
NFL.
welcome, Dak.
He a good broadcaster too, in my opinion.
He is.
I
he
like
really
Tony
is,
Romo.
man. I like.
He said that's for AR-15. He said that's for
Dallas would have
AR-15.
never picked his ass up if your boy he was the golden child over there at Dallas.
Oh yeah.
He don't know how to. He don't know how to hide his favoritism when he call in a Cowboys game. No, he need to tighten that shit up, man.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna change that.
You're right.
Yeah, well,
you're right.
We got to face y'all this year.
All the Cowboys take up for them are the most annoying fans in the NFL.
I got a question, Thurman.
And let them blow the dust off them old ass trophies, Twine, man.
I got a question, Thurman. What y'all doing at running back, bro?
Yeah, it look like it's gonna be Pollard and what's the boy name? Deuce Vaughn. That's look like
Pollard is a beast.
Yeah.
They gonna hurt that
come
boy.
off that injury though. That injury serious.
Yeah,
they gonna hurt that boy Deuce Vaughn.
I posed the question though, man, that I got some pushback on, but man, I would have been happy if we wouldn't have picked up Dak Prescott up, man, as a power back. I would have been happy with that move because we ain't got to pay him shit.
You talking about Zeke?
Pick him up
You mean Zeke? I think he means Zeke.
As a power back.
Yeah.
Zeke.
I'm about to say, what the fuck?
I mean Zeke. Cause hey, look, he looking good. He doing all the shit he should have been doing when he was at Dallas.
But why you think he's still out there, Twan?
I don't know. It's got to be some personal shit, bro.
Being a running back,
all that off the field shit. Teams might be afraid to touch him, man. Like they ain't
How
never
much
did
money
shit
is
in
he
their
looking
life.
for? How much money is he looking for?
He willing to take like some minimal bullshit, man. I mean,
he gonna take the minimal with us.
But the fact is, he already got his big contract. So you sign him, he ain't got no, he
already gonna get that Dallas money.
Yeah, he just coming to sit on the team.
That motherfucker just want to get on the team so he could just reprove himself.
I hope he don't fuck around and go to Miami as much as he like to act the fool.
Man, I don't know.
That motherfucker get on South Beach, he'll be in jail.
That
motherfucker get on South Beach, he'll be in jail next month, bro.
He ain't gonna be without a job though. As soon as the minute somebody get hurt, he gonna get picked up. But damn,
yeah. No doubt. That's definitely gonna happen for him. But he'll be nice. Dick still got a few miles, man. Zeke still got a few miles. He'll be nice in the rotation, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what, Thurman.
Man, and you got a Cowboy fan in here. Them Cowboys never the same when they leave Dallas, man.
Nah. Well, I think it was nah. You right. I was about to say.
What Cowboys ever left Dallas and went somewhere else and blew up besides Prime? Or was that his last team?
No, his last team was I think
his last team was the Ravens. The Ravens was his last team.
Baltimore.
Damn,
I forgot about that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Dion was on that team with Ray Lewis then for a little minute, bro. Ed Reed. Yeah, boy. Trying to tell you, boy, Dub Q remember everything. Hey, Cliff. I'm gonna make sure we get it out here, Thurman. The week we got the Cowboys, you are a feature for that, fam. We gotta make that happen.
All right, I'm gonna be drunk that whole week. Just to let you know.
Well, hopefully your team be drunk on the field. How about
I
that?
don't think.
Hopefully that
Talk
happens.
about the
We
motherfucker.
all gonna be drunk, but I'm telling
Hey,
you,
Q,
bro.
you
I
see
can't.
what
Can't
Blake
watch
the
the game
Snake
sober.
saying?
Y'all should have kept Foreman for real. He was a problem. You talking about that?
Hey, Houston said they taking over.
The
Oh
nigga
yeah,
didn't want to stay.
Foreman
The
Hey,
laying
nigga
all
didn't
hey,
over
want
go,
to stay.
Atlanta,
go.
boy.
The nigga
Foreman
had a
said the
hard
Atlanta nigga.
head, Blake.
Yeah.
Kendall.
The
I
nigga
hear you,
didn't
man.
want to stay.
Kendall, but they listen. I'm gonna tell you they had I saw on NFL Network last night, right? I don't know if y'all caught this replay, but it was y'all playing us in Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That nigga there, and it brought back memories, man. That motherfucker there did some damage on us, boy. Look, them
Hey,
motherfucking cornerbacks were coming up to hit him. You could tell, man, they were leaning backwards before they ever made contact with him, man.
but hey,
He was running
Hey,
hard.
look, Swarm,
hey,
especially that
hey,
first game,
they have
Swarm. Foreman was
Yeah,
on
that's
y'all
what I'm
ass.
saying.
Foreman was
hey,
Yeah,
on y'all
Red,
ass that first game.
yeah.
but Red, though, a butthurt ass nigga, man. The nigga went
Yeah,
to Chicago for less money, so fuck
that
it.
nigga trying to
Hey, what
demand
you
shit with
gonna
the Panthers, bro.
do? Yeah.
I hear you. I
Better
hear
Mm-hmm.
you.
let
He
that
didn't want to
motherfucker
humble
go.
himself.
Hey,
I hear you, man. Yeah.
you
You
can't
no
beat
longer
my
need your
motherfucker.
services.
This motherfucker say
Yeah,
he wanted to be the only back. He ain't want no
yeah.
fucking backup.
Fuck
Yeah,
wrong
that
with him
nigga
trying
crazy,
to
man.
trying to
No, I'm
dictate
not
to
gonna
us
play
what the
with
fuck we
Sanders.
gonna do with this team.
That,
Trying
Well,
to
you
that's
see,
kind
we
of the
got
dictate
him
kind
to
of
to
running back
we
he
got him the
is,
fuck
though.
up out of here. We weren't gonna have
Well,
that
and
shit.
then I think like
Hey,
Kendall
Q,
was
what they
saying,
do,
it
Q?
become a
They
matter
got
of
him the
pride
fuck up out
because
of
when
here.
you look at
They
the money,
Apollo walked that nigga to the side. They Sandman his ass right off the stage.
Hey, Q, he
if
went back to his locker and that shit was cleaned out.
but Twan, listen, it becomes a matter of pride because like Kendall was saying, y'all offered him more money. So guess
Yeah.
what? He didn't have to put his name on that dotted line in Chicago. He could have humbled his ass and came back to Carolina and say, "Hey, I like the deal y'all giving me. I don't give a
That's
fuck."
what
You
we
know what I'm
saying. The
saying?
motherfucker, he told our coaches, he said, I want to be the only feature back. I'm
Yeah.
like, you only played 1 year. How you the fuck you gonna come up here demanding some shit, bro?
Yeah, you ain't no coach. You a
So
player.
that's
Just do
pride
what
when you
you
go to
run the
another
plays
team
they
so you
give
can be the
your ass.
feature back, and make less money, or it's an incredible gamble. He might be betting on himself. But damn, why would you leave this team when this team getting right?
Oh no,
So
he in a committee. He in a
I
committee in
think it's about
Chicago. He
it
ain't no
can't be about
fucking.
a
He
check
ain't
for
no.
him.
He's
Yeah, he in a
selfish though. I
committee in
mean, because
Chicago.
he only thinking about his
Yeah,
numbers,
Justin
man, and he
Fields the leading
looking
running
at.
back in Chicago. Shit.
Whenever you
Fact,
hey, tell him
fact,
Q,
Yeah, well,
fact,
whenever you
MDJ.
start number chasing, that's when your eyes get in trouble, bro.
well, I hope
Facts,
he know he only
MDJ.
got a select amount of years because he just did last year with us. That means he got 2 more years according to the NFL.
That nigga is a
So
one-trick pony over there with Chicago. He ain't got no other running backs over there with him.
yeah,
We
I
know
hope
he
the
gonna
nigga
run the ball when they line up with him.
he better save his back because
I
Did
can't
they're
y'all,
gonna
wait
be
to
a
did
play
y'all hear
long
what?
Chicago.
season.
Did y'all hear
I
what
can't play
MDJ
play
said?
Chicago. That's gonna be a personal game. That's Thursday night. We probably gonna be blacked out that night. That's gonna be a personal game, bro. Because DJ Moore gonna be talking shit that week.
DJ
That's
ain't
Y'all
never
in
talk
Chicago?
shit. DJ is a
he,
Y'all
quiet
he
motherfucker.
already been
y'all in
talking shit.
Chicago or they coming to Carolina?
It's
I
in
think we
Chicago.
going to Chicago.
Yeah, it's in Chicago. Thursday night football.
That's gonna be a brawl.
Y'all got them early in the year or
I
later?
like them Thursday night games,
I
man.
think
Y'all gonna
it's
sit
the
down
Thursday
middle of the
night
year.
games be a good
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
Chicago,
Man, I can't tell you the
Chicago
last
ain't
time
got
we
nothing
lost to
for us,
Soldier
man.
Field, bro. We don't even
Chicago
lose
ain't
to
got nothing
Soldier
for us.
Field.
But GOAT, they gonna run that ball, man. I mean, that's all they do with Justin Fields anyway.
I tell you what, Red,
That's all
like I
he
just
do.
said,
That
if
shit
we
didn't
take
turn
the
into
test,
wins.
if we take the test of the run, if we stop the run like Wiley said we're gonna stop the run, it's a wrap then. They ain't got nothing for us. If
Yeah,
we
well,
stop the
Wiley
Well,
run,
better be
y'all ain't
right.
got nothing for us.
If
stop
If
the
we
run,
run like
go on
Wally
and
say,
take.
man, we gonna be dangerous.
if
And,
we
and,
stop the run, y'all ain't
yeah.
got nothing for us.
So
Right.
go. I hear what you're saying. So what I'm saying is, if you look at most of the teams that all of us in the NFC South facing, they're run first teams, man. They run heavy teams. So I
But if
agree with
we
what you're saying.
fix
I'm not
our
disagreeing with
problem,
that.
though, Swan, if we fix our problem, somebody in trouble.
Yeah,
Trouble.
Hmm?
Trouble.
yeah.
Big Wolf, what's the deal?
There you go.
My tag team partner.
My,
Yes, sir.
I mean, I heard Falcons, but I wanna, since I don't want to keep talking about the Falcons when the Saints are divisional champions.
Yeah. That's what Twan say.
Yeah, they're the champions. So, would you like me to talk about the NFC South champion Saints?
Yeah, hey, look, before you get started, man, you can tell Wolf like wrestling, man. He be coming in here like he cutting a promo, boy. I like that.
I'm just
He cut a mean ass
Yo, what up,
promo.
Wolf?
That fucker come in like the Rock.
He do have a movie star look to him.
Well, would you guys like me to talk about the NFC South Saints since there's no Saint fans around?
Well, let me ask you the question I asked your counterpart, Fred Swan. In the NFC,
Yep.
top two divisions in the NFC. Tell me what's the top two divisions. Tell me the top two divisions NFC. And
Top
take
two
your fanboy out of it.
top two divisions? Top two
Take your
divisions or
fanboy
top
out.
two teams?
Top two divisions. Number one, number two division. The hardest two divisions. The best two divisions.
So basically, it's the East would be the Eagles division is pretty tough. It's probably the toughest. The only thing about the Eagles is that, like I said before, nobody has repeated NFC champions in the past 20 years.
Right.
Nobody has repeated. So
Pickle brought that fact out.
yeah, like nobody has repeated. So they have a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator. So you don't know how the play calling is going to go. You don't know how the defense is going to go. They lost some key pieces. Now, again, they're called the Georgia Eagle Bulldogs, whatever they're called. So I'm not sure because I didn't see Jordan Davis, Kobe Dean, or anybody in the Super Bowl. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I didn't see anybody. But it's okay. Boom.
Well, that's what I try to tell Mike because
Okay.
I told him if you think about the Eagles now, think about
Right.
the Eagles. Look how they drafted the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've been drafting outrageous.
Right. And then
I got the
that's
Eagles
why
repeating.
That's why they let them players go because those guys were money guys.
Right. Well,
they got young rookie contracts right behind them.
Listen, I get it. And then if you say, look, the Niners defense is very young. They're very young. The problem with the Niners is that it's the inconsistency of the quarterback play, and it's too many variables at quarterback. Now, right now, Sam Darnold's in the lead to get the starting job. I don't know how far it goes. Here's the problem that nobody talks about in the NFL. Here's the problem nobody talks about, right? By the time you get to the 8th, 9th game, you're tired as hell. Your arm is tired. It's not college, right? It's not college. You're not playing 12 games. You're not doing that, and it's a lot faster. So Sam Darnold, when's the last time he played a full season?
Never.
Oof.
He's never played a full season.
So again, right? Nobody talks about the full. There's a lot of stuff that people don't talk about, and it fascinates me that people don't talk about it more, and they only focus on what is in front of them, and they don't look about what's going on the side of them, right? So they always look for the jab, never look for the hook, never look for the uppercut, never look for anything but the jab. And those people that hype up whatever they hype up, it's 17 games. I've never seen load management in the NBA like that. Nobody's gonna catch Nolan Ryan's strikeout record because this generation is just very, very, and no disrespect, no pun intended, but it's very, very pussycat. Very pussycat. So
unintended.
Yeah, well, there you go. I didn't mean to, but just saying. It's just they're very pussycat. They're very pussycat.
It's soft.
Yeah, they're just soft, and what happens is that gets me. That's the same thing I told Q. If Bryce hits, Lamar's at $52 million a year. Lamar's at $52 million a year. Look at his contract. He's at $52 million a year, which means Joe Burrow Joe is probably going to be.
Somebody got an echo.
Somebody got to.
Swarm.
Think
I
That's
got
Swan.
him.
Can you mute Swan?
I mute him. I got him.
Q. Did you
Yes,
did
sir.
you see the Twan Q and everybody else? Did you see Lamar Jackson's contract, the breakdown?
I didn't look at the breakdown.
It's $52 million. So basically, he gets $52 million for the next 2 years. 52. So Joe's probably they're projecting Joe's gonna go 55, and they projecting Justin to go about 56, 55. Same thing. Trevor, about the same, depending on what he does this year. That's a lot of fucking money, dude. That's a lot of money.
But
And
Wolf, you gotta understand too, the cap going up.
Yeah,
Cap
no.
going up.
Yeah, no, I get it, but
I
do you
feel
want to
like
be?
Wolfgery trying to tell us how paying these guys so much money means they can't continue to pick up talent.
Yep, they can't.
But no. But some teams, when you know how to draft, they know how to just do it all over again. I don't. Do you see the Kansas City Chiefs not getting it right for a while? Sometimes when you get that right quarterback,
Right,
and that right system,
yes.
then you can plug and play. Belichick proved that.
But Twan, here's
You
the
don't
thing,
have to have
right?
the best players. You don't have to have the best players.
But Twan,
in the
but
system. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Twan, Mike, Q. Here's what I don't like, right?
All right.
When people start analyzing and start giving me examples, guess what? Belichick and Andy Reid have been in the league damn near close to 40 years. 40 years of coaching, 40 years of doing defense, 40 years of game planning, 40 years of that. I'm not even going to say Frank Reich, because Frank Reich's been a player. He's been this. He's been a lot of things, but he hasn't coached as long. I hate the fact that they put certain coaches in the same conversation as some of the best head coaches I've ever seen. You can't do that, because it's Donovan McNabb was good enough to take them to the Super Bowl with Andy Reid. Looked like the same system to me. Wasn't as good, Twan. You're right. Patrick is the guy. Here's what Kansas City does very, very well. Their contracts are amazing. They draft well, and their rookies from last year, they just got a whole lot better this year. And they're not scared to move off their talent. That's what they do very, very well. Because people were said that Tyreek was the guy, this, that, and the third. The guy goes out and they actually, who's here a Cowboy fan? Who's a Cowboy fan here?
Me.
Okay, so look, check this out, right? You should be trolling the New York Giants and Kadarius Toney every day. Because they took that guy for a third round compensatory, complimentary pick, whatever that's called. A third rounder.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is, bruh, that guy, if he stays healthy, is going to be very well in that system. You should be trolling the Giants every day with that guy. That's what Kansas City does good. If Frank Reich and your GM can do that same job, Twan, I have no doubt that the next 10 years for the Carolina Panthers is going to be a success. I have no doubt. And this is a Falcon fan telling you this. Yeah, I have no doubt.
Shit, that's what I'm hoping.
Okay. But just remember, there's a flip side to that coin, though. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you know, what is the flip side, Twan? Tell me what the flip side is, because I don't want to keep on talking.
The flip side of the coin with us winning?
No. With you guys hitting with Bryce Young and being successful for 10 years. There's a flip side to that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, that money.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
You got that money going. That money, you know, you can't pay everybody. So you're going to have to start cutting some people and start developing others. That's why development of players is so important, because you can't always keep all your stars.
Okay.
Yeah, plus, if he don't work out, you already mortgage the future because you done trade away your damn picks.
Right.
Right. And then
gotta work out.
And then listen, and I get what the gentleman was saying earlier with Desmond Ridder was everything. Here's the nightmare. There's so many third, fourth, fifth, sixth round picks that have hit. There's probably more first round draft picks that are very good and Hall of Famers. But you always got that one guy. Now, here's the thing, right? Mac Jones, 3 years in the league, you don't know what he is. Justin Field, 3 years in the league, you don't know what he is. I'd rather take a roll the dice on a Desmond Ritter than a Mac Jones and Justin Field, which they've been in the league 3 years. We still don't know what they are. Mac Jones is competing with Bill Zappi. Does anybody know
but
Bill Zappi went to school?
hey, Wolf. But here's the problem with that argument. Mac Jones made the Pro Bowl his first year. Then they gave him garbage as a coordinator his second year, and now we say they don't know who he is. He was a Pro Bowler the first year. Come on, man.
Wally, again, you go to a job, it sucks. You either deal with it or you quit, right? Or you have to improve your skills to go get another job, right?
If you're a truck driver, right?
Mac Jones Wally, please. Mac Jones went to the Pro Bowl by default. And he started doing the sturdy, couldn't even do the sturdy correctly. Come on.
He was an alternate, Wally.
Yeah, but
he was an alternate.
Regardless, you had to be good enough to be an ultimate.
Okay, cool. So Lamar Jackson's backup was good enough to make the Pro Bowl?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So listen.
He made the playoffs. That's the thing. He made the playoffs.
Okay. Who was that? Matt Jones?
Yeah, Mac Jones made the playoffs that first year.
And he was a Pro Bowler too.
I'm talking about Lamar Jackson's backup.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, Derek Carr was a Pro Bowler. He didn't even finish the season.
I know, but what I'm saying is this: is the first year when he started, and he had confident coaching, offensive coordinator. They weren't saying this stuff about him. Last year, they got a defensive coordinator and a special team coach that both got fired as head coaches as his coordinator. Okay. And they never called a play in their life. Come on, man.
Wally, I love the fact that you think that, right? Q.
Yo.
The New England Patriots won how many Super Bowls?
7 recently, right?
6, right?
6.
Okay.
I thought it was 7.
No, 6, right?
Brady got 7 one with time.
6. Okay, they got 7. Okay, watch this, Wally. Watch this, Wally. Bill Belichick just hired an offensive coordinator that was the only offensive coordinator that didn't win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. He hired a guy that destroyed the Houston Texans.
Yeah, but
he hired a guy that destroyed the Houston Texans.
So again, here's the problem with your
that's
argument.
his boy. That's
No. Here's the problem with his argument. Hold on. Whenever Matt Jones won the Heisman in college, that guy was his coordinator. See, you dig what it is you dig deep enough to come with a bullshit argument, but you don't like dig deep enough to
Wait a minute.
Bill O'Brien, here we go.
Bill O'Brien did not win a Super Bowl. That's a fact, Wally. I don't care what Matt Jones did. I don't care what
Matt Jones' best year as a quarterback, regardless of where he was at.
How many years ago was that? How many years ago was that?
But what I'm trying to, that was 2 years ago, man. Come on,
okay.
You gotta come on.
That's 3 years ago.
Wolf, you better than this, bro. Come on.
Listen.
Look. Bill O'Brien is good with quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson was good, man. Bill O'Brien good with quarterbacks, bro.
Man, I actually agree with Wolf. I think he got you on this one, Wally.
No, because Matt Jones had his best statistical season with Bill O'Brien being his coordinator.
It was a fucking alternate, Wally, when you bring up that Pro Bowl shit, man.
Bill O'Brien was terrible as a head coach and a GM. He had GM power over there. They gave him too fucking much. He was a head coach and a GM. But he's good. He's great as an OC.
Wally. I get what you're saying, but the problem is that when you listen, it's the same thing when I tell Red Swarmer, it's the same thing. Falcon fans get mad at me because I say Arthur Smith is 14-20. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
But you don't get what I'm saying. You pick.
I understand what you're saying.
No.
You
bringing in information that really doesn't support your argument. I'm supporting this.
Okay.
The quarterback they have now, the guy that got the best out of him is the guy they brung in. They should have brung him in last year, but they didn't. So what I'm saying is, Forget the team. You got to look at the player. This coach was able to get the best out of this player. You telling me you wouldn't do that?
Okay, so again, you talking in circles, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. While you're in Germany, cool. Listen, so
I'm not talking no
I get
circles.
it. You talking in circles. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
not
Listen.
talking in
The
circles.
air. I know the air is a little different over there. Don't worry about it. I know the air is a little different over there. But listen, look.
Okay, I'll let you
Check
talk.
this out.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Just go continue to talk.
so Mac Jones is the man. So if Mac Jones, he got the offensive coordinator, right? That they wanted over there, Bill O'Brien, stuff like that. They win in the division, yes or no? Land the
No,
plane.
but I
Miami's
think that
better.
was their strategy, though. I think
Man,
that
that
was
division is
Wiley, I
full
think
of
that was their
killers.
strategy, though.
You better believe it, brother. So let's go to division, right? You got Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, you got Tua, you got Mac Jones. Who's 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Mac Jones last.
Okay, then rest my case. So if you number 4, if you last, you ain't first. If
No,
you
but
last,
the
you
difference.
ain't first.
But see,
hold on.
that's
Was
some more
Tua healthy
shit
though?
though, Wolf. Because that's why they bringing in the coordinator that's got the best
To
out
try
of
to
it.
I
get him.
just
To
said
try to
that.
get them.
I just
But-
said that. I just said that.
I got you.
I just
Wolf.
told Wiley go. I just told Wiley, look, they got the coordinator that they wanted. The defense is still stout. They're gonna win the division.
But here's the deal, and we all know this.
Good luck, kid.
Tua most likely won't make it through the season. He's done this. He showed you proof. So
Okay.
that moves him up. That moves him up to third.
Okay.
Rodgers hasn't won any playoff games, or excuse me, he hasn't had any fourth quarter comebacks. Zero.
Okay. That means nothing, Wiley. Though that means nothing.
Okay. No, it means something because you're going to be playing in a tight division against the Patriots, because the Patriots always, you come down to either a field goal or a fourth quarter touchdown to beat those guys every year. You know,
Wow.
the defense is tough.
That Jets defense, I don't know if you know, that Jets defense is stout. They got two.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Whew.
I'm saying the toughest defense is going to be the Jets defense. Is going to be the Patriots defense. Then the thing about it is, if Tua doesn't get hurt, Miami offense is so, it's going to be tough. But
Listen,
the best they can do is get that guy in and try to get the most out of Matt Jones.
But the Bills won that. The Bills won that division by a big gap, man.
Oh, big gap, right? And
It won't
Wiley,
big though. Miami was right there. Miami was
listen,
right
4
behind.
games. 4 games.
Yeah.
And the last game they rested everybody, so that's 4 games.
But Swarm, that's the reason why I told Q the first couple of games is going to be very important because because of the fact is that the Carolina Panthers opponents
division, hell yeah,
the opponents that they play, we play them first. They play them back half. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
So like I said, I'm not even worried about, let's say, a Desmond thing. I'm more worried about the linebackers because some of the running backs that we're going against, listen, nobody's talking about that kid from New Orleans, Twan, the rookie
Kendall
that they
was
signed.
saying that earlier. Kendall was saying that same thing earlier, Wolf.
Hey,
Kendall
Twan.
was saying that same thing earlier.
Twan, that rookie running back, that 20-year-old that they got in New Orleans,
I try to tell him.
That kid is good. That kid is good.
I told y'all, Wolf, he's on the PUP list.
Yeah.
No.
Kendrell Miller.
I checked it.
Kendrell Miller.
The kid out of Wake Forest, that receiver that a lot of us wanted to get.
A.T. Perry.
He's
Jamal, look.
He's not on the pup list no more.
Jamal Williams a dog. He in that
I just saw
backfield
this
too.
like 2 days ago though. He might have come off, but I just because I know the rookies have reported, so maybe he did come off when he reported.
But look, Wally, look,
Go ahead.
I'll go enough to say this. Derek Carr, number 1. You could put Baker, number 2. You could put Bryce, number 3. You could put Desmond 4. That's fine.
Hell no.
I'm comfortable.
Baker's number 2.
Listen.
Whoa. Carolina ain't gonna hear that. You know the Panthers ain't gonna hear that.
Yeah, listen, I get that. Listen, I get it. But see, listen, let me land my plane. Let me land my plane. Let me land the plane. Y'all shooting at me. I'm in the fucking. I'm still in the sky.
You about to crash the
I
motherfucker,
got.
man. Shit. I'm
I'm
trying to
only.
get you back right.
You need to do some maneuvering
Yeah,
here.
I know.
He said,
Listen,
"Let me get you back right. Let me
listen,
get you
right.
back right."
Let me land the plane, right? Because I get it. The only reason why I'm saying that is because of the experience that's happening in the NFL. That's the only reason. Bryce is probably way better than Baker. Probably way better. Probably a way better prospect. And I'm just saying, Twan. Again, I know that we want to say that a Falcon fan always gonna say, "Yo, listen, Desmond's the guy. Desmond's the guy." But the problem is, I've only seen 4 games now. In that 4 games, I see some progression. I see some throws. Yeah, there's some stuff that I can't see because it's only 4 games. I haven't seen Bryce in college. I've only seen clips and stuff like that. Again, I've only seen clips and stuff like that. I don't know if the kid, God forbid something happens. God forbid something happens. And then Panther Nation is where? You don't know. Like Wally said, injuries can happen.
Everybody in that situation every year.
Yep.
It's football.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So listen.
That's why they get together before every game and get in that circle and pray because they
know.
And you don't have the money to keep two. You don't have the money to keep 2-star quarterbacks on the team in the NFL.
No.
You just don't.
No.
That's why you keep your rookie that's on a rookie deal. Backup.
Yeah.
So it could be, and this is, oh my God, this is the worst scenario.
I heard you, Wiley. I heard you talking about Matt Corral. I heard you.
Wiley, I heard him talk about Matt Corral, and it was sworn. Watch this. You go into an Atlanta game, Tyler Heineke suiting up against Andy Dalton first game. How does that sound? Oof, that's horrible. That's oh my God, that's
don't
horrible.
Nobody want to see that shit.
Nobody's gonna want to see that. I don't care who you are. Nobody's gonna want to see Tyler Heineke against Andy Dalton. I mean, come on now. Let's be real. Wiley's not gonna come from Germany and fucking go to a Panther game if Andy Dalton is the quarterback.
It's the team that he plays on. Like we seen flashes of Heineke. Tell me this, Wolf. If you put Heineke with the 49ers right now, can he do what Purdy did? Hell yeah, he can.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
This way he's not going to excel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, a lot of people don't want to get into the discussion that sometimes it's just that players never are good because they always play for whack teams their entire NFL career.
Yeah, that's true.
And a dude who has no business being a star, he gets developed right. He goes to the right team. He gets developed right. They got developers on the team, and he turns out to be somebody. Mm-hmm. And then that guy that you said, a lot of times we quick to call people busts, but what were they getting when they went to that team?
Josh Rosen, perfect example. Josh Rosen, perfect example.
That's what we was hoping.
I had no fucking coaching staff to ever show me what to do.
That's what we was hoping when we got Sam Darnold. We was hoping it was just a team, but it was Sam Darnold.
Hey, Twan. So I'm looking at USA Today. It says Saints Wire USA Today.com. Mm-hmm. Saints offensive line has all kind of issues. 24 out of 32.
Their line is
offensive line. That's why when we had this discussion the other day. This is what I'm trying to say. I just don't be bullshit. I'm saying they had 3 guys go out last year. Yeah. Even their reporters are saying it. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good stat. While I remember
win the game in the trenches.
Trenches.
Yeah.
Trenches.
If that's out, then we can talk the rest.
Look, Wally, that's a great point. But Wally, let me push back just one thing. That's a great point. But listen, we always say you have to. I feel like in order for you to be successful, you have to have a good offensive line. But then the Bengals proved that they went all the way to the Super Bowl with a suck line. As a matter of fact, they didn't even advance because of their line because Burrow got sacked on that final play.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can still get there. And then Carr, I think people sleeping on Carr, man. He's still kind of mobile. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. He gets rid of the ball quickly. And I just think this dude is in a new environment and he can shine. I'm not sleeping on Carr. Y'all can sleep on one. I'm not.
Yeah, but you know that the Raiders had at least a top 12 offensive line. He was there the whole time.
Oof.
There was a whole lot of behind the scenes shit going on, Wally,
But
that we don't know about.
Offensive line though was good. Go ahead.
Twan, your front six is hellacious. Your
Yeah, I know.
front six is hellacious,
I know.
and our rotation. I'm not even gonna say our front six, but our rotational players are very athletic, Twan. They're very athletic.
They're gonna have problems. They're gonna
They-
have problems.
I know about this line because we ain't never had one.
Wait a minute. You talk, but you're talking about the defensive line, right?
No, I'm talking about the offensive line now.
No. I'm talking about your defense against the Saints' offensive line.
Correct.
Right.
Oh, no, I mean, our defensive line is tough.
Yeah, and going against that offensive line.
Wally, what is the word I just
go.
used, Wally? What is the word I just used?
That's on paper.
Hellacious.
Hellacious. Those six guys are a fucking problem up front.
I'm no cap on that, man. I don't have no problem saying to people, even on Panthers podcast, man, y'all got a hell of a defense, period.
The front.
Period. The defense been built right, man. Yeah. I hear y'all talking. I'm like, I want to say, man, that little kid ain't gonna do shit. But look at the number of sacks he had.
Yeah.
He coming.
Yeah.
He coming, man. So you got to get ready to play him. And
but Red, have you seen our rotation? Have you seen our rotation, Red?
Oh yeah. And that's what I try to tell people.
Right.
They did, and Terry Fontenot. I don't call his name a lot when I'm on here, man. But I'm telling you something, man. New Orleans fucked up when they let that boy leave, man.
Mickey Loomis fucked up. Mickey
Loomis did, yeah.
Yep.
He knows what he knows what he's doing, man. Well, and that's it. And you can't knock him for it, man. It was his time.
Yeah.
But our
Mickey Loomis is hell of a GM though. Hell of a GM.
He is.
Mickey Loomis, hell of a GM.
That shit finna catch up. That shit finna catch up with New Orleans.
Catch it up now.
Yeah, you can't roll them dice on that cap, but for so long.
Twan, here's the other thing too. That concerns me about New Orleans. They lost their number 2 guy and their number 3 guy on defense because you guys got the third and we got the second best guy in that defense.
Yep.
So
and they talking about the guys that they got to replace them, but that dude they got from Kansas City, they can't hold a candle to the guy y'all got and Omayata that we got, man.
Let me tell you 2 guys we always have problems with when we play the Saints. That motherfucker Cam Jordan.
Yes.
And that motherfucker linebacker D'Amico.
Yes,
okay.
Like them
we
or
can't
not.
Seem to
like
keep
them or
one
not.
of them motherfuckers in our backfield.
Yeah, they consistent. They can like them or not, man. They consistent as fuck, man.
But Twan,
they got the honey badger over there.
But Twan, you got number 9, baby.
I know. But look, man, look. All I'm saying, look, it's a concern.
Hey, Twan, you got number 9, baby. Come on.
So Wolf,
I think we can go 6-0 in
What's
the
up?
shit, but I doubt it.
Full disclosure, man. Since you're on here, and Wolf, I think one day I really do hope. I'm not serious about it yet. So, one thing I will not do is take respect away from these guys who podcasting is their craft.
Yep.
Man, y'all motherfuckers put in time, man. And you got to be consistent if you want to drive your numbers. So my hats is off to all y'all in here.
Yeah.
Swan 704, all my Black Cat Panthers brothers, Wolf A1 Day 1.
Oh,
the
show is coming, Red. The show's gonna come on because it's the base.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna be successful, man, because I'm gonna tell you something that you've already mastered. And I'm telling y'all, I'm saying this live. Anybody play it back and catch it, then they can hate me for saying it, but they better pay attention and learn something. The one difference that I noticed when I come on the Carolina Panthers podcast is y'all invite the public. Y'all have a discussion and a debate with the public. And that shit is hot. It's hot. Sir. It's better than cable TV. I'm telling you, man. They don't do that over there in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Hold on for a second, fellas. Hold on. We got to get to the money. Shout out to Wiley. Pro Football Focus ranked the Saints big man up front number 24 out of 32. 24 out of 32.
That's a deep
Burn.
hole, Twan. That's a deep
Yeah,
hole, Twan.
that ain't even middle of the pack,
Burn.
man.
That's a
Hey,
deep
That
hole.
Wiley,
ain't even middle of the pack.
what do they got us at, Wiley? Whenever you
Man,
get a
look,
chance,
bro.
check that
I'm
out.
gonna tell you,
Where we at?
Wolf, y'all know like I know, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Pro Football Focus is suggestive. They
Yes, I
got the
know.
Not
people that they
PFF,
like.
ain't it?
They got
Not
the people that they
PFF, ain't it?
like and people that they don't like.
But
When
but
those
Twan,
stats don't
but
go
Twan,
your way, they
Twan,
ain't
Nah,
shit.
that's
Twan, let
not
me ask you a question. Why are you so
Pro
concerned
Football.
No, this
about
is
the
what
Saints?
everybody says about Pro Football Focus, man. Some people live
But
by him. Some of them don't believe shit they say.
but Twan,
Why
can you answer?
why
Can you answer? Just
But
answer me.
hold on a second, Swan. Hey, Twan. So this is
Yeah.
their beat writer using Pro Football Focus to support his argument. I only grabbed that one part out of the article. If you go to Saints
No, bro.
Wire
I'm not even
at
saying what
US
he said
at
is
US at
wrong.
USA
It could
Today,
be
you can
true.
read the whole article. No, you can read the whole article. He doesn't just use that as his supporting document. He's saying that's part of his argument. If you look at his
Okay.
argument, he lists all those things I was talking about, all those offensive linemen that were injured. Some of them are not back, some of them are back or middle rehab. They got some rookies that they drafted. So this is where they're saying the problem is with the Saints offense.
Well, I'm just saying, look, I think the moral of what it comes down to with me is like this. It goes back to, and people say this about Atlanta with us for years. We said it too when it comes to y'all for years. I just said I think this year is gonna be different.
Okay.
It's always that one team that's got your fucking number.
Okay.
And for the
Yes, sir.
longest time, it was fucking Atlanta. I'm like, damn, why can't we beat these motherfuckers, bro?
But Twan, the Saints are the plane is definitely crashing. It's not gonna.
Nah, they got better. They got
Okay.
better.
Oh, Twan, I disagree
The
with that.
wild thing is we actually swept the Saints
And I'm not gonna
and
sit up here
split with the
and cape
Falcons.
for no fucking fuck the Saints, bro.
No, I
Right?
mean you got your perspective,
Yeah.
and listen, I
I
say
don't
this
give a
all the
damn about
time,
them,
so I'm
but
gonna say it for you too. Now we laugh and joke
yeah.
and bullshit about it, man. Hey man, listen, if I know one thing about all y'all on this podcast, you love your Panthers, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh
So,
yeah,
I know for a fact that you just stating your opinion. I
Yeah.
ain't
yeah.
tripping like that, man, when you say, hey, this is what you see. This, you did something yesterday for me. Now, Wolf just asked you your opinion on the Saints.
Yeah.
Twan did something for me yesterday that tripped me the fuck out.
Yeah.
He actually did an analysis. He kind of went through our team.
Yeah. Yeah. I get
And,
you.
Twan don't normally do that shit. Twan just say, y'all ain't shit and leave it at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
No.
he
No.
surprised
Listen.
the hell out of me, man.
Look. If there's one team that I say that I'm looking at from the outside in and their opponents, I'm not worried about the Saints at all. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even. Are they going to get a game in the division? Of course, they're going to get a game in the division.
Yeah.
But if people crowned the Saints already, they crowned them, and I'm looking at the team, and I'm like, well,
That's what I
are
was
you
saying yesterday, Wolf.
Yeah,
Like every
no,
place is
listen,
already crowned them.
yeah, they crowned but are you crowning them because the Derek Carr is the name that jumps off the map?
Coming out there.
And in the South, is that why you're crowning them? Because Derek Carr has a name. It's a brand that you know. It's like
Nah,
you go into the supermarket and you look for the brand that you know, and you don't look at the off brand because you think it don't taste as good, but it really does.
my argument
That's
is
what I
based
was.
on
That's
yeah,
what I was saying.
Right.
yeah.
I
My
mean, I'm like,
argument is
So
based on
hold
going
on,
6-0.
because
right.
I'm looking at it like this. Because Twan said earlier, he said, you could you see how Cincinnati, since they didn't have an offensive line,
Right.
how Joe Burrow got defeated. But I'm not comparing Joe Burrow to Derek Carr because I think Joe Burrow's an elite quarterback and
Yeah.
Derek Carr isn't. That's the
Yeah.
difference. That's
Yeah.
why you can take that. That's why he can take that team further. Carr
He's
Well,
can't.
see,
serviceable though,
He's
right,
not.
Pop? He's serviceable.
He's a
But
serviceable
Yeah.
QB, of course,
Yeah.
but
but
his
Papa,
decision,
look,
hold on,
go ahead.
because
No,
I
you
have
good?
not said anything. His decision making is way more top tier and elite than what Derek Carr has done when he's been on the big stage and the bright lights are on. So
Okay.
that being said, and then Wiley coming up with that offensive line being ranked 24 compared to what we
Right.
come back with, it's
Hmm.
gonna be hard for Derek Carr in the South. I'm just saying.
And but you just said Pop right now his decision making. So you also said in the past that Bryce decision making is top tier. Yes.
Right.
Okay. So then you guys are
Hold
good.
on, hold on again, fellas. We got another super chat. Number 16 after ranking 24 of 2022 Carolina Panthers. Number 16th. Shout out to Wiley for them stats, man. Wiley say,
Wiley.
"Fuck y'all. I'ma just put the numbers up." That's what Wiley say.
You talking about offensive line, or this is just overall?
The big man up front. That's what y'all
This
was
is
talking about
this is the
earlier, right?
line.
Oh,
That's
no,
offensive
defensive
line.
line.
Yeah.
Defensive line.
No,
Let me
what we were saying was,
Popping Bullets.
yeah.
What
Go
Popping
ahead.
Bullets was saying.
I'm sorry.
No. When we played, okay, so look, it was even more about Joe Burrow when we played Cincinnati last time with that bad line. Joe Burrow didn't fucking cook us. Mixon did. Mixon ran 5 fucking touchdowns on us.
I get that.
With that
Yep.
O-line, with that raggedy O-line.
I get that. But I know, but you didn't want to point out a raggedy O line. And I was just telling you how good Joe Burrow is. Even though he lost because he didn't have the best O line, he can
about,
still
okay,
take
I got it.
he can take the
Talking about the real
team
game.
further
Okay.
because of his elite talent.
There you go.
Because he's a better quarterback. He's not Derek Carr. I can't put Derek Carr and Joe Burrow in the same lineup. You know what I mean? He's top tier. Derek Carr is mid.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying is
plus
that, man,
plus
Joe
Derek
Yes,
Carr just
sir.
left
Yes,
an
sir.
offense. He just left an offense that
but we
had
not gonna
weapons
act like
way
Joe
better than
Burrow
yours.
ain't
Oh, yeah.
surrounded by fucking talent, though.
What you
Joe
say,
Burrow?
MDJ?
I
Say
get
it
that,
again,
but
MJ. Hey, he said it right. No,
but
he said it right. Go ahead, MJ.
No, I
Are
was
you
saying
really
Derek
putting up
Carr
an
just left.
argument, Juan? Are you
Hold on,
really
go.
putting up an argument? Joe Burrow against Derek Carr. Are you really fucking doing that right now?
Hold
No,
on a second, go. Hold on
I
a second.
didn't do that. I never even made that comparison. What are you talking about?
You keep
That wasn't
saying
me.
Joe Burrow this, Derek Carr that. You keep
I
saying
didn't say
that.
no. I never
It's
compared
the
Joe
Reggie
Burrow
said
to Derek
Mahomes
Carr.
argument all over.
Twan, what keeps you up at night about the Saints? What keeps you up at night about the
Oh,
Saints?
come on.
I
good
never
question.
made that
Oh
comparison.
boy.
Hey, hold on. Before,
Good question.
Hey,
Wolf on that
It's still
bullshit. I see what
No,
you doing,
Wolf,
Wolf.
that's an
I see what
excellent
you doing,
question.
Wolf.
I'm
I see
just
what you doing,
asking.
Wolf. I
I'm
got
just
you, Wolf. I
asking.
got my eyes on you, Wolf.
I
I
know
see
you
what
do,
you
Wally. I know you
doing.
do, Wally. I know you do. But I'm just
man,
saying,
look at here.
what keeps you up at night, Twan? What keeps you up at night when you have your chocolate chip cookies and your milk? What keeps you up about the Saints? What keeps
He
you
under
up?
the Saints
I
comforter,
don't know.
man. He under the comforter eating ice cream with the Saints logo on it.
There you go.
He can't help it, man. He can't help it.
I feel, hey,
But
look, I
Twan,
feel
just
good.
With his little Saint footies on and shit.
I feel good about my team this year. Oh yeah,
listen.
and Kendall, you got the motherfucking coat footies on right next to me.
So Twan,
Man,
are you so you feel good about your team, but yet week 1 isn't important? Is that you said that week 1 wasn't important, correct?
I'm gonna say
Jay
it one
said
more
it.
time.
Jay said it.
I
Jay
keep telling
said
y'all
it.
the same line. Maybe it'll kick in again.
Okay.
Panthers will beat y'all by 13 or more in the first game.
Okay.
It's about. I think we're gonna set the tone. We're gonna make a statement. I think Mr. Bryce Young is gonna come out and make a statement first game.
How many weeks away are we, gentlemen, from the football? How many weeks away are we?
He calling y'all a layup, Wolf. Y'all a layup to tomorrow. Y'all just a layup.
Yeah, that's
Every
right.
All together is 9 weeks.
I
Give
don't
me
know
Pop, give me some
how.
perspective, Pop.
We
How
gotta put
many
a
I
weeks?
don't
countdown
know
on
how
it.
many times people got punched in the mouth looking ahead of game. I'm trying
Listen,
to tell you.
go.
I mean,
I just want to ask Pop, give me a perspective of how many
Man,
days
some
is
teams
that?
you just know, bro. Some teams
oh
you just
Hey,
man,
know.
I
hey.
mean,
Wolf,
you looking
Wolf,
at, let's
Wolf.
see, hold on.
Go ahead,
You
Pop. Go ahead.
looking about
I'm gonna
60
tell you something,
days,
Wolf.
yo.
Go ahead, Pop.
Yeah, about 60 days. Yeah.
Pop. I mean,
That's not
Wolf.
Yep.
What's up,
Yes,
Go?
yes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
that ain't that very
Check,
long.
What's up, Go?
All
check
right.
this out. Wolf. That nigga might not be looking at game 1, but
I know.
Frank Wright, Jim Caldwell,
Yeah,
every
Oh,
yeah,
they
fucking
looking.
coach,
They looking.
yeah.
they look, and them the niggas that matter. Fuck
Yeah.
what
Yeah, they
Twan
matter.
talking.
Listen,
I'm gonna
Fuck
tell
what
you
Go.
what
I
it
just
is, bro.
go.
I'm
I'm
gonna tell
just
you
trying
what
to
it is.
Look in
listen.
my face.
But listen, go
Go
Wiley, Q popping. It's just the problem is I gotta get the energy because Twan is a different energy. So I gotta get the energy correct.
No words.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
I gotta get the energy correct.
Hey, Wiley, we different this year. We different.
MDJ said something that was important. I think everybody missed it, but I'm gonna back him up. So last year, Derek Carr had a better offensive line than the current one he had.
Talk to him, Wiley.
He had the number one receiver.
Number one.
Number one. He had the matter of fact, his running back was number one in the league in rushing.
Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
Darren Waller.
Waller was
God.
number 3 or number 4
Waller
tight
wasn't
end.
good.
Yeah, but number 3 or number 4 tight end.
Yeah.
Right? And he had a 6 and
Waller wasn't that good last year.
Okay.
Shit.
Hold on.
The point is, he had more.
Let Wiley finish. Let Wiley finish.
Let me finish. So his record last year was 6-11. His record was 6-11 with that. So we really think he's gonna go to this location with less talent and do better than he did last year.
Okay, but Wiley, wait. Had the number one receiver, number one running back, Darren Waller is like what, number 3, 4 in the league right now?
We'll say number 10.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. It's better than what the Saints got.
Exactly.
Okay. And then and you said the offensive line was what, Wiley?
Oh, the offensive line. I'll tell you. I put it in. Let me find it. Y'all go ahead and continue.
12. Top 10? Top 10?
Probably definitely middle of the pack. Either way.
Yeah, it was middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack? Okay.
Yeah.
Twan.
12.
12? Oh, see, look at that.
Before you even go,
what's up, man?
Before you even go, am I lying when I make this statement? And
Yes.
If all these sports writers, and none of us are sports writers, if all these sports writers saying the Saints gonna be the team in the NFC South, right? Then clearly I'm not the only one thinking this way, right?
No, Twan.
Right.
No, Twan. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you use that excuse.
Light him up, Pop. Light him up.
I'm not gonna let you use that excuse because the narrative said.
Go slow, Pop.
The narrative said last year that Atlanta Falcons are only going to win 2 games.
There you go, Pop.
Yeah.
There you go, Pop.
Shit is changing.
Now you are the number one guy said don't listen to the national media. Come here to get your facts.
Pop.
And
can't throw that out there.
Who says this things are changing?
Right.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, the Falcons' strength is our weakness. That's why they not a layup.
There you go. Twan,
the Saints are better. They not a layup for us.
There you go. Twan, the first game is a playoff game. Didn't I say that?
That's what you said.
I know, but that's what I said. Yes, no, Twan. I'm not saying that you think that, but I said that the first game is a playoff game, right?
Because and it is because all your division games are playoff games.
But so why would you look past that then, Twan? Why would you look past it?
Look, I'm looking past it because we are a better. Hey, look, man, just call me cocky.
But give me but Twan, that's not a good enough reason. Give me an explanation, though. Give me an explanation to say, okay.
I hit Swarm with the explanation yesterday, bro.
Okay, but you're looking over Atlanta. Why? Is it because it's because of the quarterback? Say it's because of why are you looking past it? Is it the quarterback?
Well, one of the big things he said, it's the quarterback.
Okay.
But he also says our linebacking.
All right, fellas. All right. We appreciate each and every one of y'all today. It's been a strong 4 hours.
Okay.
And it is time. You ain't gotta go home, but we gotta cut this motherfucker off.
Okay.
I love y'all to death, but we coming back tomorrow, man. God damn.
Okay.
Let us just ball your ball, man. Go on in the house, man. Let us
damn, y'all. If I don't say nothing, y'all both going for another 5 hours.
No.
Shit.
Hey, look. Hey, Papa Bullets just got here. Let him run it.
Man, pop it in the chat the whole time, man. Don't worry about Pop. He be all right.
Look, let Papa Bullet close up.
No. I got it.
Give him the keys, man.
Q, you know how motherfuckers be
Q, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Motherfucker
sir.
be at your crib playing cards when you get ready to go to bed. Talking about, man, we'll shut the lights off now.
Yes.
Y'all motherfuckers need to
Not
get
in my
out
Nah,
here
house.
nah.
now.
Y'all got to get the fuck
No, no,
out.
no. Hey,
Yes,
Red. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. Q
Yeah,
was
bro.
right because me and Twa was about to go in a whole other situation. So it's good that he cut it off
Mhm.
now.
Go ahead and cut
He
that
was gonna go in
motherfucker
a whole
right
other
on off.
situation.
Y'all boy can talk on three-way, man. I'll
Yeah.
holler at y'all. Yes, sir. Hey,
Yeah.
man, if y'all haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I ain't even going to do a last word. Y'all boy done got enough words in already.
That's
All
it.
right.
Hey, listen, man. I'll get up with y'all later on, man. Peace up to all of y'all, man. Love, man. Later.
Love.
Yes,
Same thing
sir.
for me. Same
Yeah,
thing for me. Thank y'all, man.
check us out tomorrow. Check us out tomorrow. Popping off Friday. PTI.
Yeah.
Thank God it's popping.
Yes, sir.
I'm in the
Been
comments
live.
tomorrow,
Thank
man.
y'all.
Don't come with no bullshit tomorrow.
Come with no
There you
bullshit.